When it slips out, it slips out.
All right. What's up, fuckers?
Nothing much.
Wow.
How's it going? How's it going?
It's going good.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I mean,
Good to be here.
yeah, I said it when you guys got here. I'm very excited to just talk mainly about something that's not related to politics or conspiracies or fucking...
Some nice Star Wars.
Yeah, man, just some good old-fashioned American pop culture, you know?
The perfect distraction.
Yeah, man. Lucas knew what he was doing back in the days.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think about the new Lego game?
Alright, honestly, I remember playing one Lego game my whole life, and I must have been like 6 or 7, and it was on the DS, and that's all I remember about the Lego. So I have no emotional attachment to them.
You never played the complete saga?
Never.
Come on.
Never. Now, I've played Battlefront 1 and 2, like the original. I've played probably a dozen Star Wars games. I've never really got into the Legos, though, for some reason. Nothing against them. Cause I know there's like a cult fucking following behind them. Yeah.
Yeah, they will change your life.
People really rave about those things, but, you know, nothing against it.
I think the new one's coming out in April. It has like all the chapters.
Yeah.
Like 500 plus characters. It's gonna be crazy.
That many?
Yeah, there's mad people.
I mean,
Futuristic graphics, like, come on.
They got over the shoulder aiming in the game now, so it's
Oh.
not like basic like weird Lego trap.
yeah. Damn, I mean, they definitely could have left Ray out, but that's
Yeah.
that's a different story.
Scrubbed
Yeah, you're not a Skywalker. Go fuck yourself. But yeah, that's a different story, man. Fucking, well, obviously the biggest, like, revelation going on right now in the Star Wars world, well, there's a couple. I mean, for me, the biggest thing upcoming is the Eclipse game. I don't know if you guys have seen that thing.
Yeah,
Dude, Shaun, you
is
gotta watch the trailer. It's like it's not a trailer, it's like a cinematic visual. You know how the games sometimes do
They
that?
had that for the Old Republic.
Yeah, it's that type of thing. It's exactly like that, actually. Yeah. Dude, it's a game that seems to be set, I want to say, around the High Republic, because
Yeah.
Yoda's in the trailer at one point, and it's clearly Yoda.
That's like 100, 200 years before like events of Revenge of the Sith and stuff, right?
I believe it's that time. I haven't read the books. I've been stoned on YouTube and watched a few people explain them, because I'm just like, it's Star Wars. Yeah. But dude, there's like, it starts off with like an eclipse of like a sun and a moon. I'm not gonna explain what eclipse is to people. People know, but you know what I mean. Like on this episode, I'm filtered information. But it's like there's an eclipse going down, and it's not Tatooine, thank God, because they have abused Tatooine more than anything. Yeah, bro, it's not a binary star system, which I was so excited about. So like it's just an eclipse going down. Like there's these like, kind of like Prometheus looking things in a way. Have you ever seen Prometheus?
Yeah, the engineers.
Yeah, you know how they're kind of like smooth and like
pale skin. They look oily. Like fish people.
yeah. It's like it looks like a closely related species to those types of things. So it's like they're just kind of beating like a freaking a gong or like a war drum, and like they seem to be summoning like a demon or an entity. Like it got real like dark looking, but then like it cuts to like Jedi training and shit like that, and Yoda in the council chamber and the council meeting area, and it looked just nuts. Like there was like space travel, man.
This is a game, right?
Oh, it's gonna be a game,
That's
yeah.
gonna be fire.
I think what they said is it's gonna be an MMO of sorts, and I think that's speculative, but I think that's what people are kind of collectively like decided that's gonna be happening. And one of the things that I think was verified is that the decisions you make in game at different parts affect the later story, which are the best.
It's like
Yeah.
Mass Effect.
Yep. So if they actually do that to its full ability, I mean, graphics aren't a concern. They're Disney, they're LucasArts, they have the money and the budget for
all that.
Yeah. So it's the only thing that is risky is the story going to be comprehensive and shit, you know, which I don't. With the Mando, I got faith, you know, like with Fallen Order, like they're doing relatively, they're doing relatively good shit in the Star Wars IP aside from fucking 7 through 9. But we don't talk about the dark times. We don't do that.
I only saw one of those in theater because I was not excited to see those.
Yeah, I saw episode 9 in theaters.
Yep, that's the one I saw too. I was pissed when Chewbacca in quotations, died.
Yeah.
I don't even remember that. They pulled
Dude,
one of
it was
those.
such
Yeah, fucking Ray's like holding down a freaking ship, and then Kyle's holding. Like, first of all, you're not strong enough to hold a starship from taking off, and then she like shoots electricity, and it's like
She's like, oh my god, whoops.
That was a little silly.
she screams, "Try!" I'm like, shut up! Like you've known this guy for what, a month?
Yeah,
You've known him for a
yeah.
month? Like, yeah, you should feel bad, but
They
like,
all acting like best friends in that
dude,
movie.
yeah, dude,
Well, I mean,
He's
there
so
was
damn
3
wrong.
movies. Oh, he sucks.
he's the worst.
Dude, he's so bad.
Actually the worst Star Wars character.
The
ever.
worst, absolute worst.
Not even close.
Dude, I think Kylo was the best thing to happen.
Yeah,
in
he
the,
was inspired.
so good. I have one critique of what they did with Kylo that I wish they did not do, bro. I wish they I can see the red going on this microphone. Nah, that too. I wish they didn't take off his goddamn helmet as much as they did. If they kept that secretive until like
At least the end of the first.
the end of the
movie.
first, even the middle of the second,
He's
like,
like
dude.
taking off in the middle of the movie.
Yeah, it's like, what are you doing, bro? Like,
What's the point of having the fucking mask,
yeah. I mean,
bro?
Mask was
Jesus.
sick looking though.
Yup, yeah. I mean, did Revan take off his mask like that? I don't recall that.
Well, I think Revan
don't
was
think
your
so.
player character, so it's just like kind of assumed that he was your character under the mask.
You meet him in the Old Republic too.
That's what I was thinking of. Like, did he ever like dismask himself from the show? Like, did the people know what he looked like? Type shit, like his opponents and stuff like that.
I'm
Probably
not
not.
sure. Yeah.
Known by that like cool medieval mask.
Yeah, obviously Vader. So it's like Vader had a reason, I guess. But
Yeah.
I'm just.
Bad breathing problem.
Yeah. Buddy couldn't breathe too well.
He
That's
got
it.
charred.
Boba Fett was starting to look like Darth Vader, man. It was bad.
Yeah.
Those first couple
Guard.
episodes.
Fucking shout out those. What are they called?
The Bacta tanks.
Bacta tanks. God damn it, bro.
It's like the opposite of a tan.
Yeah.
You go in there and get fucking oily and fucked up.
Yeah, it's. I have so many critiques with that show, man.
That pod racing or that speeder chase episode.
That was some spy
That's
kid
so
shit.
cringe.
Dude, I don't know. Okay, so Favreau's the writer of the show, right?
Mhm.
And then Filoni and Favreau are producers. What the hell was going on in that room when they were deciding upon that
I feel
decision?
like it's gonna be awesome.
They must have been smoking death sticks type shit. Like, just,
Yeah.
like, what were they doing? Just cracked out of their minds. You know what we need in this? A slow anticlimactic race with flashy colors
I
on
hate
youth.
those people. 'Cause, like,
Terrible.
So dumb. It's
Terrible. Like, I know you need henchmen, but like, why don't you hire, I don't know, bounty hunters?
Yeah, you
Scum
got
of the
these
galaxy.
Fucking NPC looking like
Yeah.
Cyberpunk 2077 motherfuckers.
I like the Gamorrean stuff.
Gamorrean's great.
Those
I can't
guys
hate
are
on that.
awesome.
Yeah, can't hate
Classic.
on that. I like Black Kazarian too as
Yeah, he's
as a
cool,
recruited
yeah.
gun. Now, by the way, spoilers for Boba Fett, of course. I think people just
Oh,
assume
yeah.
that.
Alert. There are spoilers.
Yeah. But spoilers to everything, I guess, and fucking as always. But I love spoiling shit. I don't like ruining people's fun, but I just love talking about
I like
current
it
shit.
ends.
Yeah,
I like,
yeah.
I like looking at the look on people's faces.
Yeah.
When they ruin their
You fucking
favorite
shit.
shit.
Yeah.
I smile like the Grinch.
Dude, Black Kazarian, the thing that got me mad about him was when he was in, when he ripped Boba out of the Bapta tank. Dude, how the hell didn't he murder him in 2 seconds by squeezing? He's a Wookiee, bro.
Yeah.
He's a Wookiee.
They literally show him in the next episode ripping someone's arm off.
With
too.
half the
Yeah,
intensity,
it was
yeah.
It was pretty funny.
And it's asserted that Kazarian was there to kill Boba. Like it's directly said. So like, why was he like playing with his food?
Literally.
God, it
Who
just.
knows?
Boba Fett just woke up out of it too.
Yeah, like what is it? This dude's half naked. He has absolutely no muscle on him because he's like obviously he's muscle, but like, he has no
old.
energy.
I
Yeah.
think he's back 100% in like the last episode. He was like, "Yep, I'm fine now. All the scars healed and shit."
He didn't look his best.
He has a tan now.
I didn't notice his physical appearance. I should look at that. But he did have a tan. I
I thought
noticed
it was
that.
funny when he came back to the Mandalorian. He was fat, not really fat.
Yeah,
but, like,
definitely.
He didn't look like
Chubby.
Boba from the 80s.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
His glory days were behind him.
His prime was far
The
gone.
armor was tight on him.
Yeah,
It
dude.
happens.
That kind of got me a little out of the story, but I was like, dude, why is his armor so fucking shiny? Like, I like the dirt. See, that's my problem with the speeders too. Like, I don't like flashy shit in Star
Yeah.
Wars.
They looked way too cartoony. Like,
Yeah.
if you're gonna use that CGI as like your main thing to like show cool visuals, like don't make it cartoony, stupid
yeah,
shit.
absolutely. Like we said before, you're Disney.
Yeah.
Like, what's the issue here?
Go out of your way to do anything.
Yeah, like obviously it's a Disney Plus show. It's not a full blown cinematic movie, but it's
They
like,
still got that Disney budget though.
yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying. I mean, there's no excuses in the modern age for and most companies, unless you're an independently financed organization for something. There's no excuse because you can use freaking what's that shit that Epic put out?
Oh,
Unreal Engine.
Yeah.
Dude, you can... The Matrix... I mean, anyone can use that for free. All you gotta do is teach yourself how to do it. There's no excuse to have shitty-looking visuals anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, if you are a low budget, like, you should still have shit. Like, I mean, Halloween was a low budget. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to,
Yeah,
like...
they made it work.
Is that the new one?
No, I'm talking about not the new nonsenses.
Back in the day, I haven't seen that one. I heard.
You haven't seen
it
the
was-
original?
Oh, really?
No, I've seen the original. I haven't seen the new one that came
Oh,
out.
gotcha, yeah. I like the first one. I hated Kills, and I'm excited for Ends. That's all.
I
I'll
got
put
only
it.
seen the first one.
The Kills was not. It was fucking brutal though. Like, dude, it was brutal.
violent.
Oh my
Nasty.
god. All right, quick sidetrack. There's this one part. Do you guys ever tell you a kill? I won't tell you,
No,
dude. So he breaks into these people's houses. I won't give any context. He breaks into the house. He kills the first guy. Just brutal, but it's like brutal, but it's not like disgusting.
Okay.
Dude, he goes and grabs a fluorescent, like those long tube lights. He
Yeah.
grabs it. And like it goes out because he grabs it, so it gets dark. And you just hear glass breaking, and the next thing you see is he's walking towards someone with the glass in her neck, starts twisting it, and her eyes are like reacting to each twist. And Michael's just like, I was like, that's insane.
That's a wild scene.
Yeah, dude, the kills were on par. The story wasn't there though, man. For me.
They're like, let's just get some really good kills. And
Yeah.
don't care about the story.
We don't-
show some gruesome shit.
Let's just get a lot of kills and yell "Evil dies tonight" throughout the whole fucking movie. I was trying to explain that to my brother the other night because I told him we'll go see Ends when it comes out, and I was like, dude, Halloween. He's like, should we watch Kills? I'm like, I can tell you what happens. Like they just yell "Evil dies tonight" and it doesn't die tonight. Like clearly because there's another movie.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know.
I don't think they could really focus on the story in a movie like Halloween though, because like you can only do the same thing so many times.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's
it's like all right.
they
You
got.
know what you're expecting.
Yeah, they got original back in the day with like the 4 to 6, and people hated. I liked them personally. People hated on them. Now it's like the current story is a 60-plus-year-old human being who escapes from a mental hospital and is going on a rampage. They're making this seem like this 60-plus-year-old man is an unstoppable force. He's not Jason Voorhees. He's not Michael Myers of the old Supernatural Thorn legacy. He's just a man. Put a gun to him. I don't get it. Yeah, call in any cop agency, call in any military presence. He's done in 10 minutes. Yeah.
Drop an anvil on his head.
That's
something.
give him a Percocet. Just give him Fenty. Give him fentanyl, Percocets.
Wow,
It's
that's a
over.
great idea.
Yeah. Like there's so many ways to kill this guy in modern times, and they're just. But then where's the money come from?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
we need the next movie.
Yeah. See, it's like. It kind of mimics the Star Wars shit, because like when they rebooted Star Wars, they didn't completely come up with their original ideas, obviously.
It was a
Not at
ripoff.
all.
Yeah, it's just a new hope.
Let's just retell the same story.
Yeah. And I don't want to just put shade on those companies because they all do it. I mean,
Yeah.
they remake everything.
I mean, people buy it.
That's the
Yeah.
problem, yeah.
People watch it. I watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm a part of the problem.
absolutely. The only reboot for like I just spoiled my fucking point. The only reboot for movies that I think was done very efficiently and far surpassed its predecessors was Marvel. Like,
I don't agree with the Hulk though. I think that OG Hulk movie was a
oh,
lot better
with
than the new. I don't like.
when he was
Mark
huge,
Ruffalo
right?
that much,
Yeah.
Oh, like the 2001
Mhm.
Hulk that was coming out around Spider-Man?
Yeah.
That was really good, actually. I forgot about that.
I liked that movie a lot.
Damn, yeah.
And
The
that-
Incredible Hulk,
Yeah.
right? That,
I
yeah.
think they got rid of the actor because some like, I don't know, there was drama or something on the.
Wait, wasn't it always Mark Ruffalo?
No, it was
No.
like, was it Norton?
I don't remember his name, but
Ben
I liked
Norton
him
or
a lot
something?
more. And I'm pretty sure he worked at like a soda factory or something.
What?
Really?
Oh, in the movie, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, he was like
something
in like a
like that.
foreign country
Wait, so
or
he's not a
something.
scientist? He works at a fucking soda factory?
I think
Maybe somebody got his blood from a soda
He
factory.
drank a bad Fanta?
I don't remember how it went, but it was like, it was better than Mark Ruffalo.
it was definitely a soda thing, and he drank it, and it had the gamma or whatever in it.
Yeah.
And
Oh my
yeah,
God.
yeah, dude. But the CGI was like, I haven't seen it in a while. I just remember being like a kid, and be like, "This is the greatest thing ever! Like, look
Yeah.
how cool
I
this
watched it with my
looks."
dad.
Is it hell like recently or like
No,
more recent?
like
Oh,
in the
okay.
movies,
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was crazy. I used to, where I remember Blockbuster, the one that used to be where the 99 was.
Yeah. Now
Like
it's
next
called
to
Mattress Firm.
Yeah, fuck that.
Damn, that used to be a Blockbuster?
Yeah, dude, I would just.
For a couple of years, like it only became a Mattress Firm in like 2013 or something, like 2013, 2012.
When the Blockbuster closed, like 2010.
Dude, that thing
Yeah,
held on for a while, yeah, like
Damn.
2010, 2011. It actually kind of held on.
Is there still a Red Box in front of Walgreens?
Yeah, dude, I
Saturday?
use Redbox sometimes, low key.
Really?
Dude, sometimes, yeah. If I see, like, if I'm like just going to like get like a Snickers bar or like a drink, and like, if it's not too cold though, and I'll be, oh, I'll see what they got. So like, I bought, I rented Shang-Chi on there before it went on
How much
Disney
is it
Plus.
rent?
It's like $1.50 a
That's
night,
not bad
dude.
at
You
all.
can't
That's
beat
sick.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts actually. I don't know how they're making that much money at this point, because who the
They're
hell is
keeping
using
them
Redbox?
going.
Yeah,
They can't be making that.
they can't. They just physically, the numbers don't add up.
But that's all
But
people have in like the middle of America and those like real rural areas.
At
Yeah.
least they gotta have Netflix, like at least.
Probably.
well, that's the thing. Netflix is the single-handed reason Blockbuster got fucked.
Yeah, they got owned.
Yeah, like,
Streaming.
yeah, because they Blockbuster. Oh, my dogs are going crazy. I apologize, everyone. My I'm gonna pause this real quick.
Angry,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
Back in action.
My apologies, folks. I don't
barking
know what
goes
we're
off
talking.
again.
Yeah, the barking. If it goes off, it goes off. I don't even care. I apologize, everyone. Man, what were we saying?
Talk about the Hulk
Oh yeah.
and
Classic Star Wars character, the whole.
Yeah. Yeah. Crazy crossover.
No, but those movies were really good. Like the old. I don't really like the X-Men movies though.
Really?
I watched them recently and I was like, these do not.
Oh, they don't hold up like they used to
At
for me,
all.
but
Fantastic Four sucks too.
I hate those. Hate
With Captain
those.
America as the Human Torch.
I hate
Yeah.
Chris Evans.
Really?
I hate Captain
Ask.
America.
Oh, I was gonna say, you hate him as Johnny, or do you hate him as just in general?
I just hate him as Captain
What?
America. I liked him more as Johnny Blaze or
Yeah.
whatever his name was.
Johnny Blaze,
Dude,
man.
what was it? Was it really Johnny
Yeah, it was Johnny Blaze. Yeah. Yeah.
Was his identity like a mystery in that movie?
Nah, he was like
No,
a
he liked being famous. He was a
Okay.
great snowboarder.
snowboarder. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
thinking motorcycle or
And
something.
he did a jump after they all got back from space and then lit all of his clothes lit on fire for
Yeah.
everybody.
So he did a sweet motorcycle jump the second
no,
they
he did
saved the
a
world.
snowboard jump.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say though, because like, if nobody knew who he was, it'd be pretty obvious that the guy named Johnny Blaze has a fire
Yeah.
back.
Yeah. It's not a very just what the hell's the word? Inconspicuous name.
Whatever,
Yeah.
It doesn't hide the identity.
I'm Johnny Blaze, dude. I'm completely fucking normal.
Don't even question it, dog.
I do cool snowboard shit
The
all
thing
day.
was cool.
Yeah, the thing
The
was
rock
cool.
guy.
You guys see that they're redoing the Fantastic Four?
Again?
Yeah,
For the
do you know-
third
Jeremy
time?
talks about
Do you
that
know-
at work and I can't stand it.
Do you know who they recasted as the fucking thing?
The Rock?
I know that would make sense.
I
John
wouldn't watch the
Cena?
movie. I hate The Rock too.
Jason Momoa, dude? I don't know.
Seth Rogen.
Are you serious?
Oh, come on, man.
That's actually kind of funny though.
Oh, hey, I'm the thing. What the hell, man? Yeah,
Where's
look,
my weed,
yeah. Seriously, I could be getting that. No, it's. I gotta Google it now. I was watching a video like a month ago when they were talking about the characters. I mean, who was playing the character? I was like, dude, are you shitting me?
Shitting on him for no reason.
Yeah, it might not be Seth
Really?
Rogen.
Well, screw him anyway, honestly. I'll take any chance I can get to talk bad about Seth
Seth
Rogen.
Rogen.
Yeah, I just Googled it. The first thing that comes up, the thing played by Seth Rogen, why it could actually work. Like, they're already trying to
Why,
convince
yeah,
someone.
they're
Yeah. If you have to convince someone it's gonna work, it's probably not
It could
gonna
work.
work.
Just give us a chance.
Yeah.
Please, watch the movie,
Oh.
please. You'll be pleasantly surprised.
For anyone who wants to hear the actual video I'm referring to, it's Everything Always on YouTube, and it's the title's Insane Fantastic Forecasting Rumors. That's yeah, I like that channel.
Who else is that? Who else is gonna be in the cast?
Let's see.
Chris Pratt as Mr. Fantastic.
That would be funny. If they're like, you know what, we don't really want you being the Guardian guy anymore. We're just gonna switch
You're
it
no
up.
longer Star Lord.
Yeah, for real. Let's see.
They should just reuse actors, honestly. Like, make the actor for Thor, whatever his name is, a completely different character.
That would be the best idea.
I think it'd make them a lot of money. It'd save them a lot of
They
money.
just blame it on the multiverse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works.
They
on
can
the
blame
multiverse.
anything on the multiverse. Anytime they run into an issue, it's just blame the
How
multiverse.
convenient, honestly.
Such a great writing strategy by
They're like,
those
"This
writers.
is the best thing we could have I'm done.
Dude, Kevin Feige must have absolutely creamed himself when he heard the idea of the multiverse, because he was like, okay, anytime any one of these piece of shit directors or writers mess up, multiverse. Like, just an scapegoat, Hasn't been used yet that I've seen, but don't even worry about that. It's there.
I mean, the Spider-Man shit.
Yeah?
Like, the whole thing with Spider-Man, bringing them back, it's kind of a way to tie up loose ends.
Tobey Maguire looks so old.
He did look a little jammed up, huh?
I mean, sweating in the suit.
I mean, he was old when the movie's already came. He was supposed to be a high schooler, and he looks like 28 in the first Spider-Man.
Yeah, see, I'm reading the list right now. It just doesn't seem accurate. It says John Cena's going to play the Thing, which he's playing fucking the DC guy. Peacemaker, yeah, so that's just not, that's going to contradict.
Have you seen that show yet?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I heard it was really good.
I love it. It's mad funny. I don't like John Cena, but it's mad funny, bro.
Yeah, you hate John Cena?
Dude, I just don't like that he put out that fake apology video.
I find that shit so funny.
Yeah, dude, I was like, why are you what are you doing right now? Like, they have that much of a hold on your balls and Hollywood's balls that you have to make an apology to a whole country for saying somewhere had rights of its own?
Chinese too.
It was pretty good. It was really good,
very
actually.
articulate.
Yeah.
He's doing like the hand things too.
Yeah, dude, it's bizarre.
I think it's hilarious. Like, I just think that entire situation is funny.
Yeah, I'm not like, oh, I hate you because it was just like, dude, you're pathetic. I see it as pathetic.
I
definitely not
jean
respectable.
shorts when I was little.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
I used to wear those like longer cut jean shorts.
Well, he was kind of a douche back in the day. I don't think we realized it, but like all the fucking like sports headbands and wristbands and like
Low-key.
no fucking shirts and shorts.
Yeah.
Some jean shorts on.
Not a great wrestling attire. Wearing jean shorts. I mean, everyone wore the one pieces or the underwear. This dude was just in jean shorts and a gold chain out.
Yeah, you get some nice like leg armor from jeans.
Yep, and sneakers. Just
Yeah.
regular sneakers.
He needed that urban edge.
Yeah. It's weird, man. But yeah, I'd like to see for Fantastic Four. I don't mean to segue back. I just I've been thinking about this a lot. I would love to see what's his name from The Office? John.
Crossing.
Yes, I can never pronounce his name.
That goofball.
The Get Out guy. Not Get Out. The
Bird Box.
No, is it Get Out?
No, it's the one where
It's the Netflix movies.
the one where you have to be completely silent.
I was gonna say Be Quiet.
Yeah.
Quiet Please.
He was in the Quiet Place?
Yeah, he starred it and wrote it and directed. Dude, he did everything on that, on both of them, I think.
I don't know if I've seen the Quiet Place.
First one's pretty good. Second one's a little weird, but first one's actually pretty good.
He was in like another military movie recently.
Oh, Amazon, right?
Yeah.
Isn't he like
Tom
Jack
Clancy.
Ryan?
Jack Ryan.
He's like some Tom Clancy shit.
Spec Ops?
Yeah,
Delta Force shit.
I think he'd kill it as Mr. Fantastic.
Really? You think so?
Oh, I think he'd kill it. Yeah.
He's gonna need to get that Mr. Fantastic haircut though, with like the gray side.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nothing will beat the Jessica Alba Invisible Woman now.
No,
Yeah.
that was God level.
A different era.
God level, yeah.
Different era, truly.
I had a crush on her when I was little.
When I was little, me and my cousins, they lived on like, do you know where Dumbarton Road is?
What's it near?
You know, like A Prime, the gas station. Everyone watches like, what the hell are they talking about?
That's the yellow sign, right?
Yeah, like on the way passing across here from that funeral home.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, if you take that side street, it's one of those streets. So they lived over. That doesn't matter. I don't know why I mentioned that. So they lived over there, and so we used to like run around, and just pretend we were. Dude, we must have been like freaking my sip like 6, 7, 8, and just pretend we were. And 8 sounds a little old to do shit like this, so now I sound like a loser. But we were, we were just pretend to be those dudes and just like play like Fantastic Four, and just weird.
I'll be putting all my Legos in certain placements, trying to make scenes.
Yeah.
I'm like, these people are going here.
Yeah,
I get too into it.
Dude, I used to after school, I would draw pictures of battles for Star Wars because when the Clone Wars was in full height. Me and my buddy Alex, shout Alex knew when, we used to just for the whole length of the after school every day we would just draw military scenes. And it was crazy. Dude, reflecting on like pretty good use of time. Like we were just like, you know. I'm just like an old man. Yeah, we were just like using our phones and shit. Sound like an old man now, but
not a phone in sight.
Yeah, nah, just good old pictures and Beyblades and shit.
I mean, kids nowadays, they have to still have that shit.
I hope.
I refuse to believe that kids are just playing Roblox or Fortnite all fucking day.
It's not all day, but dude, it's definitely an excessive amount. Yeah.
Like, I feel like if you're 5 years old, I'd hope that you'd still be playing with like an action figure or something.
Mike had an iPad when he was super little, then he got fat playing Fortnite. That's when he became Chuck God.
Yeah.
That's the Fortnite pipeline.
No,
It's a
dude.
vicious cycle.
Yeah, it's a real syndrome. That's the real epidemic, though. Obesity from
Christ,
Fortnite.
90s.
Yeah. That's what all the kids be saying about it. I try to say it to my brother. He'll be like, "Oh, watch out, they're sniping." I'll be like, "I just crank a 90." But shut the hell up.
Quick wall.
Big eye, bro.
Build a quick wall.
Yeah.
Fortnite's crazy though. They've been making some money moves. They got Star Wars and Marvel characters in
The
there.
IPs they got are crazy. They got
Everyone wants in on that.
Yeah.
V-buck.
They got the Matrix because they got like the
Oh yeah.
freaking move.
The
from
glider.
original. Yeah, I bought the fallback, the bullet spraying at you. I bought that.
yeah,
thing.
emotes.
Yeah, I had like 500 V-bucks. I was like, oh, I'm not gonna pass that up.
Emotes are always cheap though. I love that.
Yeah.
They're like 200, 300.
Yeah, it's pretty fire,
I'm trying to like start trading V-bucks like crypto pretty soon.
dude. They gotta make
It's
them
the next
tradable.
crypto.
Yeah.
V-buck is the
V-buck.
next crypto,
They
dude.
need to make a secondary market for NFT related Fortnite shit.
Yeah.
We need NFTs in Fortnite.
Yeah, it's like, dude, why the
$5
fuck?
Desperately.
Yeah, for real. It's
They need Fortnite trading. I need to get
that's
some old
that's what I'm
skins.
saying. Yeah, like everyone's worried about Russia, Ukraine, and all, bro. Like the biggest thing right now is V-Bucks.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
let's be honest, majority of Americans who are under 18 are just thinking about video games and shit. Like they're not thinking
I'm
about the
still
fucking
thinking about it.
I
yeah.
do not give a fuck about this incoming war. I got Fortnite to worry about.
For real.
I'm
No.
trying to get achievements.
Yeah.
I gotta finish this battle pass before I deploy out.
Got a parachute down.
Yeah.
I gotta finish that. I haven't played in days. I got Spider-Man, but I haven't
Did
been
ya?
on since I got Spider-Man.
I wanted to because I was playing like a couple times a week when like season dropped.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm getting that skin. I'm at like level 30 right now, and I'm like, it's just not happening.
I just can't
Those
compete with these
powers.
damn kids.
Yeah,
I
man.
can't.
These kids just they know like the glitches for XP and shit. Cause Jake showed me
I've seen that on
glitches.
TikTok.
I'm like,
People
where'd you?
just swim and
Yeah.
Infinite XP somehow.
Like you be in like a built room, you shoot this, you talk to a sign, and then you fall back in, and you're getting like 1,000 XP a second. I'm like, what is going on right
I
now?
think they have like, so when you open Fortnite, they have like so many servers you can hop on to.
Yeah.
And I think some of them are like infinite XP shit to just
Yeah.
like boost the battle pass.
It's crazy.
I need to start doing that too.
Yeah.
Mikey drops $100 on the battle pass
Every
time
season.
it comes out, buys it out completely.
Oh,
and
like
then-
first day.
First day,
Jesus.
every time. I'm like, Mikey, you play every day. You could just get.
Yeah, just
What's
get
the
it
fun in
naturally.
that?
Yeah. No, I used to do the same thing for Apex when I'd go up to. I'd so much
Buy the
fucking
whole battle-
Apex.
You still
No, I wouldn't buy the whole. I'd buy the battle pass first day, and if like I didn't reach a certain level by like halfway,
buy the rest of
I'd
it?
just buy it. Yeah, I'd be like, I don't give a fuck. Like,
I did that.
I did that like 2 or 3
Season 4.
seasons, and I was like, dude, I just spent like $100 the last like year just leveling up myself. But I had to stop playing Apex though, bro.
You stop
I
playing.
I had to, dude. I was playing so much. Dude, I have a very... Me personally, bro, when I do things I enjoy, if, like, whatever it is, like, if I drink in excess.
Yeah.
If I game in excess. If, like... Dude, I have a good standing with, like, working out and smoking weed. Like, I found some things I can find a good balance. Some things I just can't. Video games, I just can't. Like the VR, we're talking about my VR. Dude, if I just, after we did this, if I was like, oh, before I go to the gym, I'm throwing the VR. Dude, I would just want to go to the gym. I'd take it off and it would be 9:30. I'd be like, oh, guess I gotta eat. I'd eat dinner. I'd be like, oh, well, I didn't finish the, you know what I mean? I would just, oh, I finished this, let me buy this next part. Dude, I just,
Then there's no gym.
there's no gym. There's no gym. There's no socializing. There's no podcast. There's nothing, man. There's no,
Just VR.
it's just VR. What really made me notice it, I know we're digressing. I apologize. I don't know if you guys
Let's
like.
go everywhere.
Yeah,
Talk about
all right.
anything.
I'm apologizing. You guys like probably care. We're just
I
conversating.
wanted to talk about Star Wars.
Yeah. Dude, I've had people like that. Like after
Really?
the podcast, I'm like, I thought we were gonna talk about just that. I'm like, dude, like it's just
What
a
a bunch of-
It
conversation.
doesn't work like that.
Yeah. Like some people, like if you have like a random person on, like who like wants to tell you something, you gotta stay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like most of the time, like, dude, what are we doing here?
It could
But,
go any
yeah.
direction.
But fucking, dude, Mabinogi, just a Korean-based MMO RPG game.
You were telling me about that. I still haven't hopped on it.
Don't,
I'm
just
scared,
don't do
dude.
it. Just, I'm telling you, just don't do it.
Avery got addicted to Final Fantasy.
Oh, it's
He has like 1,600 hours on it in like 10 months.
bad. He needs an intervention, and I hope he's watching this because
Dude.
we're
Yeah, he
concerned.
needs it.
Avery, we're
Get him on this
concerned.
first intervention.
I had him on here for one.
I
Yeah.
remember that. That was the Discord one, right?
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, I went to Avery's house when I got my PC, and he was playing, and he was explaining this addiction to me. I was like, oh, that sounds familiar. I was like, that's it's gonna be okay, brother. You got support. But
Don't let him break it.
yeah, dude, I'm not proud to admit this. Just being conservative with this estimate, it must be upwards to 5,000 hours I've put in that game.
Holy
It has to be.
smokes.
It has to be.
That's like some months
That's probably a year.
of straight playtime.
Yeah, I'll never play the game again. It's to that point. I mean, literally, ridiculous amount of energy, time, and money and thought have been put into that game for nothing. Like, it's not even like I sit there, like, I'll call up the homies, because it's just nothing. Like, it's just me mindlessly smoking weed and eating Cheetos. Dude, like, when I got COVID, I must have
Pointing and clicking.
14 hours a day, that's what I did. For a week, just 14 days, and dude, I can't let that happen to myself again.
Well, at least you had fun.
Dude,
Yeah,
That's
all
gotta
yeah.
count for something.
yeah, I mean, yeah, when I look back on life, that's something. Yeah, I gotta look at the positive, because if I don't, I'll just be like,
You'll think about it
damn.
on your deathbed.
I'm a
You're
piece
like, I
of
remember
shit.
the good times.
Yeah, for real.
You ever play Siege shit?
Nah, I've played at your house, but maybe somewhere else, but I've never bought in it.
I got back into it.
That's addicting
I've
as
been out
hell,
in a
too,
couple
right?
days, but I missed it.
That's addicting, I've heard, too.
It's bad.
That's just all that search and destroy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of pride that goes into it, though, because it's, like, pretty hardcore, so everybody who's playing is kind of like this, like, egotistical
Yeah.
dickhead.
Yo.
And it gets bad sometimes. Like, you'll be playing with, like, randoms, and they'll be,
Start
like,
beefing with your teammates.
straight, like, I don't want to say, alright, I'm just going to say it, like,
Say it.
autistic, like, spurg type individuals.
Yeah.
Maybe people who don't have the best kind of, like, social awareness.
Gotcha, yeah.
And they'll just, like, start screaming at you. And obviously, I don't like getting yelled at by anybody, much less some
Random
dweeb.
person on a
Some
fucking video game.
dweeb.
Yeah.
So it gets heated. But other than that, it's pretty fun. But dealing with the people on the game is such a pain in the ass.
I mean, if you go in with a squad you can talk shit with. and
Yeah.
Just, like, demoralize
You can
them.
overpower your enemies.
That just gave me major, like, MW2 to, like, Black Ops vibes, lobby
Yeah.
vibes. Man,
The voice chat.
Oh, my God.
You gotta use it to win sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like another layer of
Oh,
the
You
game.
come
in a
back
Siege?
doing that. Yeah, you can type to the other team, and we've come back from, like, 0-3 and, like, 5-3ing them after just...
So,
Yeah.
mid-game, you
shit.
can send a message to the opponent.
Yeah,
Wow.
there's like all chat. So what we did was
This kid's name was Anxious.
Okay.
That was, like, his, like, Steam or...
Yeah.
that was his username, and there was 5 of us, so we had the full power of our team to
Just
really.
berating them.
Yeah, we got into his head. We were playing mind games. His name was
Top Fragger. Like, he was wiping us the entire
Yeah.
game.
like he was going to 0-4 wipe us, but we kept going. Are you anxious? Anxious? And we kept just like
Trolling his anxiety.
Yeah.
just making fun of his anxiety, and and then
Fuck.
And then as soon as we beat him, he left the game instantly. Did not give us a chance to talk shit. So yeah, that's Siege makes you a horrible person, but it's really fun.
It's like rewarding.
I guess everything has duality to it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm taking from that, you know? Fuck.
I'd be
man.
losing. I'm like, man, they didn't have to be so rude about it.
Yeah,
Literally.
that's the worst when you can't talk shit because you got destroyed. So
Yeah.
it's like if you tie the round, like you can talk
Yeah.
shit, but if you got like 4-0, like what are you gonna say? Like
The whole lobby's speechless after.
Yeah.
You gotta just leave at that point.
yeah, closest thing I think of recently, when Modern Warfare, the newer one dropped, I played a lot of that with some of the boys, but
Hell yeah.
and they all I'm not a fan of search. I just I get bored of search sometimes. Like
Yeah.
I like
When you
kill
die, you
confirm
gotta
and
wait.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nobody likes waiting.
I like fast
Trying
paced shit.
to be in the action.
Yeah. But bro, like in between rounds, it would just be like every single 8 people on 4 on each side would just be fuck you.
Yeah,
Just it would just be like yelling. Yeah. It
Yeah.
was just like for 2 seconds, like dude, that's crazy, bro.
I love it though. Look, I love how chaotic it is.
Yeah.
I think it's really funny when like everybody's screaming and you just can't make out anything that anyone is saying.
Well, that's gonna be the issue with the metaverses in the VRs,
Yeah.
bro.
Hilarious.
People are just gonna when the majority of people can get it, the trolls are just gonna be fucking.
They're gonna eat that
ridiculous.
place alive.
It's gonna, dude.
It's already a thing. I saw some article yesterday that was like a woman has already been groped in the metaverse.
Oh my God. Dude, if we
Yeah,
think
really?
censorship on social media is bad, just imagine when you're in the fucking fucking metaverse. What, like, dude?
You're gonna have lobs.
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
Oh yeah.
fine.
Oh yeah. You're banned for 3 days. No access to the fucking Oasis. Oasis is Ready Player One to the metaverse. It's crazy.
I haven't seen Ready Player One.
It's the greatest
There's so
movie
many
of our
movies I haven't
generation.
seen.
Man, that's a good. I'm almost done with Ready Player 2. It's the
Oh,
follow-up
shit.
book to it. Oh my god.
Are we gonna make a movie on it?
I hope. I absolutely hope, because the technology they discover in this book is just mind-blowing. Like, you think it can't get more advanced and crazy than what they did in Ready Player 1. Like, you think, oh, that's probably the epitome of this game. No, like,
It gets crazier.
it gets crazier. And what's even nuts is some of the well, not really real life at the moment, like conceptual in real life. Right now, they're conceptualizing some of the ideas in that book. Not all of them, but some of them. So it's like, what the hell?
You saw the whole, like, I don't know, I think it was an Elon Musk thing with, like, how...
Neuralink.
Yeah, did you play Fallout 4?
No.
There's this place called the Memory Den, and you can, like, I don't know, just relive memories.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I saw an article in, like, they're doing something with, like, memories and allowing people to, like, replay their memories with a chip or something.
Oh Jesus.
And in the article it was like, yeah, it could probably be put into, like, a robot body or something like that.
That's a good idea, dude. Let's just keep doing that
Mhm.
until we make something that kills us all.
I'd become a robot.
Yeah.
If I was old and decrepit and I was dying or something, I'd be like, transport me into that robot body, because that's where I'm going to hang out now.
That's kind of like that Twilight Zone episode where the old people go into that facility and, like, they want to get. I don't know if you guys ever seen the show or that episode.
Is it a newer one?
Nah, it's like the 60s, like
Oh,
that type
damn,
of. Yeah.
OG.
And dude, I used to, like, stay up like 3 a.m. and just watch random Twilight Zone episodes. I smoked a lot of weed back in the day for no reason, and just fucking, dude, like, I would just, like. There's one episode where an old couple goes into this facility and it makes you younger and shit, and the guy puts himself into a younger body, but then, like, he comes out and he realizes, like, more or less, like, oh, I don't want this. Like, I think that would be the issue. I think people would be like, this is great, and then after the romantic period, the new smell ran off, people would be like, yo, am I stuck in this forever?
There should be, like, a deactivation.
Yeah.
Self-destruct button.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Suicide's no, I don't think. I'm not advocating for suicide. You know, before I go any
Nobody
further.
killed themselves.
Yeah, I'm not advertising for suicide. I'm just saying suicide is not legally allowed nowadays. So you think it's gonna be legally allowed to do that when your consciousness
I
is
think
in
you should
something
be
else?
able to in a robot body.
Well, who's gonna stop you if you have a self-destruct button?
That's a good
You run
point.
into the fucking space Burger King of the future. And
That's a good
blow
point.
yourself
But imagine
up.
somebody ran up to you and pressed you.
Oh yeah, you need like a thumbprint or something, or like a you know meta wallets, virtual wallets have like the long phrases.
Yeah.
You got like the 30 words. You got to have one of those. All right, I'm gonna kill myself. I can put on these 30 words first, and then that time there's like a message playing like, "You sure you want to do this, honey?" It's like it's a robot therapist
It's like a
and
guilt
shit.
trip.
Yeah. It's like,
It's like,
remember,
don't do it,
remember when
man.
this happened? How great that was.
People are gonna
Think
miss
of the
your
good
robot.
times.
Yeah, it's like if you stay now, we'll give you 100 more V-Bucks. Like, there'll be like virtual incentives to not deactivate yourself
Like,
from the
don't do it.
metaverse.
I'd be like, 100 V-Bucks? I'd be like, shit, maybe it's more worth it. Stay alive right now.
That would-
Self-destruct.
Only 100. Okay, we'll bump up to 200. It's all right. All right.
You can
fuck
barter with
Yeah.
the mind therapist or whatever it is.
Only 100? I don't know.
It's not enough.
That'd be really hellish though if that was.
Oh
reality.
my God.
Man, that would really suck. Slaving away for some damn V-Bucks.
There's already jobs in the metaverse. There's already
Come
jobs
on.
in VR,
Do
dude.
you get real money for it?
Oh
Or
yeah.
do you get like metabucks?
Dude, there's games. I think it's either the Central Land or the Sandbox where there's casinos in both of them, but they pay you to learn how to be a virtual casino employee.
Don't tell Tom Ho this.
Oh yeah.
You know
I'm
how
joking.
that's
It's a
far.
joke.
There's no virtual casinos.
Yeah, it's crazy though. I have Decentraland. It's you don't have to download. You just go on the website and just play it. I've explored it and like I own some of the currency just because like it's just for like the
So
coin.
to hang on.
Yeah, not for like to buy shit, just to like investment wise, just a little bit. But I was like, I wonder if like, and I looked into it. And I was like, dude, you can use this to literally buy shit in the game. And I was like, this is like so crazy. Like they're connecting fiat currency. I mean, it's not that outlandish because every game you spend money to buy in virtual
Yeah, I was about to
shit.
say COD points.
Yeah.
V-Bucks.
Now that I said it out loud, it doesn't sound that crazy.
$68.
In the moment, I was like, this is insane, though. I don't know, like, maybe it was just a weird time that I was thinking of it. Either way, the whole system's weird, man.
But it's not like, I guess what they're trying to do now is that, like, you own it, right? Like, because, like, you're paying in, like, virtual currency, but you own it. Like, nowadays, with a Fortnite skin, It's like you own the skin.
Yeah, but you can't do anything with it. Is that
Yeah,
what you mean?
exactly.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can
Oh, you
sell
can
your virtual
sell this
house.
shit. Yeah, yeah.
I'd
You
love
can
to
you can
sell
sell
Fortnite
land,
skins.
clothes, car, anything. You can be an architect and build items that haven't been introduced into whatever game you're in yet, and sell them to the masses and make like, dude, it's kind of cool.
Well, even like I was gonna say, like thinking about it now, even like fucking Counter-Strike back in the day was kind of like that, because like they really were
with the
just shit
weapon
that you
skins.
owned.
Yeah, like
you could
CS:GO, right?
Yeah, you get knives and they'd be like $300
Yeah,
for opening up
just
a
for a
$1.50
skin.
case.
Yep.
But some of those skins go up to like $10,000.
Yeah, like there's the Op Dragon something.
Yeah, the Dragon Lore. Some
Yeah.
Saudi Arabian collector bought one of the only ones for like 5 figures.
They shut down all the real cash, like PayPal.
Yeah, there was
so,
gambling and shit
yeah,
going
they
on.
shut all those
Like
down.
inside the game.
Yeah, you can sell one of the skins now, but you only get like, I'm pretty sure, like Steam money.
Yeah, there was third-party
I've sold
vendors
cards.
back in the day.
Wow, man.
You could dead ass like you trade with like a bot.
People lived on it.
Yeah.
Like, they could live off of that shit.
Well, in Mabinogi, I know people who would. I don't know if they'd organically make it or if they'd manipulate the game, but they'd sell in-game currency for real money. And, like, there was a guy who would sell, like, literally, I'm not joking, hundreds of dollars a day. Yeah. It's, like, real money, hundreds of dollars a day, didn't work a real
A lot
job.
of Venezuelans do that. They make money because they have a shitty economy.
I was going to say, their currency, yeah, that...
They can actually get like US dollars from just selling gold and
Oh
RuneScape.
my God.
They farm dragons all day and sell it at the Grand Exchange and then take all the money, post it on websites, and you pay for it and trade with the guy. And like it's like $10 for like 2 mil type shit.
Yeah.
It's crazy. GP is actually worth more than the Venezuelan dollar. That's
Yeah.
RuneScape gold points. GP, man.
Which is crazy. Like that's such a mind blowing thing.
I mean, that's the thing, man. You put an incentive or any way for someone to kind of beat this natural system, people are going to do it.
Yeah.
Like in America, it's probably
Nobody
not the
wants
best
to work a 9 to
strategy.
5.
Yeah, America it's probably not the most effective for most people.
Yeah.
Foreign, like what, Venezuela,
Mhm.
dude, that's or like shit, that's crazy. Like if people can make a freaking living off of that, like I'm sure the government's not happy because they're not getting that tax money, but like
I'm sure.
What did your
they're
dad
gonna
give
collect
you?
that. Oh yeah, my dad went to Colombia like 2-3 years ago, just like on a visit or whatever, and at this point the shit in Venezuela was already so bad.
post-socialism and shit.
Yeah, but like their economy had already collapsed or whatever.
Yeah.
So there was just like a bunch of refugees in Colombia, and they were like peddling shit on the side of the road trying to get some money. My dad went over and he bought like a wallet made out of Venezuelan $100 bills,
What?
handbags and shit like that. I had a $100 Venezuelan bill just sitting around
Nothing
for a
worth
little
nothing
while.
at that point. Huh?
Worth less than toilet paper, literally. But yeah, I mean, they were using their money for literally whatever, to make jewelry and little trinkets and shit to sell to people.
Pretty creative though.
Yeah, I mean, but that just goes to show you how useless their money is.
Yeah. Damn.
Sorry to the Venezuelans.
Tough break. Get on RuneScape.
See, that's the cool thing about games, economies and stuff like that. Most of them kind of have like, well, some of them don't, because I know games that have ruined their economies just by loopholes and certain aspects added to the game. But like, I'm trying to think of like a game that like GTA went to shit with their cards. Their cards worth nothing anymore because there's glitches. Mabinogi worth nothing. Yeah.
I remember doing that back in the day, like
classic.
like the winter of. I'm pretty sure GTA Online came out a month after GTA 5 dropped.
Yeah, it was post the actual
came
drop.
It came out in September, and the online came out in October, and me and Ramon used to do money glitches and just like dupe cars, shit.
Yeah.
Run rooftop rumble
Yeah.
like on repeat.
Yeah.
And we just farm money like 100 levels in like a month.
Yeah,
Type shit.
That's the way that like obviously that went to shit. You know,
Yeah.
fiat currency historically goes to shit. You know, like thing like that's why like my thing is like crypto. Like it seems really good because there's a finite amount, you can't create more. But then I really started thinking, I was like, dude, what if there's a solar ray
I'm
that hits
horrified
this?
to touch it. Did
Yeah.
Bitcoin lose like $20,000?
Oh, dude, I lost so much fucking money the last month, dude. It's ridiculous.
Damn.
It's back up right now. Like it's really back up. Like
I was looking at Cash App and it was at like 35,000 the other day.
Dude, it went down to like 32 when I looked at it the lowest. Oh my god.
I remember seeing it at like 55,000, 60,000 at
Yeah,
one point.
dude.
So it's just like boop.
I think the highest was like 68, 60 something. It was high up there. Yeah, it went down, man.
I caught a W on crypto. Because I only went into Dogecoin
Yeah.
as like a joke because it was so cheap.
Yep.
And I bought like 1,000 shares for.
That's like 10 cents or something, right?
Yeah, like less than.
I might be thinking of Shiba or something.
I bought it for literally less than a cent, dude. I remember I bought 1,000 shares and spent $60.
Yeah.
And then it just
Crazy.
kept going up.
Yeah.
And then when it dropped the first time, I didn't sell it because I was like, I really put nothing into this. What do I
Can't
have
really
to
lose much, yeah.
But then it shot up to 75 cents.
That's what everyone's tweeting to the moon, right?
Yeah, everyone was like, no, hold. I was like, fuck that. made $600, you know?
Fuck yeah,
Only
man.
put in 60, dude.
Fuck yeah.
I wish I'd put in more, though.
That's always the regret right there.
Yeah.
So that's been my like thought process with the dip, dude. The amount of I lost a decent amount of money. It wasn't like thousands of them. I lost enough to be like, damn, that kind of sucks. But
That's
like
what nicotine does.
nicotine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because you were talking about dip. Hold on.
Oh no, not
my
chewing
God.
tobacco. I thought you were trying to connect it with the crypto. No, fuck nicotine though. Nicotine's a bitch for me, but no.
The worst bro moment ever.
No, you're good. Well,
I think you're
context,
onto
guys. I used to be a hardcore dipper and chewing tobacco. Never done it again. Never will. But yeah, that's what he's kind of referring to.
Dude, because I spent so much money on jewels,
Yeah.
like jewel pods.
They've got me for life.
Oh, vape,
man.
dude. I'm like 3 or 4 weeks fully off vaping. It feels
That's
amazing.
good shit.
I pop some Zins because I love nicotine, but it's a cleaner form. Like I'm not.
What is that? Because is it like the old pouches?
Yeah, it's a pouch with no tobacco. It's just nicotine
Is that the
salts.
fiberglass that like does that? Because I know they used to have like fiberglass or something in the.
Doesn't seem to fuck with me.
Because
Doesn't it open up your lips?
Yeah, it's supposed
so
to
the
like
tobacco can,
slice your lip a little bit to let the nicotine in, like the bottom, like in.
I put it on the top. I'm looking at the bottom. Like I put it on the bottom. Huh? I don't feel anything. It feels kind of.
Could be a lot.
That could be a lot.
Dip definitely did though. Dip had like actual shit. Like my gums are fucked from dip. Like my gum lines receded so much strictly from doing chewing tobacco for so long.
Oh,
Like
man.
that's never getting that
I've
back.
tried that like 3 or 4 times, like back in like middle school.
Yeah.
It makes me sick every time I try.
I passed out because of it once. I put
Really?
a whole fucking bottom lip in,
Oh,
and
man.
I got so lightheaded that I just laid down for a second.
Yeah.
I was like knocked for like probably like 2 or 3 minutes. Nothing crazy.
Yeah.
But, like I was like, and then puked.
Dude, I was going through in my prime for like literally like 6 months before I quit. 8 months. I was going through a can in like 2 days. Like packing legit like maybe 2 or 3 days, but like it was just excessive. Like it was
Going through jewel pods.
bad. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
dude. At one point I was going through a pot and a half a day of 5%. Like
And
it
it was
was
35
bad.
after the kind of like the flavored ban.
Yeah.
So you could get the fucking tobacco ones for like $20 still, but they're ass.
Yeah, terrible.
Disgusting.
So I'd pay
terrible.
like the 35 for
Yeah.
the mint ones, and it was just like going through them so fast.
Drained
to where-
my
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, I spent a retarded amount of money on that shit. For me, my thought process was I was just so addicted. I didn't care enough to actually quit, but I always
I
knew
feel
I was
that.
like, this is what the cigarette companies did in the 30s.
Yeah.
This is what the e-cig companies are doing now. Is what cigarette companies did in the 20s and 30s, promoting this as a good alternative to something else, saying there's no repercussions until 40 years from now. Everyone
find
has
the long-term
COPD,
effects.
till everyone's fucked.
Going along.
Yeah, till your fucking like pancreas explodes for
Yeah.
whatever reason,
That's
you
what
know?
scares me. I told myself that I'd stop like, I don't know, like going ham on like alcohol,
Yeah.
and weed before I was 25.
Yeah, that's a good
'Cause once you're
threshold.
25, you're fucked.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
good threshold.
seriously.
Your body goes downhill from there.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy I quit just because, like, just obviously health reasons. But man, I was starting to get a cough. I haven't coughed since I stopped.
You had
But
the wheeze.
yeah, like, dude, I was
Oh,
like,
damn.
I'd sit there and cough and be like, oh, that was like, I'd be like, holy
I hate the random cough.
shit,
It
man.
scares me.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten this in a long time. I used to get like chest pain, kind of like
Ooh.
right at the bottom of my rib, kind of like
Yeah.
it was like lung pain. I'd be like,
That's terrifying.
and then like I don't know. I feel like I still smoke a lot, but not as much as I used to.
Yeah.
I haven't felt that pain in like
That's
almost
good.
a year.
I think it honestly depends on the vape because those Ludo bars, man, those Ludo
Ludo
bars
bars
fucked me up.
That's what I did for the last couple months, just disposables.
Oh,
I think that was
man.
what was really fucking me, was the disposable ones, the cheap ones.
These don't bother me that much.
Let me see what that is.
Oh yeah, no, these
The
are
Crave
legit.
ones.
Oh, okay,
The
yeah.
GDR ones are trash.
Craves
Let's
seem
say
to
I
be
have
like
that.
pretty like decent from what I've like
The
heard.
ice
but-
ones are nice. If you can get like any of the ice ones, they just have a better flavor.
Yeah, my thing is, listen, I'm very libertarian. I'm not a libertarian because I'm not what I don't say I am something because then everyone comes at you and says, well, you don't believe, you don't follow that. But like, bro, I'm very libertarian and I don't give a fuck what anyone does with their own body as long as you're a consensual adult. Like, I don't give a fuck. My problem is they directly targeted youth when they made these products.
Dude, all the little kids had the vapes.
Yeah, dude, if they didn't do that, they knew it was happening and didn't try to stop it for years. Those people are fucking scumbags.
But they always have been.
Oh yeah, I'm not. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm hip to that.
I can at least respect the consistency.
If there's one thing I can respect about these assholes is that they've always been assholes. Yeah, I agree with that one.
And they've never tried to hide it either.
Yep.
Like, they've always been kind of blatant assholes. If you're doing something like selling shit like this and being like, and denying that like little kids are getting addicted to it, then you're a fucking asshole. It's pretty obvious.
Like it's 18 plus.
Yeah, it's 18 plus. They shouldn't be able to get it.
Yeah.
It's 18 plus.
Like, we can't stop it. Like, we're not selling it.
It's 21 plus now.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Which I disagree with. Like, again, at the same time, I think they average. But if you're allowed to serve in the goddamn military and die,
smoke cigarette. Drink
why can't you drink, smoke, or why?
It's a little silly.
It's stupid.
I was so pissed.
Let's say it's absolutely senseless. Nope.
They said it. They were like, "Oh, you're gonna get grandfather."
Yeah, grandfather-in-law.
For anyone who wonders what that is, if you were born before a certain cutoff date, the age restriction didn't necessarily apply to you, which is absolute bullshit.
Yeah.
Because I've said that before, and I've shown my license. Like, I don't care. I was like,
I kept getting backwards for years after I'd already been buying them by myself for like 6-7 months.
Yeah,
and then I had to revert back, and I was like, I feel like a child again.
It's crazy.
Like, what's the point of even turning 18?
Yeah, it's nuts, man. I mean, man, like I said, let people do what they want to do. Like, man, if you want to smoke cigarettes and kill yourself, smoke cigarettes and kill yourself.
That's your choice, man.
Just, when companies directly start marketing to people who, aren't looking for an alternative to something, or just looking to do something, and advertising with flavors and colors and shit like that to fucking minors, dude, you're all pieces of shit in my book.
All of Mikey's friends vape.
Yeah.
Like, all of them.
They're
how old are they?
14, 15.
Yeah.
Some of them are like 13.
I mean, that's why I started dipping. So, you know what I mean? Like, I started dipping like 14.
Smoking at 12.
Yeah, like weed. Wow.
That's not heavy, but like...
Tried it type thing.
It.
Yeah. Man, I think I was like 8th grade, 7th grade. So how was that?
Me, I was
13. Yeah, so I guess it's not that crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I remember I pretended to be high the first time. I was with, I don't want to see who I was with because I want to throw him on the bus, but I started smiling. I was like, I saw you see a smiley face, and I was like, I saw nothing. I didn't know what high being was supposed to feel like, so I was like, I can't pretend. I gotta pretend I'm high, so I just think I'm a pussy or something. So I was like, you see that smiley face? And he's like,
I thought you'd be cooler for not getting high.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm just built different. What do you mean?
Built different, yeah.
First time I smoked, I got ripped, man.
Really?
Yeah, really fucking ripped. And everyone always said, like, oh, you're not going to get, like, high or whatever. It's your first time. You just need to get it out of the way.
Yep.
I was zooted, man.
Smoked a PCP blunt.
Yeah, I think it might have been PCP.
Jeez.
I think all the weed in Worcester was laced with PCP the whole time.
Dude, speaking of Worcester, I saw an Instagram page or it was a Twitter page, and it was just like people of Worcester or something. I thought of you because it was just ridiculous shit. I'll find the page later and show it to you.
Oh, no, people down there are
dude, it was
bizarre,
mad funny.
Some homeless guy climbed a statue. Do you remember that right in downtown?
Sounds like San Francisco every day, yeah. Except the East
Coast.
Coast.
Wild homeless.
Oh my god, we don't even.
When we go to LA, they're all like, they have like their little tents under the bridges.
Yeah.
And the cops get them out of there, and they just move.
It's like a third world country. I've heard recently now they're on the railways, and they'll just wait until a train is stopped, and then open all the cargo trains and pull out all the.
You gotta be. Are you joking?
No, I'm being so serious. This is like some real like third world shit going on.
Fucking Newsom, man.
Oh my god.
Have you ever seen this?
What?
Some girl like got out of her car or something, or was in her car. I don't know if she was in or out of it. But this homeless guy was like puking, pissing, and shitting into this bucket for weeks. And Cali's hot, so it's baking in the fucking sun.
Fermenting.
Yeah, like for weeks. And this guy walked up to this girl and poured the whole bucket on her, got in her mouth and her eyes. She got like hepatitis, got like a shit ton
all three of them.
Bro.
Yeah, like life ruined at that point. If
Dude.
I got this is bad. If I ever get any crazy diseases, like I don't know, I feel like I'd kill myself if I got AIDS or hepatitis. The second I got those, bullet to the brain.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, like me, you could probably live with hepatitis. With AIDS, man, I don't know.
No, I'm not trying to live with hepatitis either. I don't want to
C?
be like that dude has hepatitis. I want to be hepatitis dude.
Oh, it's hepatitis boy.
Yeah,
Come
no one's
around.
gonna want to. I don't know. You can't get a job with hepatitis.
Yeah, you can. You can get a job.
You don't want somebody touching. You want somebody with hepatitis touching your cheeseburger or something?
You're not gonna get hepatitis. It's not like transferable like that.
Isn't it blood? Don't you get hepatitis?
Listen, you sound like Anthony Fauci during the AIDS epidemic. You'll get AIDS from being near someone with AIDS. I'm science.
Hepatitis
Fuck that
scares me.
guy. I don't know anything about hepatitis, to be honest with you. I know they give the shots away for hepatitis B, even though like you don't get it unless you have. You only get it from sex and blood. I thought.
Yeah.
So like you don't get it from like saliva or like touching, do you?
Unless you were bleeding all over somebody's McDouble, dude. I don't know.
Yeah,
I've seen that happen though. I've seen that
You've seen
happen.
a bloody burger?
No. But I wouldn't be surprised.
I got a bloody dollar in Worcester with Dad.
Oh,
We went
that's
to the
a
Burger
good
King and they handed
God, I love
us
Worcester,
the money back.
huh?
There was blood on the dollars.
Fuck.
Worcester's
gross.
actually a magical. I have so many stories of people doing bizarre shit. in
Should do
Worcester.
another podcast later down on the road of just stories of
Worcester
Worcester.
stories, dude.
Worcester Chronicles.
Oh man, let me tell you. Just some general highlights include seeing a guy taking a shit in the middle of like broad daylight, like an abandoned school down the stairs. We were looking for a place to smoke. We go down the stairs and we look over and we're like, oh, that's a guy shitting, pants down, shitting right on the floor. Just like that.
I can't say I've ever seen anyone poop here.
Oh yeah,
In
it's
public,
bad.
I
yeah.
don't think I have.
I've seen a lot of shit.
Well,
not
consider
bad.
yourself lucky that you've never seen a homeless person squatting over and taking a homeless person's shit.
I saw a dude shoot up in front of me in California once. I was right in like.
I've never seen
Do you remember that diner place? Do you remember what it was called?
The place we went to one time.
I went there a couple times. It was kind of like retro. It had a retro.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't know the name, but I do know the restaurant.
There
which
was
is-
like an Arby's on the corner of that street or something,
Yeah.
and some guy was in the bushes with his shirt off. It was a younger looking dude, like probably like 23, 24, with the needle in his hand, laying on the ground with his arm just like tied back, like
In the
like,
bushes,
dead
dude.
on the floor. And
It's a fun time out there in California.
Shit was crazy to actually witness like somebody like on the ground with a needle in their hand. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Fuck, man.
It's a mile away from $1 million homes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
literally.
the craziest part. All these activists and celebrities and wealthy people just surrounded by people who have nothing. It's like, what is that?
It's kind of funny. It
Fuck
kind of
it.
adds to the comedy of LA.
Yeah. Dude, I find it sad as fuck because I'm a people type of person, like, out of everything. So when I see someone like that or hear stories like that, I'm like, man, like, what went wrong in their life? And at
Yeah.
the same time, like, dude, I've had a lot of shit go wrong in my life. You know what I've never done? I've never shot up heroin in the middle of the street. Like,
It's never been that serious.
yeah, I've had some really fucked up shit going on in my head, but I've never been like, you know what? I could go to that abandoned building and take a shit.
I need to
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't know. Is it mental illness or is it the fact that people just don't give a fuck?
There's gonna be a ton of addicts who watch this with 8 comments.
Oh yeah,
Like, what the fuck?
what a
dude?
swarming.
Yeah,
That's the thing. If you're a functioning addict, I don't give a fuck. I
I
work.
we shit on so many people, like, not even needing to, accidentally.
Man, you're gonna make people mad no matter what.
Yeah.
All you can do is like, just try to, literally not try, just be yourself, and
I
people
appreciate
hate you
the
for it. Who
realness.
cares?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're not being racist. We're not being sexist. We're not being. We're just talking about nonsense.
Yeah.
If anyone has a problem with people shooting up in broad daylight or dumping poop water over someone's head, fuck you.
Bro, that was bad.
Yeah,
I remember
that's-
reading
that's
that story and I was
crazy.
like, oh, that's disgusting.
That's
it was Like, it was like
crazy.
a pretty, like, nice looking chick, too.
Oh yeah, no,
So,
her
like,
life
life
was
ruined.
ruined.
Fuck, like, dude, like, I would have absolutely beat the living fuck out of that guy.
Mhm.
Like
Like,
killed him.
what?
I would have killed
Oh, I
him.
thought you said they did kill him. I was like, oh, Jesus. I was like, I was thinking, I was like, would I kill him? And I was like, that's a little far.
They killed him. They
Yeah.
drew and quartered him in the town square.
See, the problem with that is you kill one of them, they all kind of swarm at you,
Yeah.
right? Isn't that like
Yeah.
the
They-
stereotype?
honestly-
What's that, Pac-Man dog?
Yeah, the pack mentality, yeah.
They are kind of like primal humans. They have kind of reverted a little bit. They're like nomadic. They
Yeah.
live in temporary
Nomadic.
housing.
They live off the land, kind of, without,
Yeah.
like, just
They do
by,
live off
by
the
living
land.
off the land, they mean take all the land. You know, like,
7-Eleven.
Like the trash can or the dumpster behind KFC.
Yeah.
And shit. But like, you know, like they're resourceful. Scavengers. We were scavengers once.
Yeah. See, I think it's important to note that that's not all homeless people either, because that's the fucked up thing.
Yeah, I think you can be homeless with dignity, but
yeah.
a lot of people in LA.
There's a fat line.
LA is a distinct difference of fucking homeless
There's
shit.
no dignity there.
It's
They're
insane.
mean out there too. The homeless people are mean.
Really?
Yeah,
I
no,
got
they're
in a fight
assholes.
with one on Hollywood Boulevard, and dude, it was bad. Like, he bumped into me, and it was kind of just like a weird thing. Like, brushed my shoulder.
Yeah.
Looked back at me looking for a reaction. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
We ended in like a little bit of an altercation, and I literally fled across the street.
Yeah.
And you know like how places have like escape rooms, like not really. When you like, I don't know, pay $20, you get locked in a room.
Oh, like an actual escape room. Yeah.
This was really funny because I
thought you meant like a back door or
escaped into
something.
an escape room.
Oh my god.
There was one right there, so I walked into that. I saw the cops pull up, and then they were gone in a minute.
Fuck.
But if I got arrested, I was 18, so I would have got arrested out there for assault.
Damn, yeah.
And I would have been out of state too, so it would have been worse.
And it would have looked even worse because you was a homeless person and the fucking
Yeah.
system.
I'm not proud of it. but-
Yeah, damn, dude, that's.
And I'm pretty sure you used that lead pipe too, right?
Yeah, there was a basher.
Yeah.
Didn't you steal his bag of clothes and
Yeah,
dog too? That's what, I don't know. I
Yeah,
heard
you took his shoes.
Yeah, I
too,
heard his
right?
dog still living at your house or something.
I was like, come on, Scruffy.
Took his
Uh,
damn.
I'm not mutt now.
For me, it's like around here, bro. I've had 2 negative experiences with homeless people. One, I don't know if he was homeless or a junkie, but he robbed me. That was
Oh,
a fun
really?
Oh yeah, I was at Quincy Center, which, why the fuck would
What did he get you for?
My wallet, which was
Oh,
like I was like 14, so
You got some gift cards.
yeah, it was
David
probably like
Buster's.
$50 gift card on like a Visa and like $10. And I took that, and then whatever was in my pockets. He like put a knife to my. I asked him if he could buy me some cigarettes for someone else, and then dip for me. And he was like, "Oh yeah, sure." He fucking goes in his bag. I'm like, "What's this guy?" He pulls out a fucking knife, puts it in my stomach. I'm like, "Are you shitting me,
Why
right?"
did he press you so hard?
I don't know. He's like, "I need you to empty your pockets." This literally, I'm not joking. 1:30 in the afternoon, in the middle of a fucking public area.
Damn.
This
He must have
w-
been on something.
Dude, it was
Had to
nuts.
be.
That's
Yeah,
he looked rough. He looked rough. But that's why my thought process was like, oh, like he probably knows what I'm going through. Like this guy clearly does stuff. I want to do stuff. I'm not trying to do drugs. I'm trying to like do nicotine. But
Homeless people are the best people to go to get underage alcohol.
yeah,
so.
yup.
I'd argue that they're the fucking worst.
No, I
Yeah,
think,
they could've-
I think
it's
they might be.
50-50.
Well, that experience the worst, but
Yeah.
like, I don't know. It could be 50-50.
I had a lot of homeless hookups back in the day.
Fuck. Yeah, the second encounter's not bad. Like it was just I was outside of 7-Eleven. I ran in to grab something late night, and there was a homeless guy outside. And he was like, "Yo, can you give me a pack of cigarettes?" I'm like, "Honestly, I can't. But do you want something to eat?" And he's like,
do you know how much
"Yo,
cigarettes are right
shit."
now?
Yeah, for real. We're in a fucking inflation state, bro. And
$12.50 for a pack of Marlboros.
fuck, to kill yourself was
These
crazy.
are the dark times.
Yeah, we're
Still
in
gonna
the
New
dark
Hampshire for those
ages.
cheap ones,
Yeah.
so.
Fuck the cartons.
Buy a carton for like $100.
Yeah. Fuck. I was like, I can't get you butts, but I can get you something to eat. You want something to eat? He's like, yeah, I'll take some. So I get him like a sandwich. I get him some food and shit. And then I see another lady on the other side. I'm like, oh, I'm not just gonna get this guy. No. So I get her a meal too, and then I give it to her. She's like, I don't want that. I was like, here you go, sir. And he's like, oh, thanks, man. I was like, I got you. I talk for a second. I love talking to homeless people. Because I just like they probably don't talk to my people.
Yeah.
If they're not crazy or junkies, they're just generally homeless, and I feel that often. I'll talk to this person.
Mm-hmm.
So I go up to the lady. I'm like, hey, like I got you something to eat. She's like, I don't fucking want that. I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, all right, I'm sorry. She's like, what is this? I was like, what do you mean? She's like, what are you doing? I was like, oh, I thought I'd give you
What if
something.
she wasn't homeless?
No, I know that. That would be funny. No, she was clearly homeless, but it was like she was very hostile.
This thing homeless.
Yeah,
Look.
she was very hostile, and then I gave the food to the other guy. I was in the car, and I was driving away, and I was like, fuck that lady. And then I was just talking to myself, all pissed off. And I was like, man, if I was homeless and some kid in like a fucking, pay a car, or, I don't have a nice car, I have a car, and like, clothes and fucking whatever, came up to me trying to give me something without me asking. I might take that the wrong way, maybe.
Yeah.
That's a handout, I guess.
Yeah.
I approached the other guy and better.
Charity.
Yeah, that's what I took it as. But then I rationalized it as, okay, fuck her anyways, because
Yeah.
like, dude, like I tried helping
Yeah.
you,
But
but
I'm a good Samaritan.
yeah, I understood it, so it's like I think there's like a lot of people, or no, maybe there's definitely some people who are like, they don't want to be looked at as like charity cases, but
they
it's
don't wanna
like,
look down upon.
yeah, but it's like, what can we do to change your circumstance? Like, I don't know if we should give free housing, but should we give like free group housing to that? Maybe like Father Bills types of things.
Yeah.
If we can make it work.
They used to raffle over beds there.
raffle, like a lottery.
I'm
Seriously?
pretty sure they would raffle because they didn't have enough beds for everybody.
Damn.
So you have to like plan a raffle to get a bed.
I would have just made them like fight. That's more
Like
direct.
pets.
Yeah, let them prove
Fuck,
themselves.
man.
Like
There's
gladiators.
gonna be homeless people in the comments now. Like, this is not how it is.
Yeah, this isn't the actual
From
struggle.
the public library, dude. Do they have YouTube on there?
Dude, it's like we just gotta. I don't know what the jobs are, but we gotta just figure out something. Like, there's just an ever
know what my
growing
idea
amount.
is?
I'd love to hear because I've never.
I was
don't
actually
have
thinking about
ideas.
this, and I was like, what's one thing in our society that there's a lot of it, and you know, it's kind of like taking up, you know, some jobs, traffic cones, right? No, I'm serious. Right?
This fucking guy.
Like, I know, obviously, for companies, it's gonna be like more expensive to hire a person to stand. Dude, I mean, so serious. It's gonna be a lot more expensive. Like, I think it'd be worth it just because that's really like.
Get some jobs.
It's an easy job. You get them there dressed up as a traffic cone, and they all line up.
And high-vis
God,
gear.
Yeah,
so
high-vis.
traffic cone.
Think about it, dude. They just those are 3 jobs to get
Leave
to
them
people.
on.
Holy shit.
You could hire them from cheap too, like less than minimum wage.
Oh
really.
my god.
I mean, how much do you pay for traffic cones? Like a set of what do you pay? A set of 100? A set of 100 is probably like I don't know, it's rubber. I mean, maybe not though. It's got to be at least like $200. That's high quality rubber.
How much is one on Amazon right now?
Let's look this up.
Pull it up.
Let's fact check. I'm
Pull it up,
telling you,
Jamie. we need a fucking Jamie. Dude, that's crazy.
Right? I know it'll work. You just gotta think about it for a second.
Jesus.
It took me to Traffic Safety Warehouse.
Oh.
$8 for one of them.
Okay, so yeah, 8. Yeah, so 100.
Yeah, but they have tiers. They have like
Tiers.
Yeah.
There you go.
I didn't know those bougie versions.
You can move up. It works for us now.
There is promotion
Yeah,
opportunities.
The most expensive solo one is $28 per.
Damn.
What's that shit look like?
Nothing too special.
That's a traffic cone.
It's a traffic cone.
Folks, it's a traffic cone. I was expecting something bougie or something.
Probably can't see.
It's nothing.
but-
It's not even. Just Google traffic cone, and that's
Yeah,
what he
yeah.
pulled up.
You'll
It's-
see it.
Yeah.
Oh, I just found a green one that's $31.
Oh yeah.
Those signify management positions. So like that's like the
Jesus.
boss.
And then for a case of 30, it's $248.
Fuck.
So I think you'd be paying. If you were gonna make some extra jobs, they'd be making pretty good money for
Yeah.
25 for $254.
Human traffic cones.
Yeah.
I think you're talking about them making them. I think he's talking about them
They're
being.
gonna be the standard.
Okay, I didn't know if you guys were on the
Yeah.
same page there. Jesus
So that's
Christ.
good, like pricing for like how much you can like pay them. The standard.
Now the homeless people are definitely commenting. This video's gonna get reported and flagged for that one idea.
No, I think they do it. I think the homeless people in the comment section are gonna really like my idea.
Pay me
and wanna
$20
talk
to be a traffic cone.
I'll do
I
it.
might be a
I'll
traffic
be a
cone.
Listen, if someone gave me 25, realistically 25 an hour, I'd do it for
Yeah,
a few days
I'd
a week.
stand there.
Yeah, part time. Don't come this way, go that way.
I'd be actually proud that
They can be like traffic lights too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like
we can one up it.
Wave people down.
You know, on highways how they split.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Oh
they have
my God.
45 an hour. More risk, more
Yeah,
money.
yeah.
Yeah.
Unionize.
Yeah, yeah, you
Unionize
definitely
that.
gotta unionize
You get
that
all the
shit.
benefits.
Yeah. You want health insurance? Paint your face orange and be a traffic cone.
Definitely gotta unionize that shit.
You want dental, man? I got the job for you.
Highway patrol.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, I feel bad talking about this now. The guilt setting.
Dude, listen,
Why?
this conversation, we've made more ideas happen than I guarantee you the state of California has made for job
They can
opportunities.
use
I
these.
guarantee it. I guarantee you this is more productive than what the whole state has done. Dude, like, what is the answer, though? That's the actual question. I mean, conservatives and Republicans are just like, fuck them. You know, Democrats are like, fuck them. But in a nicer way. Everyone just wants to fuck them. Like, no one wants to, like, I've seen actual answers.
They should build they should go into the woods. This is what if I was homeless.
Ted Kaczynski type thing. Just
Go
create
in
a
the
faction of Unabomers.
all in the woods. We're all hanging out. Like if I was homeless, I'd grab a posse of other homeless people.
Yeah.
We'd start like a settlement in the woods. We'd all have roles like farming and shit.
Okay.
And we'd start our own little town, get trading going.
That's
Homeless people have skills. We could probably they'll come from all walks of life. We
Yeah.
can make
Yeah, dude. They're
random
handy.
things. I'd like to be like a homeless barista, maybe run the bar, the homeless bar.
Yeah, there's gonna be a need for that, dude.
Definitely gonna be a demand for that.
I'd be there doing that. There'd be some farmers, maybe some like
What a beautiful
ex
society.
greenhouse workers, or
Hell
something
yeah.
like that.
I mean,
It
really?
could work.
I think you made some good points. I really do. I think the trade aspect of things, everyone has their own role. And that's how society is in a capitalist society. That's how it's broken down. That's a good start. We kind of just fucking survey these people. Okay, what did you do? Like, what was your profession? Like, what did you do? Yeah. Like, we gotta assign these people. Okay, well, first step is to get the majority of them off drugs. Not all of them, but a lot of them off drugs.
Yeah.
Again, libertarian ideology. People should be able to do drugs if you're productive to society.
Yeah.
If you're just gonna do nothing, I don't really have a problem. I have a problem if you do nothing out in public all the time. If you do nothing in your own house, I don't
It makes me
care.
question how you're surviving.
Yeah, that's the point. If you're
Yeah.
doing nothing, just doing drugs, you don't survive. So inevitably it leads to the doing
Have
on
you
the
seen
streets.
The Town?
With the bank robbery?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know at the end when Hawkeye is dying?
Oh yeah, in the parking lot.
And he pulls out the soda and the old hot dog out of the trash and starts eating it after he got shot.
No, I don't remember.
He has the shootout with the cops in front of Fenway. Main character dude gets away. Batman gets away.
Okay, he dresses up as the cop or something, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
those two are the ones that make it out because the fat guy and the electrician guy get smoked. in the
Yeah.
parking lot. But they make it out, and they do this little run scene, and then Jeremy Renner gets in the shootout, and he's behind like a trash barrel taking cover, and he just reaches and I think it's next to the trash barrel. It's on the ground. He takes the soda and the hot dog and starts like eating
A
it.
nice Fenway
Yeah.
Frank, dude.
But that's how like if you do nothing all day, you might have to get like a Fenway Frank.
You gotta get
Go
down
off
and
the
dirty
ground.
in the trash.
Yeah.
So it's a choice. I really do think that if we introduced them into like small towns and gave them jobs for like at first a lower amount of money than you would receive for doing a
Kind
job.
of reintroduce it
Yeah,
to
yeah,
society.
like reintroduce it, get them normal, and then
Like you pay younger kids a lower wage than full-blown adult. Yeah, that okay.
You do something like that. You give them housing so they're used
I
to
used to
like,
get everyone seeds.
yeah, or seeds, and they could like grow the seeds.
Yeah, and then eat all that food, live off the land.
Yeah.
I'll become farmers.
Well, I like the idea of having anyone farm and buy farmland except Bill Gates' bitch ass. So anytime we can discredit Bill Gates for doing anything, I'll happily do
Is
it.
he human?
He owns more farmland in America than anyone else.
That's great.
Does he use it?
Oh yeah, he grows potatoes. I don't know what exactly he grows. I know he grows some.
The microchip potatoes.
Probably yeah, yeah. These aphid taters, but no, it's just like that's a whole different story. But it's just like yeah, that's a good fucking that's a. See, I think the majority of the population, if you actually strip them down to what their actual this is with anything, what their actual idea on life is, it always comes down to benefiting the population. For the majority, obviously you have psychopaths and you have government officials and corporation heads, and they're all fucking intertwined as psychopaths. But like the average person, dude, they just want what's best for the people around them. I feel like their family, themselves, their friends, which correlates to other people. Because if you want what's best for your friends are friends with this. You know what's
And your friends' families and families of those.
No matter how big a population, what are we, 360, 370 million?
Spiderweb.
Yeah, we're still all intertwined. And this is where I start getting hippie-ish because I fucking love this idea. Dude, like all around the world.
Yeah.
We're all just, it's the same idea. We're just dispersed and spread out by different things and factions and whatever.
Ideology.
Yeah, dude. We can break ourselves down over what we want, race, sex, ideas, religion, whatever. Dude, at the end of the day, it's like,
It's all the same.
smoke some weed
The
and
weed,
fucking
man.
vibe out, man. Dude, it's just, I think there's so much animosity and shit like that, and that's why I love Star Wars. Look at that
Dude, it's
segue.
so good. Can't
Look
wait
at that
back.
segue.
That's
There's
perfection.
no
That's
hate in
so
Star
good.
Wars. I mean, people.
No, there is
Emperor.
blatant racism.
I think you spoke too loosely there. There's a lot of dislike for certain aspects.
Yeah.
But I know what you mean. Like,
It's a good message. Everyone gets together in the end, and
They're
they
like,
get
yeah, we won.
the megalomaniacs in power. And
there's so many actual real life account, like the rebelling against the galactic empire.
Yep.
What the fuck does that remind you of? You know what I mean? Like, look at that throughout
It's
history.
real life.
Yeah.
That was the thing that Kanye did when he was like,
Oh, and George Lucas with the prequels. Yeah. Yeah. He was talking about Luke and shit, and all of a sudden he's like,
He was
kissed
like,
his sister.
George Luke. It's about him.
Yeah.
He kissed his
And the interviewer was like, yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Dude, you're right. This is good weed, man.
Yeah. Dude, you got the hero's journey. You know, you got trial and tribulation. You got fucking... my favorite part, one of the favorite parts about Star Wars is the end of Empire Strikes Back because the good guys lose.
Yeah, that's why it's my
That was
favorite.
fire. Boba Fett's my favorite character
Yep.
in those old movies.
Yeah.
Bro, can I see that device?
Yeah, you wanna hear it?
They get fucked up. Luke gets his fucking hand cut off.
Yeah,
I love
the
that.
bad
He's
way.
like his dad.
Yeah, it's like... But what happens in Episode 6? He comes back a full-blown Jedi Knight. And
Dude,
just...
clean with the black suit fire.
Hell yeah. New
Green
lightsaber.
lightsaber,
Built
yeah.
his own lightsaber. You guys know the story of how he built that, by the way?
No.
It was in a comic or something, right?
Yeah, dude. So,
Whose crystal was it? Yoda's?
Qui-Gon's.
How'd you get that?
Okay, that's what I always wondered, too. So, after Naboo, when they fought Maul, and Maul... He didn't die, obviously, but again, spoiler. If you don't know that, I don't know what to tell you.
What?
But what do you mean he's not dead? I explained it to some guy at work who was not a fan of Star Wars.
He didn't watch Rebels either because
No,
that show was
none of
definitely
it.
Rebels.
He's seen the original ones, and then he was like, "My wife and kid are obsessed with it." I was like, "Oh, like what about this?" He was like, "I don't even know." And then he was like, hey, "They like the red guy with the horns." I'm like, "Oh, Darth Maul." I was like, "You know he's alive?" And he's like, "What do you mean?" And it was like a 20-minute conversation. It was funny.
He's like, I gotta call my wife.
Yeah, he's like, "Does she know about this?" But fucking. Yeah, so after that, Obi-Wan grabbed Qui-Gon's lightsaber hilt and deconstructed it and basically kept it away. And when he went to Tatooine, he brought it with him. And he had the Kyber crystal inside of a box, like a locked box. And inside of it, he had instructions on how to construct your own lightsaber for Luke when he reached that age. Meaning Obi-Wan knew his inevitable
That was
fate.
his plan though, because when he was saying that shit to him, when Luke went to go find him, he was like, "Oh, your father giving this to you or something
Yeah.
like that."
He
Yeah.
was straight up capped on. He looks drunk in that scene too. Like,
Fucking alligators.
Have you seen like when he's like,
Yeah, he looks weird as hell.
He's
Yeah.
got drunk
Instagram
eyes.
profile picture
Yeah.
for a while.
Yeah.
it's like talking to your drunk uncle on Christmas.
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah,
He does a lean too, like that drunk lean over.
Yep. Yeah, Lucas must have just loved that for some reason, though. He
That's
saw
awesome.
something. I'm not dissing Alligators, but good acting, but like, yeah, it was very
Just,
fucking
it
weird.
added something great to the scene. I
Yeah.
love it. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
Did you ever see what old Anakin looked like at the end of Return of the Jedi? You know how they show the ghost projections?
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
you
yeah.
know how like if
I
you
know
watch
what you're
the new
talking.
movie-
Kind of overweight guy, right?
that shit was hilarious when I
Yeah.
first watched. I was like, "Who's that dude?"
Yeah.
Like, it's not
Wasn't
fucking
it the
Anakin.
same guy in the suit?
I think it was a black guy in the suit.
I thought the black dude was the voice.
Earl Jones,
Yeah.
James Earl Jones. He was the voice. The guy who was in the suit, I think he was a white guy. Unless they painted his face, because he was
White face.
We got a white
I
face.
thought he did white.
Did he white face it? I don't know.
I don't know though, but he looked powdered up.
He definitely had makeup on or
Yeah,
something,
yeah.
but he
Oh,
might
yeah.
have been a different race opposed from white. I don't know.
I kind of want to see that now.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious too. But that's a heartfelt scene, man. Obviously.
It's really good. It really ties everything together like perfectly.
Yeah.
Almost like there never had to be
Oh,
a
it was a
movie
white
after
guy
that.
for this, for the body of him,
Mm.
and the height.
Shout
Oh,
out
yeah.
David.
Dude, 6'6".
Damn,
Fuck.
dude, tall as hell. He should have been playing basketball.
Hayden was
that.
pretty tall too, right? Wasn't Hayden like 6'4"?
Let me check
6'3".
that out. He always looked short to me.
I thought he was kind of tall for me. I'm tripping.
Yeah, he does. You know, he does kind of have that tall vibe to him.
Yeah. Because I've seen pictures of him next to fans at like Comic Cons and like, because you can't base it off the movies because they can edit that.
Yeah,
I feel
was
like
gonna say,
yeah.
make him shorter.
Like Lord of the
taller.
Rings.
Yeah, exactly. Or Yoda.
Yeah. I only just found
He's just
out that
6 feet.
Yoda was
6
real.
feet. So that's like a.
Yoda's a real person.
I thought Yoda was actually a little green creature that they brought on.
Oh, you know, as a
to
puppet
it.
and shit.
No, I thought it was like a real
Alien.
living
Man,
thing.
yeah. You must have been fucked up after you saw E.T. then.
The red thing, yeah.
Oh man, we are speaking of thinking that things are real. We were watching Squid Games with Elmer,
Yeah.
and he
He's like, is this real? Is this going on?
he was like, "Is this really happening?" Right now?"
Elmer, bro, call me. We gotta talk. That is
He's like,
retarded.
oh, I thought Squid Games was real.
Oh, that
It
is
was awesome.
That
was
is
hilarious.
It's
ridiculous.
just so good. But I mean, that just goes to show you how I don't know, realistic that show. Have you seen Squid Games?
Yeah, I watched it like after the hype kind of died because I don't.
You play Fortnite Squid Game?
No.
Oh, let
I've
me
never
tell
even
you,
heard of
man.
It's
that.
hilarious.
Yeah.
You can get on and play Octo Game.
What's that?
It's basically the same thing as Squid Game.
Oh, okay.
Just in Fortnite.
God, okay.
That's what separates the men from the boys.
Sounds like it.
Octo game.
Sounds
man.
like it.
Octo Game.
That shit gets serious.
Yeah, for me, it's like I think I've said this before to you guys. I say this to fucking everybody. I'm a broken record when it comes to my ideas at this point. I don't really like TV shows that much.
You ever watch One Tree Hill?
Yeah, I watched like half of it
It's the
when I
best
was in
TV
like
show
middle
ever.
school. Nothing against it. I don't know. I just something about like sitting down and binge
Dedicated
watching
time.
something. I don't know. I just like. I think honestly, I used to watch them, and I think this connects to the video game addiction because I think I realized like, yo, like I just spent 6 hours doing nothing, and like I'll start being self-aware and critical of that fact, and like I'm my own worst enemy sometimes. Like,
Yeah.
I feel that.
I'm very harsh on my lifestyle choices. Like I really critique myself. If I mess up on something, like I tear myself apart.
I think about changing my life when I get drunk. I'll get super drunk and I'm like, ah.
And then I wake up and I'm
do
like,
different.
I wake up because the same thing happens to me. I wake up and I'll be like, man, we gotta take a shit right now.
Yeah.
And then I'll go across my day as normal. It's like nothing happened.
You want to get PS?
yeah, let's go get coffee.
Yeah.
Dude. Fuck this.
That was funny when
That
me
was
and
so
Doug
random,
saw you
yeah.
guys. Yeah. Yeah, me and Doug were laughing like, yo, that was kind of like something out of like fucking Howard the Kumar.
Doug was so quiet.
Yeah.
He just sat there smiling. It was funny. Did you guys smoke before you were?
I was smoking when you rolled out. I think we just put it out, or we were about to put it
You
out.
guys looked ripped and I was
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, it was funny.
I didn't even realize it was you guys. Like at first, I was
That
like,
was so random because we were looking for a spot to park and we're like, look, it's fucking.
Yeah, what are the odds right next to each other, right?
That was fucking.
Big
funny.
parking lot, so yeah, it's funny.
It is a pretty big park.
that place is
Some
a
chick
shit.
almost hit me there the other day.
Really?
Yeah, I was.
White
driving.
bitch?
Yep.
Yeah, white girls are tripping, bro. White
Yeah.
girls are tripping. I
I
didn't mean to
held
call
on
you
the
a
horn.
bitch. I'm sorry. People are gonna hate me on that one.
Yeah, that's misogynistic.
But I go, sorry.
We like she just drove in front, did the brake, beeped, and then I held down the horn.
Yeah, yeah.
And then she was like in the middle of the intersection, freaking out like in her car, and I'm just like, move, move, like she's just sitting there.
Yeah.
I got places to be. Like I'm trying to play fucking Fallout.
Yeah.
Cutting
Eat my
into,
egg sandwich.
gaming hours.
Oh man.
Yeah, the parking lot is always a mess. There's cars coming at you from like 5 different
Yeah,
angles.
it's crazy.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
The spots to get in are also so confusing.
I
Absolutely.
hate the speed bump down the little side.
Dude,
street.
what
There's
is
no
that
sense
about?
there. It's just stupid. It's the
Yeah,
worst place ever to have
it's a
speed bump.
pain. It's
Doesn't make any
because it's
sense.
not even like a practical one. Because it's like no one's gonna fly up there because
Yeah,
it's
it doesn't make
a
sense.
And no
really
one's gonna
busy
fly down
street.
either.
You can't fly down. Yeah, so it's like what's the point?
It's a bad
Who got that
idea.
Yeah, what the fuck? I went to the PS in Weymouth, like Braintree
The Weymouth
border the other day.
one,
Yeah,
yeah.
you know, I met up with Freddie Lynn from high school. We went to North. We just chatted for like an hour. We were just catching up and shit. And we were just sitting outside, and I was like, first of all, I was fucking freezing
Oh,
because I was
it's
I was
a real
getting ready
cold
for the
day,
gym, and I was just like, I'm gonna go from here to the gym, so shorts and a long sleeve. I was like, this is brutal. But dude, there's nowhere to park there.
I parked on the side street.
Well,
up
yeah,
near the houses.
yeah, that's where I did too.
I
But
was like an asshole though.
if it's
They definitely hate that shit.
Oh, they must, because I parked in front of a house, bro.
Yeah, me
Because
too.
I don't like paralleling, but there was nowhere to park. I was like, fuck, I gotta parallel, I
can parallel
guess.
park. I hate doing it.
I've only done it once since I got my license, and it was that one
You didn't
time.
do it at your license test,
Yeah. Well, funny
driver's
story. I fucked it up.
and she still let you go.
The guy was like, okay, here's what you did. I was like, oh shit, I just failed. He's like, here's what you did. He's like, you gotta position it this way, and then cut it real. He was demonstrating his hand. He's like, then like that, like really fast. And I was like, okay, so try it again. I was like, all right. So I did it again, and he's like, okay, now right now, and then with his hands, he's like, we're holding a wheel. He's like, cut it, and I cut it. He's like, fantastic, and I was like,
Hell yeah.
all right.
That's close.
And he's like, all right, let's go. I was like, dude, thank you so much, because I practiced a lot for driving. I could not parallel,
I
man.
feel that. That's a good dude though.
Yeah, 100%.
What a homie.
I'm a very talkative person, so when I get in an awkward position, or if I'm with anyone with authority or like power over like anything that involves me, I'll chat people up
Yeah.
just to kind of like. So I'm not a dick. I'm a good person.
Yeah,
I
we'll
engage with
just
you.
build
Yeah,
this
yeah.
way.
As soon as I walk in, hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Thank you for being here and doing this today. Like I was kissing this guy's ass. So I want to think it kind of
You
helped.
got
me.
your license though.
Yeah, whatever the
Works.
fuck I did. I didn't
works,
suck a
works.
dick, and I didn't fail. So therefore, I'm happy.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
Win-win all
Yeah,
around.
yeah. Fuck yeah. It's weird though, cause like, I feel like that's a good story for me, but like it makes me kind of question other people's driving. Cause
I failed my first one.
Did you?
And then I took my first one, I had to drive all the way up to Plymouth, fail it.
To the DMV.
Yeah, and then that fucking sucked. And then my other one was in Brockton, and I passed that one.
That's
I was
good.
like, thank God. I had my car
So
for
three
like 3
total?
months. No, just 2.
Wait, say that.
The first one was in Plymouth. And the
Oh, I'm
second
sorry,
one
but okay, I
was-
thought you said someone before. My fault.
And then I already had my car for like 3 months, and I just couldn't drive it because I didn't have a license.
Yeah.
And I used to just be like, I want to just drive. I used to remember having freakouts because I owned my car, but like,
Couldn't do anything
yeah,
with it.
like I was getting really impatient. I was like, I want to fucking drive.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I like driving. I just hate insurance. That's my biggest
Yeah,
thing,
because
dude.
it's big for our age too. Until we're 25.
I pay double my insurance every month. I do my car payment.
Really?
Oh man.
Dude, I
How
don't
much
even.
is your insurance? Because mine's like $250 for my Camry, but I don't have the Camry.
You don't even want to know, Shaun. You know,
Have you gotten into an accident?
nope, no accident. Did auto school, nothing. Dude, I pay about this is like $450-ish a month. No
What
accident,
years
no
you got?
accident, no tickets. 2016.
That-
I was paying the same amount when I had a 97.
Come on.
Swear to God, my
What
fucking
is your
my
insurance
quote. No, I was paying like $30 less before that, or something like that, or $40. I have Progressive. I shopped around extensively. All the major ones. I think Geico was 500-ish.
Wow.
Like, what the hell did I do wrong? Like,
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
Is it
It's-
a credit score issue?
dude, I don't want to say my exact. I have around a 700 credit
I don't even
score.
have a credit
So
score.
it's I actively work on my credit. I've never once missed any payment on anything. Nothing. I've done nothing to be in this disposition. I don't know.
You
It
gotta
drops a
call
lot
up.
though when we become 25.
I'm
it drops
fucking
down.
looking forward to that day. Because every month that I have to spend that much money is less money I can buy on crypto.
Yeah.
That's why I look at it. It pisses me off. Or fucking NFTs or ETFs or silver. And just like, dude, I'm just losing all this money and I'm not gaining anything for the future. And it just pisses
Well,
me
you know
off.
what the next it currency is actually clamshells and beaver pelts.
You felt
That's
we're,
Those are coming back, dude.
All right, well, I got to stock up on them bitches.
we're going
then.
back to
We're
the
going back to the
revolutionary times.
we're going back to the fur trade, bro. I'm telling you, it's
Hell
coming.
yeah.
Like, go heavy
Fur
on
coats are
sheepskin.
expensive.
They are.
Like real material like that's expensive as fuck.
Dude, the craziest type of investors are people who will invest in like a fucking like general product. Like, have you seen people who invest in like soybeans?
No.
Or they invest in like lumber?
Like
and
a
shit?
doomsday prepper type of guy, or like
No,
they'll go full in.
They buy soybeans and then they like trade the soybeans.
I don't
Like,
get it.
Yeah, I don't know. Who fucking knows? Any way to make money.
Yeah, I guess.
Anything for V-Bucks.
It's like this
Yeah,
makes
bro.
sense to do.
Fucking
I need
fuck
some
it.
V-Bucks right
Trade
now.
soybeans,
Fuck,
dude.
man. I mean, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. It's an inevitability that the U.S. dollar is just gonna keep going to shit. We're run by retards. Just
It's
we're
gonna
run
get
by
bad.
yeah,
I'm
we're
afraid of that.
run by people on the left and right who just keep printing money without repercussions. Like obviously, COVID's one thing, but dude, inflation's like the highest it's been in 40 or 50 years. It's like 7%.
I've seen it at Chipotle.
It's crazy.
Steak used to be $8 and now it's $9.50.
Seriously?
Just like little shit like that.
Yeah.
Just like it's irritating.
Just turn up while you can.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, just
That's my philosophy.
Remember the good times.
yeah,
Yeah.
the old days.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, El Salvador is gonna be chilling.
Yeah.
They got, if crypto stays on the market, dude, they have their whole entire currency is basically crypto right now.
Dude, really?
Dude, they've bought in hundreds of Bitcoin. Every time it dips, they buy like dozens of them or hundreds of them, like a nice amount. They must have at least a couple hundred of them, which
That's
is
crazy.
worth like, let's say on average 50,000.
Each, yeah.
Say they have 100. You know what I mean? Do the math there. You know that's a conservative estimate too. So they're gonna be all right.
Yeah.
It's just gonna
That's
suck.
crazy.
Like,
It's weird. Only, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say like I don't know that like because once they get all this Bitcoin, what are they gonna do? Is it sell it for USD? Like, because did they put in USD for Bitcoin? It's like once they have all this Bitcoin, they'd have to make infrastructure so that people could actually spend the big. Because there's shit now where like you can pay with crypto or whatever, but
Yeah.
it's not really like a countrywide thing like it would have to be if your country's entire GDP was strictly Bitcoin.
Well, that's what they're trying to initiate. They're trying to have it so you can replace all fiat currency more or less with all crypto.
That's crazy.
They're trying to make, from my understanding, they're trying to make their primary currency Bitcoin as their stable market fucking coin. I mean, I'm
That'd
not
be scary because
How would that get distributed among people? Because like
valid question. I don't know.
trade-ins maybe.
I don't
They
know.
get fractions of pieces of it. Like,
Sounds a lot like communism to me when you say it that way, Sean. I haven't thought about it, and you said it like that, and that scared the shit out
The
of me.
government's got all the money. And
Yeah,
it's also
listen, you guys all
responsible.
have the power, so we're gonna divide it equally. No one's gonna have more than anyone else. Fuck
You all
you.
get 0.0028.
And you'll all be
Yeah,
happy
literally.
about it. Yeah.
They're like, awesome.
Yeah.
That's a scary thought.
It's fucking terrifying. For me, it's like my only problem with I have a few problems with crypto. I'm not like blind to anything. Any idea or any belief I have in anything in life, I have opposition to because I like to look at everything from both sides. Because without that, bro, if you don't have a dual perspective on any topic and you talk to someone with an opposing opinion, you're gonna look like an absolute idiot, and you're gonna
Yeah.
either be convinced of their idea by not knowing their idea, or you're going to be shut down and they're not going to talk to you about anything in the future.
Yeah.
You got to know what you're talking about on anything.
Yeah.
So, it's, like, I did that podcast with that guy, Alex. I was telling you, we talked about climate change. He's like, so what do you think? I was like, I don't know. I was like, I haven't ever looked into climate change. I know it's naturally occurring, but I also know humans burn off a fuck ton of carbon. With that being said, I don't know. So how can I answer something I don't know?
Yeah.
I'm not going to be like the majority of people in the country who just spew ideas because someone
Yeah.
else says it. That's so stupid.
It's a little silly.
Yeah, so it's like, for me, crypto, they say it's decentralized, but it's taxed by governments. How the hell does that work? I bought an NFT for Solana crypto, and when I pay my taxes, I have to counter that and pay taxes on a piece of something I bought with non-American currency.
That's crazy.
Ridiculous.
What the hell is that? You know what I mean? Like, that is crazy. That's government overreach. It's a decentralized, non-associative currency that does not intertwine directly with the U.S. currency, except for the fact of the purchasing power. I paid my taxes when I bought it. There's fees, and with those fees, the company who supplies it gets taxed upon. So why the hell? You know what I mean? It's like,
There's levels to
They
it.
There's-
want in on it.
yeah,
The
dude,
government wants in
someone's
on
got to explain it to
everything,
me
yeah.
because I don't get it. I've looked for answers and no one has an answer for
I've been
me.
afraid to like just invest in things. Like,
Yeah.
Like just crypto. I'm just afraid to invest into crypto.
Well, it's a lot of scams.
So,
It's a lot of grifts, even with NFTs, man. I've seen like people like NFT companies who made like $1.1 million, sold all their things, just
Go off the
deactivate
face
their
of the
Twitter.
earth.
Yeah,
Yep.
done.
Well, not over 90%. I'd say literally like 9 out of 10 companies that have crypto or NFTs or anything like that, they're gonna be nothing in 2 decades. They're gonna
Yeah.
be gone. So for me, when I look into things, I look at things like obviously Bitcoin and Ethereum because they have stability and whatnot. Bitcoin's not the most practical. That's what my problem with El Salvador. It's not
It's really expensive.
It's very fucking expensive, opposed to something like even Ethereum. It's less expensive, crazy sell fees. So if I want to buy an NFT, I have to pay gas fees, which is like a tax
Wow.
on the service that the company I'm buying it through has to use that power. So if I wanted to buy a $500 picture, it would probably cost $300 in fees.
That's
Dude,
fucking crazy.
that's ridiculous.
So, what I found is this thing called Solana. It's the same thing as Ethereum, same exact idea. I bought my NFT with Solana. I paid about 15 cents in fees.
Oh hell yeah.
That's fucking fire. That's a nice little cheat code.
It's things like that have actual practical use, like coins. And again, this is not financial advice. I've never fucking, this is not financial advice in any way, in any regard. Nothing I ever say is advice, except for workout and eat vitamins. That's the only thing I will recommend anybody. That's
We're here
it.
to talk about things we heard.
Yeah. It's all
I
speculative.
think we have some knowledge.
Yeah. I don't own any of this. But like Solana, bro, like fucking, it's the same as that practical use, same practicality, same function, same everything. Just less cheaper fees. And right now, last time I checked, because of the dip, it's back up to $100. Its peak was like $260 or something.
Oh damn.
Yeah, but to put it in perspective, like Ethereum was like 3,500, like on it. I think like as high as maybe 4 or something. So it has a clear difference. But the thing about Solana, it's about a year and a half old. So it went from $0 to $250.
That's pretty good.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Like-
People who got in early are probably raking in the dough right
Dude,
now.
yeah.
Raking it in.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking real long term. Like I'm looking like 5-10 years. Waiting. This is my hope. Hoping it's 1,000. Hoping it's 2,000-3,000. I have like 6 or 7 of them right now. Like coins. Like that's. Probably shouldn't have said that. That was speculative.
Speculative.
100%.
That was a
financial
lot.
advice.
Add that number plus 15 and then minus 17 and divided by the square root of pi. That's how many I have. But fuck, I got that was stupid.
You're like, cut it, edit it.
Yeah, I don't edit, but it's whatever. I got some crypto, but like So like I'm hoping like eventually, you know, every week consistently buy and see what happens. It's a gamble like anything. Yeah. But man, it's I just feel like it's a better alternative than relying strictly on a currency that's being constantly produced and inflated, and just I think it's. I mean, it's not the only, I buy ETFs and shit like that, which are just a collection of stocks compiled into one big stock, and opposed to individual ones. They fall like different sectors. So like if you do shit like that, like that's I don't fuck with the U.S. dollar, but I realize it still has practical use nowadays. So I that's another way to fight the inflation aspect. You can get real crazy and buy physical gold and silver and shit, which I can't buy gold. I don't have the money, but I buy silver when I can.
Some silver.
I got some silver in the little safe.
Hell
like,
yeah, dude.
I mean, just in case shit ever truly hits the fan, like if the solar rays hit, EMP hits,
It's good to hang on to stuff that actually
has value. Yep. Because if it's the power outage, no crypto. Mm-hmm. Simple as that.
Yeah, you're boned.
So that's my thing with crypto too. Like, what the fuck happens if a solar flare hits us and everything goes black? Guess what? We have nothing. So you gotta have something.
That's where gold and silver come.
Yeah.
My whole bank account. Oh,
yeah.
I can't take any money off my card.
Yep.
Oh no, I can't get into the bank to take all the money.
I can't get into my bank. I can't get into my crypto wallet. I have nothing. I can't access my stocks. Yeah. Oh, you know what I have? I have a legal pistol and a shit ton of silver.
Yeah.
Like, all right, I'll be good for a little while. I can barter.
You got a car.
Some silver.
Yeah.
Rob some gas stations.
Yep.
Just for the fuel.
Just for the fuel. Yeah, you rob it just to get to the next place to rob it.
Yep.
That's a good system, low key.
Keep it going on the run.
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, the
Robert's
homeless
taking notes.
Yeah. Dude, we're
smart.
giving a lot of knowledge out tonight for a lot of different people. This is very diverse.
Everyone's like,
the homeless are kind of like
everyone's
ahead of the loop, because if shit does go to like hell in a handbasket,
they're all in
already.
great shape. Well, at least a few of them.
They've
are
got
in
metals
peak good
too.
shape.
They like hoard copper
Like
wiring
scrap.
and shit like that.
Really?
And bikes, like the aluminum and bikes, like they're gonna have all the materials with them.
Bikes are key just to ride, too.
Yeah.
If shit hits the fan, you can't just rely on traffic.
Their gas is going to be gone one day.
Yeah, facts.
So,
Yeah.
They're gonna become like the aristocrats because they're gonna have all the
Yeah.
all the
metal.
cool shit. They're gonna have all the metal, and then we're all
like
gonna
now
be
we're on
homeless.
top.
Yeah, it's like that episode of Rick and Morty when they go into that other world that Beth has
Never
in the
seen
one.
it.
I'm not a Rick and Mortyer.
Oh, that's crazy to me.
I've like something against it.
That's so
Yeah,
crazy.
I
Trust
gotta
me,
say.
from someone who doesn't like TV shows, you guys gotta watch this TV
I'm
show.
afraid of it.
What?
I don't know.
What is it? What is it? Be honest. Therapist
I've
Josh.
shit on it too long for me to like it.
Okay,
'Cause
fair
then I'm
enough.
gonna be a crazy hypocrite.
That's me with any sitcom, so I feel it. I'll
Well,
never watch a
Seinfeld?
sitcom. Never have, never will. I watched The Office and I did not like it.
Yeah, well, I
Yeah,
don't
it's The Office.
blame you, man. That show's a
How I
piece
Met
of
Your
shit.
Mother, go fuck itself. That 70s
Not a
show.
fan of that
Up
show.
your ass. Friends, I would rather not.
hate
Yeah,
Friends.
I hate
I don't want
Friends,
any of
dude.
it.
What's your take on Family Guy?
I haven't watched it in like a very long time. But
I'm a
like,
big fan, dude.
He's not.
I've seen a lot of it though. Oh, are you being sarcastic?
No,
Ansel hates the
fucking
fucking
hate
show.
it.
I used to love it, like when I was like growing
So
up.
did
'Cause
I,
it was just
yeah.
like you're a kid, like it's funny when someone says shit or like,
Yeah,
or when there's like a boob joke.
A poop joke.
Yeah, you're like this dog's talking. He said the baby wants to kill them all. Oh, it's
Hit me
like-
with the football.
yeah, it's fucking mindlessness. You know, it's
That's why it's just so stupid. Like I was watching an episode from like recent. You know the chicken. The chicken
that Peter tries to
was-
kill and shit.
There was a whole episode where they tried to like humanize the chicken, and like it was like a serious dramatic episode because the chicken was in the hospital.
Yeah.
And then Peter's like, I don't know, this fight is so pointless, and Lois is like, oh, you need to have an enemy, Peter. You need to fight. Like they tried making a very serious like episode. I'm like, dude, it's fucking Family Guy. Like,
Yeah.
they make crack jokes and like poop jokes and shit. Like, what is
don't
the
spread
show
your
trying to be?
PC bullshit.
Well, it's like not even that. It's like why are you trying to make the show so fucking serious? It's an animated show with a talking dog that drinks martinis. Like
He writes fucking love
It's a
stories or
comedy
something.
cartoon, not a drama.
Yeah.
yeah, it's like the show doesn't know what it wants to be anymore, and that's automatically shitty for any TV.
See, I think that's what happens when you make, like, let's say, 20 seasons with 20 episodes apiece. Like, I
Yeah.
think you start to come to stand. That's why Mac Groening and The Simpsons is just fucking insane to me. But, like, I think at some points you just run into, like, standstills where you're like, alright, well,
Oh,
what
The
about
Simpsons
this?
is really
Oh, we did
bad.
that in season 3 episodes. You know what I mean? Like, oh, yeah, we
It's
did.
really bad.
We did do that.
South Park has an episode about that. Like The Simpsons already did it or something.
That
like
is
that.
hilarious. When Butters as, like, the villain.
Yeah, but
dude.
he's Professor Chaos.
Yes,
yeah.
dude. disrespect any. I just like hesitated. That was weird. I said like a brain fart. My body just like froze in mid time. God was like, no, don't talk shit about South Park. I wasn't, bro. But like, now South Park, bro. On any show, you can shit on any show. South Park's always been good.
I love South Park.
Cause they'll get woke. PC principle, but they'll like make fun of it the whole time. Make him a douchebag. Yeah, no matter what goes on in the world, they'll talk about it, but they'll never like. It's not like they'll side with something like Trump and shit. On like the political aspect, they had the teacher as Trump, and he was openly fucking hilarious. Yeah. Like like they weren't like they didn't take sides. They were just making jokes.
Did you see the Tweak episode about that? It was on today before we came here.
Bro, was it the whites? Was it that episode?
That is a good episode. I think it was from the season before that.
Okay.
It was, so, I don't know, Tweak made a video or something, and then, like, the president kept being like, yeah, Tweak isn't afraid of you, China or North Korea.
Yeah.
And then they're like, yeah, he's so not scared right now that he's at the amusement park. And like Tweak's freaking out the whole time. He's like, they have missiles.
They fire a nuke over his house, dude.
Yeah, and he's just sitting there waiting to detonate. He's freaking out, and then the president keeps tweeting and making it worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tweak's not afraid.
Yeah, Tweak's not scared.
He's reading the tweet, and he's like, no, like panic.
That's mad.
It really is a good episode. Yeah, but South Park has stayed consistently great for as long as it's been on. It's because they make those episodes pretty quickly. Like
yeah, we were talking about that when I was with you guys the other day. Yeah, it's crazy.
So
I didn't know.
They stay really, really fucking topical like that. They always have fucking like, as soon as something happens, like a week later,
it's all
you
modern.
know there's gonna be a South Park episode about it,
Absolutely,
and it's gonna be fucking hilarious. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's like the exception to the rule that after a while most shows get really shitty.
Yeah.
Because they're in what, season 22?
Oh, they gotta be.
Grey's
They started
Anatomy
like the 90s, so yeah.
I can't stand
Grey's Anatomy's still going on.
Yeah, apparently.
My mom watched
That's
it
the doctor show, right?
Yeah.
Dude, I didn't know that shit was still happening.
20 seasons.
What do they talk about at this point?
That's like the Young and the Reckless type thing, like that soap opera. Dude, they're on season like 40.
They're still going?
Oh, I swear to God, they're still
like
making
a continuous plot?
I've never seen a show. I know one time I looked at it, and it's literally said, you know, like things will say like S whatever, E for a season episode. So it was like season 30 something, like late 30s. I was like, dude, what the hell is going on?
Crazy.
Who is watching this at noon on a Wednesday? Because it was a new episode at noon on a Wednesday on channel like 8 or something.
87-year-old people are watching it. No, it's my favorite show.
Yeah, it's like a Family Feud type. I don't want to shit on Steve Harvey because I fucking love Steve Harvey, but like, you know, who the hell is watching
this cool mustache
Family Feud during the day?
It's always on Shaun the Barber's. Every time I go there to get like a haircut, Family Feud is always on.
It's fucking weird.
It's easy watching.
Yeah.
That's like the problem, but also like the escape mechanism for a lot of people. A lot of people want to escape the real life happenings of the world by just completely ignoring them and isolating and drowning them out in drugs, substances, or watching something like that. Yeah, so it's like TV for me, bro. I'm gonna get really conspiratorial here. Break it down. Television. Tell-a-vision. I'm going to tell you a vision. I'm going to tell you what to think and what to do. You know what I mean? Shit like that. Yeah. So it's like, again, I'm not fucking saying.
Deep in.
I'm just saying, I'm very conspiratorial. I'm never going to be shy of that. But like, dude, like, they're projecting what you should be seeing and watching and what you should be thinking. That's why when shows like South Park come out, it's very refreshing to me because it's like, they'll present the information, but not in the way that The Daily Show does it, or the way that Fox News does it.
They do it in a funny way, like a good way.
It doesn't tell you how to think, whereas a lot of those news shows do. And you're right, like a TV, I guess like the most root idea of a TV is something that broadcasts messages to everyone. It's like whatever you want. There's like subliminal messages and shit.
Oh, dude, that runs deep. That runs deep.
That's a deep.
That runs deep as fuck. I mean, you look at what TV started out as. It started out as news. As news, just news channels. Why the fuck was that? Well, let's think about that. Operation Mockingbird by the CIA, which is a known, proven conspiracy, if you want to call it that. That's a fact.
It's not a conspiracy at that point.
Yeah, at that point, exactly. Fact, Mockingbird, the CIA would work with, I think it was with the DO. It was definitely the CIA. I don't want to speculate at this point. CIA would pay off news anchors and news organizations and papers to literally spread false information or alternate. Yeah, dude. And it's like, you think that's a coincidence that the only news outlets at the time, the only channels at the time were news outlets for a while? You know what I mean? Like, dude, it's always been this systemic nonsense. It's like, you turn on the news and You know what? All right, I'm gonna derail for a sec. Let me rant for a sec because I've been holding this one in. For me, it's like I don't care if you have biased news. I really don't. I just want your biased news to be biased on both sides. So I want you to have your bias. If you want to be CNN and promote the left, sure. But at the same time, also tell the facts of what's happening on the right. Kyle Rittenhouse. Every news fucking organization in the country made him seem like a white supremacist piece of shit.
Yeah.
This guy did not commit a fucking hate crime.
No, self-defense.
He got hit by a skateboard, and someone tried to rip. Do I think he should have been walking around with an assault rifle? Probably not.
Probably,
Big
yeah.
Second Amendment proponent.
Yeah.
Don't think he should have, though.
Wasn't the best idea.
No.
Yeah, you kind of asked.
He's lucky he had it though.
He
Yeah.
would have been dead.
Yeah.
He would have been fucking dead. So, what, you know?
Those are the two sides.
Yeah. Dude, he went to help put out fires and protect small businesses. A fucking, what is he, 17 or 18-year-old kid
Yeah.
who was made to be the face of white supremacy in the alt-right nowadays
Yeah.
by left news outlets. That is biased news without all the information. They purposely suppress the manipulated information for weeks on weeks. That's bullshit. Let's think of another one here. Let's go to the Fox News. Weapons of mass destruction for the Iraq War.
Oh my god, dude.
That was the most devastating lie in the history of this country, if you ask me. Because look, what is it? I think it's 800,000 Middle Eastern and I think it's mainly Iraqi civilians have died through that time, just alone from that fucking war. Those are innocent people who will never get their lives back.
Yeah.
Not to mention the U.S. citizens and the foreign, so it's
Yeah.
that lie caused ridiculous amounts of murder. And it was a lie. You know why it was a lie? And it was biased because they didn't look at it from a skeptical position. Okay, show us the evidence of weapons. There was none. So how are you going to report that if there are none?
Yeah.
Well, it's like people stop caring about evidence if there's a giant terrorist attack only months prior.
Yes.
It's kind of like, oh, that's a little.
Everyone's
So-
amped up to like, okay.
Yeah, they're like,
Patriot
okay,
Act.
let's
Yeah,
do it.
yeah. Oh, well, this happened, so you can spy on everybody. Sure, we don't care.
Yeah, and then it's only after a couple of years, and the shock wears off, and you're like, wait a minute, like
That was
what
kind
is
of
that?
fucked up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
It's like but yeah, that
Heat of the
fucking
moment.
I mean, wars make money. It's a very
It's
very easy way to make money if you're in a government is to just go to war, make money on all sides.
absolutely.
So when the economy's down, there's usually a war, which is
Bring it
looking
back
like
up,
it's gonna
yeah.
repeat itself pretty
I-
soon. Yeah.
It's crazy.
I don't want to get a buzz cut when I have to.
I don't think we'll have to go. I'm pretty sure there's.
I
enough-
can't get drafted personally. I have mental
Oh,
illness history, so
hell
I don't think
yeah.
they can draft me.
I mean, if it gets bad, they're just gonna. Stop.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
No, you're in.
But this guy had depression and anxiety. I don't give a fuck. Give him an assault rifle.
Like put him in.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, there's like enough private military contracting companies in the United States where the government can just give out contracts to them type shit, like kind of how they did in like Afghanistan.
Yeah.
What was it, Blackwater?
Yeah,
Blackwater, Lockheed, Skunk Works,
Shit
all
like
the,
that.
yeah.
They can just hire those dudes and then supersede the need for a draft for at least a couple of years. Because I mean, how many active service members are in the military? At least a couple million, right? Active service members.
I don't even know if it's millions. Maybe with reserves. I don't think it's that many though. I really don't. I think there's hundreds of thousands. I don't know if it's breaking millions though for active duty.
Shit,
I
there's gotta
really.
be at least a million.
I gotta
You need
look
at
that
least
up.
a million, dude.
How many active military members are there in the U.S.?
Please say a high
Here's an
number.
answer from Wikipedia RG. The Armed Forces.
Thanks for just not giving me an
I
answer.
hate that. Siri doesn't understand.
Let me pull up
sometimes.
Wikipedia. What's the point of even having Siri on your phone?
Dude, it's
She's such a
crazy. It's crazy.
Fucking dummy.
She's great for asking her to change to the next song. Like Siri,
Even
next song.
then, you can just go on your AirPods now and fucking
Yeah.
tap them. Siri's obsolete, dude.
Okay, well, it doesn't give me an actual fucking... It gives me the break. Okay, there's 1.4 million active.
Okay.
Okay, fair enough.
Woo.
That's promising. Okay.
Okay,
I
yeah.
wonder how many are in the Space Force. But,
Dude, I'm joining the
That's
Space
where
Force
I'm trying to go,
next
man.
that shit's a great idea. We can talk about that after. But what were you saying? I'm sorry. You were making a point.
Shit, was I?
Think about the military.
Military, the
Yeah.
kind of the
Oh.
complex and the...
Oh yeah. If there's enough PMCs, then we won't have to go. Probably. Hopefully nothing happens and everyone just fucking chills out for a little bit. Because me personally, I could give a shit less if Russia doesn't want Ukraine to join NATO. I'm like, why is that my fucking business, dude?
Yeah, that's
I live
the-
all the way over here. Like, it's kind of like selfish and stupid of our leaders to put us in these situations.
Yeah.
we're going
We
to
have nothing to do
die
with.
for some shit that we do not care about. Like, I've not met a single American person who's been like, I'm very passionate about this. Ukraine has to join NATO. I fucking love NATO.
I agree with you. Hear me out. There is definitely a lot of people who believe that, though. I
That's
swear to God.
crazy.
Dude, there's
That's wild.
hardcore Republicans out there who will believe anything the right wants.
I mean-
Same with the left, of course, but the right loves war. The left seems to love war recently, too, which is fucking weird, because they're the left.
I think most
Same
decent
thing.
people, if they,
Literally, yeah.
I think most decent people, if you present them with the same scenario of like, do you think it's worth going to war that Russia won't let a small country join?
They have nothing to do with
And they'd
anymore
be like,
since the
"I don't
fall
give
of
a
the
fuck,
fucking
dude."
Yeah.
They're like, dude, what's the score of the Patriots game? Like, nobody fucking cares. People here care about sports and shit.
That relates to the television that I was speaking of. The suppression of
Yeah.
actual caring information, the metaverse, the internet, social media. You're told what to say, what to think, and what to care about, and what not. You can care about Ukraine and Russia in these jurisdictions. You can care about COVID as long as you're listening to this information.
Yeah, literally.
It's all curated, bro. They want you to know exactly what they want you to know, and nothing more, nothing less. It's sometimes less. Less is better, but like I agree, bro. On average, I just said bro like 8 fucking times in 3 seconds there. On average, bro, people are like, people don't want to kill people. I agree, but they vote for people to kill people. Obama killed civilians with drone strikes. Bush did. Name a fucking president who isn't a serial killer.
Yeah,
I'd
no, they've
pay
all
you
got
money if
blood
you
on
can
their
tell me
hands.
one president's not a serial killer.
They gave the green lights.
Every one of them, bro. Every fucking one of them. And then you got Stellar Wind with the NSA and the CIA that Snowden exposed. That the fact that every single civilian in the country, in the world, is being You guys know Alex Jones?
Yeah.
Alex Jones had to testify before a January 6th thing, like within the last couple of days. They pulled up text messages from his iPhone.
That's crazy.
Yeah, of course they have access to everything.
That is no, I know that, but it's like, when I hear it out loud, I'm still even like,
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's a little concerning. Like, especially, it's just happened so fast. There hasn't been a lot of time for people to be like, is this really what we want?
yeah.
You know, because usually change was like a process that kind of occurred over a couple decades in America. And then
Now
all of a
swept.
yeah,
Yeah.
now it's like almost overnight.
Well, that's like the Ray Kurzweil type of innovation scale, the singularity is near type of thing. That's with
yeah.
AI and robots and shit, but that kind of correlates to all things. Don't even worry about it, though.
I was like, oh shit.
It kind of correlates to all things because the rate of exponential growth in every sector in life is just on an upward spiral that is unprecedented
Ever
in
since
history.
World War II.
Ever since we got that Nazi scientist.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
like, I don't know. We started paperclip and we've exceeded in everything since.
It wasn't just NASA either. I've went really down some real rabbit holes of like Nazi scientists and what they did, and there are people who think that Mengele or whatever his name was,
Okay.
survived, and then became like the chief operator of like MK Ultra, but that's just like, I don't know. I haven't done enough research to say if it's bullshit.
Well,
or
MK
not.
Ultra was
That was a real thing. That
practiced
happened.
by the Nazis originally. That's a fact.
Oh, it
The
was?
Nazis were experimenting with very large quantities of psychedelics and extreme torture of the mind, trying to break subconscious and reprogram thought processes.
Well, that just adds another layer to this.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know what's even funnier? I never correlated that till I learned that the CIA was made right after World War II.
Yeah, there used to be something else.
Yep.
Like the OSA.
Yeah. They were
That's-
officially
that.
functioned as the CIA right after Paperclip, more or
Yes,
less.
no,
So
yeah,
it's-
and then they went rogue eventually.
Yep.
I mean,
Oh, dude. I mean, have you? I don't want to get banned from. Fuck it. Fuck you, too. I'm gonna get banned anyways, dude. Fucking. What's the name of it? The Founders Club. The Founders.
I've heard
Group.
of this.
Dude, you want to talk about child trafficking and satanic practices?
Oh,
Not-
the Finders.
The Finders. Did I say
Yeah,
Founders?
yeah,
The Finders.
I'm hip to the Finders.
Dude,
man.
these people. Okay, my knowledge is very skewed compared to how much I know about other sects of this type of area. They would have a multi-international cabal of sex trafficking rings going on.
Yeah, no, it's real. There's multiple too. Like, to back up your thing and the Finders cult or whatever. I remember a big thing was like there was facilities built under schools and shit, and then people were like, "Oh no, that's bullshit. That's totally made up." But there was evidence that one of the schools they were like digging up like concrete and shit
What
like
the
that,
fuck?
and digging into tunnels and shit like that, and like
That's horrifying.
daycare centers in California.
Jesus Christ.
And then another thing is like, if you want to look at another aspect of sex trafficking, look up Mark Dutroux. I don't know if you ever heard about him. He's
Maybe.
from Finland, one of those Scandinavian countries, but he dead ass ran like a sex ring, dude. Like a child sex ring, like produced snuff, going to that kind of shit. Like, but he got away with it for so many years, dude. And like his case was like really publicized and shit like that.
That's like a Jimmy Savile type thing.
Yeah, there was heavy evidence, dude. At one point, they went to Bro's house, like the cops did, and the guy, like the lead investigator, was in the house talking to him, and they could literally hear screams of the people who were being... He had a torture room and everything. Like, this is all proven. People who were in his fucking torture room, and the cop didn't do anything. And then when his, like, subordinate was like, dude, should we probably go check that out? He was like, who's in charge here? Me or you? Like,
so it was correlation between the
there was
officials.
politicians involved. The judge got removed from the case at
What's
one
this
point.
guy's name? I'm gonna write this
Mark
shit down.
Dutroux. M-A-R-C and then some...
Man, I told myself I wasn't gonna do
European
conspiracies tonight, but fuck me, am I not gonna go down a rabbit hole?
Yeah, dude,
Can you spell his name? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I got you. The Mark Dutroux rabbit hole is actually fucking very depressing.
Holy shit. That's the thing, man. This whole... Oh, man, every episode I do, I tell myself I'm not gonna mention the cabal of doing fucking sex trafficking and shit. Every fucking episode, I tell myself in my head, okay, this is the one where I don't talk about this. It happens like 9 times out of 10.
Well, it's real, and you can't.
That's
really
the thing.
deny
It's
it
the
at this point.
anything you want to talk about in the world that's going on that's bad or whatever. Nothing is even equivalent to what's going on here. It's nothing even comes close to us how fucked up this is in any regard of life.
I think a lot of it though is like people are kind of grouping all conspiracies together.
Yeah.
But there are some conspiracies you can say that really do have a lot of evidence pointing towards that they're like the sex trafficking thing. It's fucking real.
Overwhelming amount. I'd say, and I'm a very big proponent that 9/11 was an orchestrated attack. I'd say there's more evidence that an intercontinental sex trafficking organization with elite and powerful people is going on. I'd say that's more apparent and evident than the fact that 9/11 was an orchestrated attack.
No, it is. At this point, it is. There's
Jimmy
more.
Savile, Jeffrey Epstein, Finders Club, CIA, the man you just mentioned.
Yeah,
I haven't known that
Detroit,
story,
bro.
but I have to look into that. There is Marina Abramovich, who does the spirit cooking with who?
Oh my God, that
with John and
Pizzagate
Tony
shit.
Podesta. Say whatever you want about Pizzagate, and that's going to get us banned, and then pick up the keyword. As soon as this video gets uploaded, it's going right to Spotify, because they're banning this account. This account's fucking gone already.
Oh,
they banned my
sorry,
last
dude.
2 podcasts ago, they banned me. They
banned
gave
your
me
Instagram,
a warning. I've been banned on Instagram 3 times.
Blacklisted
Jesus
desperado.
Christ.
dude.
I'm done.
You heard about what the IRS did?
No.
Every bank account over $600, they have full access to. They get to look at all.
Oh,
the
that sounds
different-
fucking
Your
reasonable.
Cash App too.
Cash App.
Oh, I knew about the Cash App shit, yeah.
It's everything. Anything over $600.
Fuck.
They can go blow it up their ass, dude. I fucking hate the IRS.
It's fucked.
If you're an IRS agent, actually, you're a piece of shit.
You're
who
almost
wants
as bad
that
as a
job?
CIA sex operative.
Who wants that job? Like, who wakes up and be like, I'm gonna be somebody in my career that everyone hates.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be an IRS agent. My dream, ever since I was a little kid, was to work for the IRS. Like, that's
And give people a hard time.
That's fucking no one.
Yeah. For
So
real.
to be the type of person who's like, yeah, I can do this for work. It's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Tax man, piece of shit. Worse than fucking meter maids.
I got a ticket the other day at work. I got 2 tickets. My first day back there, I got a ticket, and I was like, nice. And then I had to take my other car to work because it was snowing out the other morning. And got back to my car, $25 ticket. And I was like,
Those
phenomenal.
bastards in
Yeah.
Milton.
With them quotas, bro. With
Yeah.
them ticket
Those
It was
quotas.
the end of the month, so they really
Yep.
need that.
Yeah.
That's such a stupid rule. You guys need to give a minimum of 25 tickets
It's
per month.
insane. It's absolutely
A
insane.
minimum ticketing is stupid because that could be explained by nothing else except that the
Greed.
city
Money
needs
hungry
money.
greed, yeah,
the
yeah.
city needs money, so you're gonna have to give 25 tickets. But then there's also that shit. Remember when the state police were like running scams?
I remember hearing about
When
it.
they
I
were
don't remember
like
anything about
scanning
that.
people's license plate numbers, which I guess they couldn't do. in the
Oh
parking
yeah,
lots.
they have a truck that does that. They have a truck that just goes around and scans the license plates. If you have a warrant or anything, they'll pull you over type shit.
But they were like pinging people's cars if they had warrants and shit in parking lots and like putting like notices or whatever, like waiting for them to come out. Like yeah, they were like really.
That's really Orwellian.
Yeah,
That's
it's not
really fucking very police state.
Yo, if you ever-
Leninist type
if you ever-
shit,
if you ever
like
wanna hear
Vladimir
some-
Lenin type of fucking idea.
If you ever want to hear
shit.
some dirt about Massachusetts and the city in general, get Tom Ho on this podcast.
Oh, dude, I need Tom Ho on this.
Yeah.
Why haven't I thought of
Get
that?
Tom on this podcast, dude. The corruption here runs deep.
Like he'll go into it.
Yeah.
Fucking love to, bro.
It's bad. I don't know enough about it to speak on it, but like from what he said, like in certain key people, like even like the well, I'm not gonna talk about it because he's not here or whatever, but like
Stay tuned for that podcast.
Yeah, he
folks.
has-
I'm gonna work on that as soon as we're done with this.
he has info.
Fuck yeah.
He's got info, dude. Valuable info. You could crack this thing like an egg.
Fuck yeah.
Everyone
Why?
got real pissed after the homeless comments.
Everybody clicked
Yeah,
off.
yeah. There's like two guys watching. One's the CIA operative and one's an IRS guy.
They're like, okay. They're like,
Keep talking. Keep incriminating yourselves, you
What do you
pieces
know?
of shit.
Yeah.
Now you know who's real good at talking? Fucking Ted Gunderson. Another segue. I'm getting good at segues. You guys know Ted Gunderson?
The name's familiar. He sounds like kind of like a Texas oil guy.
He was better than that. He ran COINTELPRO. He was that
Oh
guy.
yeah, okay.
Which
so
very big fuck up on his part. He acknowledged that later on in life. He was the head of the FBI for I think it was L.A. and he was in line to be the head of L.A. for California, like the whole state,
Okay.
something like that. He came out and started saying crazy shit.
Did
This
he?
guy was a lifelong law enforcement, literally FBI guy, very straightforward, head of a fucking bureau in his town. He started saying he talked about the Finders Club. He
They
said,
suicided him?
"Oh, he died. He died. Dude, I think he got poisoned. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
There's so many deaths. Most of them are suicides, like Avicii, Isaac Cappy.
Oh, the Isaac Cappy shit is fucking insane, bro. That's a black belt. The guy from
Chester.
Thor.
Yeah, there's a lot of
The
people.
guy from Thor.
I say we unravel that after if you guys want to get down on that. Honestly, I don't give a fuck. I'll do it. I'm gonna get banned. I don't care. We're just talking what's happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ted Gunderson. He talked about 9/11. He talked about the assassination of MLK. Like the fact that the government wanted him dead. He talked about a major assassin. I really beg you guys to look into this guy. Like you gotta use like DuckDuckGo or something. This guy's fucking.
DuckDuckGo.
It's like it's not Google.
It's better.
But my problem with DuckDuckGo is it uses the same fucking search mechanism as Google. It's constructed the same way. It just presents different information, but Google still has a connection to it. I haven't found an actual fucking platform that doesn't have a connection, which is like, it's like if you want a website, you need it on the Amazon fucking thing. Like you know what I mean?
Oh
Like,
yeah, Amazon servers.
There's
yeah.
monopolies
Or
and all these
Microsoft
things.
servers.
Yeah, there's
Your poison,
the free
dude.
speech is just it's ridiculously slim, but. Yeah, but dude, he was going balls to the wall saying that like there's a huge cabal of elitists with islands. He told Alex Jones about Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh, dude. And Jones was on Epstein years before.
He's how I learned about him. I used to
Yeah.
listen to Jones religiously, and when I was freshman in high school, I heard him talking one day on InfoWars. I think it was probably on YouTube still. I think it was a YouTube like live stream or video stream, and he was like, "Yeah, I can't do an Alex Jones." He's like, "They got these islands, and they follow the politicians. His name's Jeffrey Epstein, and they blackmail him, and they have sex with the kids, and then they sacrifice the kids underground." And I was like, "What the fuck's he talking about?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "This is weird." But then I was like, I take everything back then I took everything as truth. Now I take things with a grain of salt. So if like I had a flat Earth podcast, I took it with everything with a grain of salt. I didn't come out of it a flat earther. If someone back in the day when I was going through this said, "Oh, flat Earth," I'd be like, "Oh, flat Earth." Like, you know what I mean?
Dude.
Yeah, I swear it's real. How? I don't know, but it's
Look at the
real.
horizon.
Yeah. So it's nothing against flat Earth people either. I don't want to disrespect anyone because
They're in the comments.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have so many people hating on me right now. But
Like, what is this?
yeah. It's just, man, yeah, Ted Gunderson, and he was very, very established in the area of knowing these types of things and shit like that. He was obviously very well informed, and he had a lot to lose by doing this, but he did
Yeah.
it. And with the COINTELPRO, he openly admitted, "Listen, I fucked up on this. It was a psyop, and it was a mistake, and it was a lack of judgment on my behalf," which I actually respect because
Yeah.
it wasn't a half-assed type of thing. Like, it was very official.
Well, yeah, clearly if he leaks everything, he does feel some kind of remorse for what he
Yeah,
did.
100%.
He feels the need to
He
tell
mu-
the truth
yeah.
about it.
Yeah, and he was like very, very vocal. Like it wasn't like he was sugarcoating things. He was fucking like the Finders Club. They would have children. They would wear white robes. They would get a goat and then cut the goat's head off, hand it to the children. Like he would be, you know what I mean? Like he
Yeah.
knew. He was like, this is what they're doing, how they're doing it, and why they're doing it. You know the thing about the fucking Finders thing? No one arrest has ever been made that I've found.
Yeah, no, that shit got shut down. The FBI took it over and then nothing came.
Yeah, then nothing happened. That was a
FBI
legit cover-up from our fucking enforcement agencies.
Well, the documents got leaked, and I'm pretty sure in the documents they said, oh, it's compromised, there's some agents who are in on it and everything like that, and then you got shut down quick.
Agent provocateurs, bro. That's historic and shit. I mean, that's why a lot of people think that, I'm not saying I do, and I'm not speculating, so don't put words in my mouth, anybody. That's why a lot of people think mass shootings aren't legitimate, for the most part, because they think it's agent provocateurs and government-run people or whatever, which I don't get into that space because I don't want that hate. Yeah. And even if I did believe it, which I'm not saying I do or don't.
Like, are you serious?
Yeah, there's two things I don't touch. Children getting shot by people, and that's pretty much it, actually. I'll talk about anything else.
Well, you know, I mean...
That's where I draw the line, though, because that's...
I was about to say, the way Alex Jones fucked up his career and his credibility was by saying that Sandy Hook was fake.
Yeah, that was a very big mistake.
When really he got a lot of things right before that, and he was still kind of considered a whack job, but that kind of put the nail in his coffin.
Yeah.
He was right, and he's continued to be proved right to this day. Like
track record's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, he's got a solid track record.
Pretty good. He's got a lot of hiccups. Said to turn the frogs gay. Guess what? They were. They were turning the frogs asexual. Like, I don't know what... like, he said Bohemian Grove, they were going in the woods and worshiping owls and sacrificing shit. Guess
he
what?
was the first person in there.
Yeah. Guess what? You know the story about that? He got paid by, like, some news guy to go in. As, like, a young guy. Like, hey, we'll pay you. And, like, he snuck in and everything. He was like, oh, yeah. And I guess, like, he was, like... It's very, like... There's a lot... I'm nothing against it. There's very a lot of homosexual shit going on in there.
Oh, yeah.
He was like, I'd go in, I'd get hit on all the... That was pretty good for Alex compared to what I did earlier. He was like, yeah, I'd get hit on all the time and fucking, like, random people, like, celebrities would come up. Yeah.
They're super gay.
Yeah. Well, Bohemian Grove's fucking weird because it started off liberal, and then the conservatives took it over. Now it's all conservative.
Well, I think honestly that liberal and conservative thing is kind of just a ruse by these people because they're on different sides of the spectrum, but they come from the same place.
Two wings of the same bird.
Like they're both going to Yale and joining Skull and Bones. Doesn't matter where they end up on the political spectrum.
Yeah.
Like
that's valid.
Yeah, like I feel like anyone who's there, doesn't matter. Like you could be either. You're still probably a piece of shit.
Yeah, you're still gonna be compromised in some way.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, that's the whole thing. It's like, you know, this is going to connect. You know how I was saying the shit about the news being biased and all that? Another one, Jeffrey Epstein story. I've never seen such a major story get such little coverage in anything in my whole life.
Well, you know, it came out, remember, there was some article.
Vanity Fair?
Yeah, by Vanity Fair.
And Rolling Stone and ABC. All had information on what was going on. All three of them got shut down by their executives.
Because there was
that should be... I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
That should be enough to arrest every single one of those fucking people. And I don't believe in torture, but torture them until they fucking die. Mm-hmm. Because they had information that could have prevented countless other attack victims and not ruined these many, many lives for the rest of their lives. And they fucking did not. They did not.
See the documentary, the Epstein documentary?
I have a book called Traffic King, and I've seen that thing like 8 times.
Mm-hmm.
I got obsessed with the Epstein story because it's so blatantly obvious that this man was not who he said he was. He had 2 planes, a helicopter, a mansion in New Mexico, a house in Paris, a New York house, and a private fucking island. He was the money manager for was it Lex Wessner or Lex the Victoria's Secret guy.
Wessner.
Yeah. Dude, this guy had such big clientele, he was given properties and planes as gifts. Who the fuck gives that to someone who isn't even financially literate? You know Brett Weinstein?
Is it the director guy?
No, he's like a very he was a professor of this college called Evergreen, and he's like an I think he's an economist.
Okay.
Very credited and very intelligent man. Like you hear this guy, he's got a podcast called the Dark Horse Podcast. He's friends with Rogan and Sam Harris and Jordan Peterson, like those types of guys. Very, very intelligent guy. He's met Epstein in person. As soon as he saw him, he's like, this guy's fucking full of shit.
He's bullshit.
This is a guy who literally, you got to hear this guy just talk to know how intelligent Brett Weinstein is. He was like, this guy doesn't know anything. He's like, I don't know who this guy is, who the hell's trusting him with money, but he is not who he says he is. That's the first time he met him. Oh, he also had a house in Florida that got raided numerous times because girls would go home to their parents or get caught in school with $100 bills, and they'd say, "Where'd you get that?" They said, "An old man paid me to give me a massage and would touch my breasts." That happened in the 2000s, and they fucking...
You ever seen the footage of the raid inside of his house?
I didn't know there was footage. Wait,
Oh, yeah,
in the Florida house?
Yeah,
I've seen. I don't even like the island. No, I've seen the Florida.
I
one,
think
yeah.
I think there is video of the island getting raided.
Sorry, I don't mean to get so hyped. It's fucking.
I think it got
ridiculous.
seized
That's
though.
crazy.
I think there was footage, but it never
Oh, yeah.
came out of what was at that island.
Well, the thing about the Jeffries Island is that's not that house you see. That's not real.
Yeah.
That's not a real.
Jeffy.
That's not a real house.
Yeah, it's a false door.
It's plywood and paint.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a YouTube. Everyone listening, if you are curious, go to YouTube, look up "We Are Change." It's called the YouTube channel. It's got 800,000. Great guy. His name's Luke. He's friends with Tim Dillon,
Okay.
and he does like the Tim Dillon. I'm not Tim Pool. He does the Tim Pool podcast, which is fucking amazing. I'm digressing, but he snuck onto Epstein's island. This guy Luke from We Are Change, and he recorded the whole thing. It's an amazing. I'll send you guys. You guys gotta see this. I showed it to my grandmother because I was talking about her this recently. She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Look at this," and she's like, "Huh?" She's like, "That doesn't look like a billionaire's." I'm like, "No, it does look like a billionaire's island's house. It looks like a bunch of fucking plywood with paint on it." So what the hell is inside that tiny structure? Well, I'll tell you nothing. You know
Goes
what's in there?
down.
Goes down. If you look at his island, it's on a mountain.
Goes down, dude.
You think
They got
this?
a vault.
Dude, he had a helicopter pad. He had fucking private security things. He had all boats. He had all this, and he just has a little shack on a private island in the middle of the Caribbean. Get the fuck out of
That
here.
never looked like, when I saw pictures of his house, it never looked like anything special.
Nothing.
Well, I think
I always thought it was Photoshop.
no, he has a house there. There's like an actual house there. There's
On the island?
Yeah, I've actually seen there's a training manual that leaked.
You're right. You
The
know what?
Epstein employee training manual leaked, and it was for that island. But the temple's on like the far side.
That
to
is the
east.
temple. I fucked up there because I'm thinking that video now. He goes around and there is like a little like a patio area with like
Yeah.
tables and like there's a chair made out of horns and skin on the island.
Yeah, no, it's fucked.
Fucking weird.
Like human skin or what
I don't
kind
know.
of skin?
I don't know.
Probably.
I don't know. You look at this thing. It looks like a Game of Thrones type of thing. Like it's just like that big, just bones or
Thrones.
teeth or something.
That's crazy.
And then he's like gargoyle statues throughout the whole thing. But dude, it's fucking weird. I mean, who hangs out with a pedophile after he's convicted of being a pedophile? I'll tell you who. The fucking royal family,
Yeah.
former
Yeah.
presidents, self-proclaimed medical experts, aka Bill Gates. I mean, dude, these people are.
Stephen Hawking.
Steve, was he?
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't know that one. I don't want. There's a lot of people that I could speculate. I don't want to sit here for 7 hours and list off people you
Go into
associate
each of
with
them.
because there is just. I would say a good one, Kevin Spacey. 'cause
Avery
that's a
second
good
I've
one.
been to that island. There's a real image, dude. He's on the manifest.
Oh,
Somebody photoshopped that?
Yeah, he's photoshopped on the manifest.
that's actually
so-
hilarious. Man, it's I just.
I think Tom made that photo too.
He did.
And he was like, take it down because he posted it on Twitter.
Oh
Oh
my
my
god.
god,
Dude.
that'll ruin some lives.
Tom made a sweet edit of Avery as
At the riots, at the Capitol riots.
Yeah.
January 6 riots.
Yep.
Oh my
And
god.
then he made an edit of his face on Kyle Rittenhouse's
Oh my
body.
god.
It's like-
Avery and him kind of look like.
It looks similar. Sorry, Avery, but you guys look
I
similar.
can kind of see that actually.
So you gotta look at them like side to side.
Yeah.
He's like Rittenhouse, dude.
Fuck.
He's got
man.
that Rittenhouse vibe.
Fuck, man.
No, yeah, it goes deep. It goes deep, and it's really sad
It's
that nobody gives a fuck. But it kind of seems like it's too big to fail at this point. 'Cause
yeah,
it's worldwide.
dude. It's
This shit is global, like global.
That's the thing. You think this was the one operation? You think him and Ghislaine?
Oh, no
you
way.
think
There's-
that
there's
was
not
fucking?
one
You think
group.
those were the masterminds? Look at those fucking retards. You think those are the
I
masterminds?
saw an article.
They're
like,
patsies.
Gislaine's like, I don't know, giving everything up. She's like, I'll tell names. She was like, I'm dropping names.
That nothing's been made from the courts. That's all. I know. I wish she would, but fucking nothing. No one's been arrested.
I thought there was
No
no
one's-
option for a plea deal.
There's no
Apparently
repercussions.
She's trying to. I saw an article. the other day.
Damn,
I didn't
dude.
read into it. I just read the headline.
I hope she spoils everything.
That's ridiculous that they didn't give that option for a plea deal.
right, right.
Why? Wait, why didn't they allow that?
A little weird, right?
I never thought
No
about that.
No reason. They were just
I'm
like,
not saying she should get a lesser sentence, but I think that taking that off the
Usually-
table is absolutely ridiculous.
Usually they want as much information as possible.
Yeah,
on
especially about
everybody.
something like this,
Yeah,
where
but
it
they're
was.
like, nope, nope. Yeah, we're not gonna need that plea deal. Don't bother.
The side that the media never covered, they didn't cover fucking anything, but the main thing for me is the fact that he was into dark shit.
Oh,
Obviously, child shit is dark, but I'm talking like.
They're occultists. You even look at the layout of his temple. Dude.
Yeah,
There's occult
they're into
significance to
occultism,
that.
they're into sacrifice,
But
they're
this
into
is no. It's no
magic, if you want to call it magic.
Yeah.
I mean,
They
that
go
Vanity
deep on
Fair
that shit.
reporter woman, I'm blanking on her name. She was threatened by Epstein directly when she was working on the story. She was
Oh,
being
that
told
was
her
the
comments.
documentary, right?
She said, yeah,
I
you know what she
remember
said? I believe it was her. I haven't watched that in a while, but I'm pretty sure it was her. He said to her, "I know, you're pregnant with twins, right? I know a lot of doctors in I don't know where she was from,
Yeah,
your area.
I remember seeing this.
It would be a shame if I got a witch doctor on you. Like,
Yeah.
what? What the fuck does that mean?
I remember.
You don't
Oh,
ju-
they're all in on
You don't just threaten someone with a witch doctor. That's a very, what are we, in the medieval times? What are we,
Yeah.
in Baton Rouge, like with friggin' voodoo? No, they're in New York in the friggin' 2010s.
It's real.
So
man.
what the hell was that about, you know? I think
It's
it's,
very specific.
Yeah.
Like that's
Think about-
super
yeah.
Think about going back to like Yale and the Skull and Bones. It's obviously a cult. They got checkerboard floors in there.
Oh, that's everywhere, yeah.
It's Skull and Bones, right?
Yes.
Nothing good is going on at Skull and Bones.
No.
They're all going there and they all get these same ideas about sacrifice, human
Yep.
sacrifice, shit like that. And then they come out and then they become the leaders of the world. And they're like, yeah, we're just gonna keep doing this. Works for us.
Yeah.
It's a tradition.
Yeah, they groom these individuals to take positions of power. You're not going into Skull and Bones in Yale to come out and, no disrespect to fucking, to building managers. But you're not coming out being a building manager.
Yeah.
You're coming out to be powerful in life. You're
That's where the elites go. That's elite training.
yeah, that's...
And that's what you do at the place where all elites are formed. Is
Shit, I'm signing up next week.
I'm gonna go see what it's all about.
Yeah.
I'm about to see what the hype's about at the Skull and Bones, dude.
Yeah, see, they always want the conspiracy-minded people, for the most part, which I'm not bashing on them, they always want to point to the broad term of the Illuminati, but they don't want to get into specifics a lot of the time about the Bilderberg, the
It's not one group.
the fucking, what is it, the Club of Rome,
Yeah.
Agenda 2030 types of groups, the Skull and Bones.
Yeah.
That's most Masons aren't bad, but even Freemasonry has some occultic practices to it on higher levels.
That's a rabbit hole that I'm pretty
Yeah.
acquainted with, the origins of Masonry and shit like that.
It's fucking sketchy.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, they kind of started off as like heretical Christians, and then
That's how they all start off.
Yeah, and then
That's how
and then
yeah.
after a while, they just it got a little silly. But I mean, a lot of Masonic traditions can be traced back to like Egyptian priesthood. So like shit from like the Bible, like Moses and shit like that, who's a priest of Egypt. That pretty much means like you were like a wizard of some kind, and their teachings are a combination of heretical Christendom and Egyptian traditional magic.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Did Egyptians adapt their techniques from Sumerian shit though? Wasn't that kind of an influence in some of their practicing?
That's kind of like a fringe theory in history, as far as I know, is that there was a connection between all these civilizations. Because, like, for one thing, obviously the pyramid and the ziggurat being kind of the same, and then also if you look at a lot of ancient archaeology, there's a lot of depictions of deities with these handbags, is what people call
yes,
them.
the messenger bag type thing, right?
That's a repeating motif throughout the world, across civilizations that have never had any sort of connection, as far as we know.
That's what alien ufologists and shit people like to point to.
Yeah, people say that there definitely was a lost tradition, or a shared tradition that at one point got split up. Because like I always bring up this point is there was a pharaoh in Egypt they did his autopsy as a mummy or whatever, and they found cocaine in his system. That's like a little weird. And then
South American thing.
Yeah, and then you go over to then you go over to South America, and there's like a lot of similarities between Egyptian culture and like Incan and Mayan culture. First of all, the pyramids, right? The pyramids built in the same exact layout.
Yeah.
They both use death masks, very similar, golden death. Generally, their societies are pretty much like. There's a lot of similarities, but they're not 100% the same. But there are a lot of similarities. So people are like, there may have been a shared culture or something like that, because there's pyramids all over the fucking world.
Everywhere.
Dude. Mexico, China. Yeah, I was just about to say China.
Everywhere has them in some scale.
Yeah.
And what's even the weird thing is, and I'm sorry for cutting you off again. The weird part about just the similarity of the pyramid is not just the fact they had them, the fact that they used them to communicate with gods.
Even their orientation, their layout is largely similar across every single place.
It's fucking weird. You ever see those comparisons of like the 3 doors that leads into some of the pyramids that kind of resemble the 3 doors behind the Last Supper photo that Da Vinci painted?
Well, yeah, Da Vinci was a fucking occultist.
Very weird, man.
Yeah,
very
Da Vinci
weird, man.
Was a fucking all of those Renaissance guys were into the occult.
Yeah, as was Tesla. I don't know if you know it's been a very... He claimed that he got his knowledge from demons.
Did he?
Yeah. He literally said, these ideas aren't mine, I'm getting them from entities. And he referred to them as demons sometimes, from what I've seen.
That I heard, yeah.
Not against Tesla, just saying, like...
No, neither mind.
It's fucking weird that these people
there is a shared tradition of this stuff around the world that goes back very old. It's probably one of the oldest surviving human traditions. And it's just fucking crazy that nobody talks about it. I guess now, in today's more scientific world, it's more likely to be viewed as like kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
But back in the day, before there was really any concrete science, that was, the best fucking way to interpret the world was through a religious, spiritual lens.
It's the only way to justify things, yeah. Because if it wasn't religious, it was magic.
Yeah.
You had those two distinctions, you know?
And then sometimes they were hand in hand. But yeah, I do hear people say that those two things are very distinct. But yeah, who knows, man? Who knows? The elites are up to some sketchy shit, for sure.
My weirdest thing about the elites is that they seem to be very fond of history. Obviously, as many people, if you repeat history, if you don't look at history, do repeat it. So they're very speculative and observant on the history of things. I mean, you look at Rockefellers, Rothschilds, Carnegies, DuPonts. They intertwine their bloodlines with other families historically, and they'll trace back their ancestry fucking thousands of years.
They've been in power for that long.
It's insane how far back you can. They some of them will talk about how far back they go back to this guy. Crazy times.
My great ancestor.
Yeah, it's like
Billy.
It's fucking weird.
Billy.
And it's so to me it's like, I look at Göbekli Tepe. I look at the Sphinx. The
Belly Hill.
Yes. Serpent Mound, things like that.
Yeah, the Serpent Mound's fucking great.
Fucking big
that's in
too.
North America, right?
Yeah,
that's
it's big.
Ohio.
It's big too.
I was telling you about this the other day that people think that there was like a precursor to the Native American civilization because of all those burial mounds.
Absolutely, there absolutely was.
Because I guess
there absolutely was.
I heard that people have been living in the Americas like a really long time, like longer than people like. People are like, oh, people got to the Americas before that land bridge was a thing after the ice.
Oh, I wasn't thinking that far. I was thinking Templar shit. Yeah, you're thinking way back.
Yeah, like way back then there was like a civilization and they had, burial mounds.
Before the land bridge, huh?
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
Fuck.
Yeah, people say that there was something going on there already. And that a lot of the people who settled there built on top of that shit. And because they have fucking holy ground.
Well, that's what we do. We build over things that happen. I mean, you look at Paris, the fucking tunnels and catacombs of Paris.
That shit's so gross.
They have built over hundreds of thousands of dead people without a single thought. How many people have we built over in this city of past times when they didn't have proper burials and shit?
Yeah,
we're always
And even like ancient landmarks and shit, you could argue that they got like, let's say the Temple of Jupiter in Rome. So people are like, okay, that had to have been a holy site for a reason. There was something there before they built it that they built it on top of that was revered by everybody.
Yes, collectively revered. Yeah.
So like the placement of all these wonders really makes you question things and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like I know that people say that the pyramids were built over shit, and like there's ruins south of the pyramid and shit that got built over and shit like that. Like. It's crazy. They'll find like complete architecture changes the more they dig down over there.
Well, that's the thing with the in Egypt, in particular with the Sphinx. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Robert Schoch from Boston University. Yeah, that man would fucking he put the hypothesis out there. That's not even a hypothesis; it's a fact. The water erosion that is apparent on the Sphinx, the erosion of the stone from constant rainfall. Again, I tried to explain an eclipse earlier. Now I'm trying to explain water erosion. I'm not a fucking scientist. I'm not Bill fucking Nye. But, you know what I mean? Like, he's not really a scientist. Fuck that guy.
Science guy.
Yeah, fucking. Like, he's like an engineer or something. Go fuck yourself. Tell yourself what you really are, buddy. But, like you look at the water erosion on that, it predates it to a point where water wasn't apparent in the Sahara for fucking thousands of years.
Like 10,000 years type shit.
Roughly. Like, that's... So what the fuck? That is equally, if not more sophisticated in I don't know, the pyramids are pretty crazy. I don't want to undersell the pyramids. It's a huge archaeological undertaking that 10,000 years prior to Egypt being where we thought it was, that was under construction. Meaning they had to have at least 10,000 more years of progression.
Exactly.
So what you're saying about the building over, that's probably what that time frame was. It was probably building their mini shit, and then boom, they reached that part.
And then even still, like the flood and shit that he talks about, it got proven. The flood in the Bible and the shared flood story,
yes,
is in a lot of people's like creation origin
ton of
myths.
them, yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure like everyone said,
yes,
oh, there was a great flood. Then it got proven because, well, not proven, but they found the evidence for like, okay, well, what could flood the Earth? Realistically, one of the polar ice caps melting, or multiple polar ice caps.
Is that the Younger Dryas?
Yeah,
is that what that? Okay,
they found the impact zone.
Yeah.
They found the crater somewhere in Canada.
You ever seen that podcast with Randall Carlson and Graham Hancock about that? It's like 5 hours on Joe Rogan.
I have. I've seen clips of that, and that's what got me into like looking it up and shit like that.
Shit's mind blowing. That's what got me into this whole archaeological aspect of things. I didn't know how crazy it was until these guys started talking about what you're saying, the Younger Dryas basically, and the suppression and the apparent evidence of archaeological history that's been going on. It's fucking crazy.
They get rid of it, dude. I don't know. That's what a lot of scientists do. There's something that doesn't fit in with the popular theory, and they automatically discredit it as bullshit, even though it's a theory. Like fucking a theory kind of intrinsically comes with the point that it's not a fact. Because if it was a fact, it wouldn't be called a theory.
Yeah.
It'd just be a fact. So they just, I feel like they be bullshitting on purpose because they don't want to look like they don't know anything. They don't want to look like dummies.
Yeah, that's definitely probably the most practical realization of what's actually happened. I mean, there's always the alien intervention. There's an advanced civilization that lived on Earth simultaneously. Or there's the fact that these people were just a lot more sophisticatedly advanced and they had a lot more information than we give them credit for.
Mm-hmm.
All three are equal possibilities because mainstream archaeology and science says all of them are bullshit. So in my mind, all three of them are potentially equal in outcome.
Yeah, literally.
Because if you're going to discredit all of them, that just tells me they all have an equal chance of being potential then.
Exactly.
If you're not going to look at any of them seriously, I mean, what's...
You got to consider all angles.
Yes, no matter how crazy it sounds.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, it's...
Some shit's like inherently
You were
bullshit.
saying that earlier too with the both sides.
Yeah, dude, it's like, I really, historically, bro, in society, I don't want to tell anyone how to live their life or what to think. I really don't. I've been a really big dickhead before, but like, oh, you gotta believe what I think. Like, I used to think really fucked up. Now, dude, I realized, like, dude, just give people facts. Let them formulate their own ideas. We have a frontal core, we have a brain. I'm not gonna, yeah, we have all these fucking things. Frontal Lopez? I just said Lopez, like fucking George Lopez.
The frontal.
We got a George Lopez in here, guy. But we have critical decision making. We have actual fucking consciousness. We should be able to justify our own decisions and ideas without actually being, aggressive and just shutting them down. And especially when it comes to things like this, man, when this really redefines our whole entire image and history of civilization. I think it's an absolute disgrace.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about this the other day. Like, a lot of people in their normal lives don't really have time to think about something so, like, big and existential because there's real life societal things to think about. And it's only when you're super rich, like Epstein, and you don't give a fuck.
You have enough money to pay for everything.
Yeah.
Then at that point, what's left to have except the answers? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, a lot of people just like. Or like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care about the true origin of.
But I'm trying to get money.
Yeah. I'm trying to go buy.
Trying to pay my rent and watch fucking the Bachelor.
Yeah.
And just like not to discredit them either because that's like totally fine. And
If
like,
it gets you through life, it's
honestly like really
it's
the responsible thing to do. But like, yeah, people would rather think about that, and I don't really blame them at all because who has time to really worry about shit like that in today's society, when there's the constant threat of war and death.
Yeah. Let me counteract that. Do you think it's the fact that people are too caught up in their own lives and thoughts, or do you think it's the fact? And again, I'm not trying to persuade the idea. I'm just throwing it out there. Do you think it's the fact that they've been purposely told, don't worry about this. This is what's happening. This is what has happened. That's it. There's nothing else to it. Don't bother about it. Just eat, sleep, shit, buy, consume, recycle, capitalism, baby. And if you don't do that, guess what? Look at this country. Look at that country. Look what happens when they start doing shit. Uh-oh. They started thinking differently. And then they had fascism. They started thinking differently. Then they turned to the Soviet. Oh no, the Red Scare. They started thinking differently, and now they're prisoner. You know what I mean? You think that's how I see. I see it as both equal outcomes. I think we do it to ourselves because we have freedom to choose what to do. But I think we're also being heavily persuaded to not give a fuck in a lot of things.
Yeah.
Because what if? Sorry, one more point. Then I'm sorry. I'll stop talking.
No,
I promise. What if like? For instance, in California, I don't know if you guys seen the video of the parents in California going around. A better one. The truckers in Canada right now, tens of thousands of truckers are revolting against vaccine mandates for truckers, going against the whole entire country. Hundreds of thousands of people supporting them in that country. Now, if they broadcasted that constantly and gave a realistic perspective and said, this is why they're doing it, this is what they want, and this is why they want it, that would not be good for the consensus of the people pushing those narratives.
Then people be like normal people would be like, yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. These people aren't crazy. They just want freedom with their body. Oh, wait a minute. You're telling me this is? I'm not getting into the COVID statistics. Read the real Anthony Fauci by Robert F. Kennedy. Don't read one book and believe anything. But holy shit, this guy has like 350 citations. Oh my god. And I'm also not vaccinated, and I'll never be vaccinated against this virus because it's fucking nothing. You know what this virus has done for me? It's made me exercise, made me eat better, made me vitamins, made me sleep better, and it's made me realize that I have actual freedom and I won't give it to tyranny.
I got COVID and I was sick for a day.
Yeah, I was sick for 2 days.
I lost my smell, didn't even have a cough, didn't have any symptoms, just had a fucked up nose for a day.
Yep.
And I was fine.
I had a stuffy nose for like 2-3 days.
It's
that
fucked.
Was good.
I know people who got the vaccine and they get it and they're like on their deathbed like, I'm out of shape, man, I'm puking.
People our age getting myocarditis, you know.
Inflamed hearts.
Yeah, dude, like that should not happen in children, but it's happening by the thousands.
It's happening to a lot of like MLB players and shit too.
Dude, I looked up the breakdown of major athletes around the dude, it's been upward to like what I saw, a couple thousand have literally died. Like not got injured post-vaccine from heart, died, like thousands of people. Like there's an NHL player in the U.S. I know that. I can't think of many U.S. people, but yeah, man, it's
spooky.
It's all a little fishy. People are asking us to put a lot of trust into pharmaceutical companies who have proven time and time again that they cannot be trusted with anything.
Pfizer is the most documented fucking piece of shit pharmaceutical company of all time.
Worse than the tobacco companies.
Yes, worse than the fucking Oxy companies, worse than any of these companies. Historically, they have the worst track record. You know what's even funnier? I thought it was really funny. The 5th most common purchased stock and held stock in Congress is Pfizer as of 2021.
That probably explains why they want you to get your vaccine so damn bad.
The FDA, 45% of their total annual funding comes from vaccine companies. That's a fact.
That's fucking crazy.
That's insane. Mm-hmm. Name me the last time a vaccine was given to the public that was rushed in 6 months, under 8 months.
Probably never.
Never in history since fucking vaccine? Literally, no, it hasn't. It doesn't happen here. You know why? It's unethical and there's no fucking research. You know what does work? I'm not a doctor. Don't take my advice. Ivermectin, hydroxychloroquine, zinc, vitamintation, exercise, proper diet. All these things.
Bottles of ivermectin at my house.
Do you actually? Yeah.
Oh my god, dude! So much ivermectin.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, I'm not going to get into specifics for people. Because I'm not as informed as I should be. I know there's major studies based on the book. I looked into the study. There was a study of. I can't think of the fucking name. I'll show you guys the video. I have the audio clip saved on my phone. It's like a minute. Dude, the efficacy of ivermectin was upwards to 80 to 90% of stopping the spread of the virus and preventing death of the virus.
That's crazy. A horse dewormer of all things.
One of the safest medications ever prescribed or ever concocted in the history. There's been less than 400 ivermectin deaths ever. There's been over 2 billion doses given with 400 or less deaths ever.
That's like 0.00 something %.
Yep. Back to the media bullshit. You know, remember that story where, was it Oklahoma? They're like, oh, this gunshot victim's trying to go to the hospital, but they can't get in because there's ivermectin patients everywhere. No, there fucking isn't.
Yeah,
because that doesn't happen. You know how much fucking ivermectin you're gonna take to get hospitalized? A lot. A lot of ivermectin's the answer.
A lot of horse dewormer.
Yeah, I mean, man, I can't take it anymore because it's
clown world.
I'm not mad at people getting vaccinated.
We're full clown
Yeah,
world.
I just, man, I've gotten into so many.
Don't force me to get it, bro.
Yeah, you want to fucking subject yourself to it, whatever. Don't give it to kids for no reason because kids aren't dying.
Mandated at the schools and shit.
California's turned to shit. They are literally mandating every public school child in California, any age, gets vaccinated.
That place is horrible.
Dude, remember when there was rumors that they were going to secede from the U.S.?
Yeah.
Please leave. Give us the music and everyone else fucking leave.
Facts.
Please. Just leave. No, I don't care anymore.
It's not even, a lot of the people there too are normal, good people. It's when you get into the cities, bro, that you meet these deranged fucking people.
Yeah.
Who are yeah, I don't mind. Or going back to Seth Rogen, dude. The Thing himself. Fucking, have you seen the thing with people breaking into his car? And he's like, I'm not mad about people breaking into my car. Why would I be mad about that?
Yeah, vaguely.
I don't have a lot of attachment to my car. It's like, dude, just because you're...
Oh, what wasn't it? Someone else got their car broken into, and he was saying back to them why do you care?
He got his car broken into, and then he was like, why do you care? I've never viewed my car
Yeah,
as
what are
an
you
extension of
talking
myself.
about?
It's like, dude, you have the privilege of being super fucking rich.
You can
super
replace
whatever.
anything you
can
want,
replace
yeah.
anything you want. Good work, because there was working class people in LA and shit like that before it became one of the most, San Francisco, before they became super expensive places to live.
Yeah.
Not only do they have to deal with fucking rising prices everywhere because of inflation and also general gentrification,
Yes.
but they have to worry about getting whatever they do have saved up stolen from them by homeless people. It's fucking terrible. It's not a good place to live at all.
And at the same time, they have to worry about the fucking government taking their businesses away because they can't fucking pay for it because they shut down the goddamn economies for close to over a year. That was supposed to be 15 days, but... Dude, people are going to look back on this time as we look back on... What do we look back on that's this bad?
Nothing.
I don't want to...
Holocaust.
I was going to say that, but then I realized so many people died in such gruesome ways. I can't compare this to the Holocaust. And I was thinking, okay, the communists, I can't compare it to Stalin or Lenin. That's...
Everyone's starving.
I was going to say allegedly as a joke, but then I was like, that would probably actually get you banned.
Yeah.
That was a joke.
Yeah,
That
everything
happened.
we just said was a joke.
That
I'm trying to
happened.
think. They're just going to look back at this time and be like, this was a fucking big mistake in human history. Yeah, this was...
Well, never in human history have people been so overtly stupid. This is the silliest fucking human event in history.
Yeah.
Nothing has been so hysterical and blown out of proportion like this has. People are going to be like, dude, people were really fucking stupid in the 2000s.
People are going to look back and be like, hey, remember when the CDC admitted 94% of all people with COVID death had 3.8 comorbidities that made them die on top of COVID? Oh, yeah, those fucking idiots were shutting down everything. Everyone was unhealthy. 6% of all deaths are healthy people. That's not enough cause. Any death's a bad death. Any death is sad. That's why I'm against every president bombing one person if it's a civilian. If it takes killing 50 ISIS members in exchange for one one Syrian child, don't fucking do it. You know why? Because that's ridiculous.
You're feeding into their bullshit.
Yeah,
too.
exactly. So any death's a death, Any death's a death.
There's consequences to it.
It's somebody's son, it's somebody's
Yeah.
daughter.
There's one inevitability in life. You're gonna fucking die. Okay? People need not to sound nihilistic or fucking pessimistic, people need to realize you're going to die. Okay? This is a finite existence. Choose to believe in God, choose to believe in reincarnation. God damn it.
Dun, 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 dun.
Sorry, folks.
We went back to the beginning.
Oh, yeah. Everything relates.
We've come full circle.
Everything relates.
There and back again.
The inevitability in life is death, and it's a sad reality, and I'm not promoting death of any kind. I'm just saying to...
We're pro-death here.
Yeah, we're pro-death,
Everyone
man.
should die.
Yeah,
Right
yeah. Fuck yeah, man. What's life?
Everyone needs to die right now.
Well, that's what the government officials are saying. You know, oh, you're not vaccinated, you deserve to die.
Yeah.
And now you have extreme people saying if you're not vaxxed, you don't deserve to get hospitalized. You don't deserve to get treated. Like
There was a guy who got put to a bottom of a line in like a heart transplant thing. Effectively.
DJ Ferguson in Brigham and Women's Hospital, 30-something-year-old man with 2 children, was refused a fucking heart transplant, top of the list, because he refused to get vaccinated.
That's a little silly, isn't it? Like, what does the vaccination have to do with your heart problem? They're trying to make it like so you need a vaccine to do shit that has no relation to possibly.
So you know, it'd be funny if he got the heart, he's gonna get vaccinated, then he got myocarditis after the vaccine.
He got an
It's like my
inflamed
new
heart.
heart.
But no, seriously, you gotta make light of sad situation. You have to, or else you just get depressed. Like, or else you just fucking shoot yourself. Like,
most things can be turned into a joke.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like,
but bro, that's crazy. But this man
Wild.
was like, it openly doesn't stop the disease. It doesn't prevent the disease from spreading to other people.
I got COVID from a fucking vaccinated person
Yeah.
who then got COVID and felt sick over it. Like,
Omicron started because of a triple vaxxed individual. He was the person who got it from, was it South Africa? Or was it? It was
Yeah,
Africa.
South
Right?
Africa.
He's the one who contracted it and started spreading it. He was double vaxxed and boosted.
well, it's a more mild form of COVID, so honestly, good on him. I guess.
I mean, you look at historic.
I got Omicron and that was fine.
I haven't got Omicron. I got
I think it
I
was
got
Omicron.
Delta because I got it like the summer, like before the
Okay.
summer. So
I
I
got
don't.
it right at Christmas.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
when everyone was getting Omicron, so I just
For the less severity of your symptoms, it probably was too, just because like
It was so
nothing.
mild, but
Yeah,
like
it's-
I didn't even feel sick.
it's a bitch ass variant. It's
Pussy
fucking-
shit. I mean, if anything, it's kind of a good thing that the weaker variant was going around.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
Now more people have natural immunity.
I mean, all that gain of function research evil ass Fauci was
Yeah,
doing. I
gain
mean,
of function.
Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know what gain of function means, it basically means you bioengineer fucking diseases to make them more transmittable and more deadly. That's literally what that means. He was told by Obama twice to stop it. He said okay and kept doing it. He was
Fauci's
told by
a piece of
Trump
shit.
to stop doing it. She said okay and he kept doing it. He was told by 2 sitting presidents to stop doing illegal activity with foreign agents, and he didn't do it.
But he got away with it.
But he got away with it and made millions.
He got told to stop twice, and he still somehow avoided getting arrested.
America, baby.
And it's still
The land of the free.
And then got fucking promoted to the chief fucking COVID spokesperson for everyone, head of COVID committee.
That fucking guy,
Of
man.
COVID.
What a piece of shit, dude.
What an actual this correlate what he did with AIDS, the fact that he was the Bernie Madoff and or Hitler of AIDS. To forget about that. The fact that he made millions of dollars off knowing people were gonna die and suffer. Forget all that. Fine. This is the second fucking time.
Yep.
That he has done this, and he has caused irreversible damage directly. Now there could be people pulling his strings. I don't know.
Smooth criminal.
Probably.
Probably is. Him and Bill Gates are probably just in like a fucking human centipede circle.
Yeah.
These people butt fucking each other with masks on every fucking day. Oh, we're gonna spread it. Great. Okay. Well, but we make more money off Pfizer. Okay. Fuck you guys, pussies.
Real pieces of shit.
I mean, they're making money off Moderna very openly. Gates
Yeah.
and Fauci, they make mad money off Moderna. They make money off remdesivir, the medication you get for if you get hospitalized with severe COVID.
Oh, I remember that when that first popped up. There's a new one now that's supposedly better. That like actually stops COVID.
Oh, is it the Pfizer one, the pill?
Yeah.
It's you know what? You're gonna find this funny. You know what that pill is? It's
What?
generic ivermectin. It is. I swear to God, it's repurposed ivermectin or rebranded by Pfizer. I swear to fucking God.
That's crazy.
I swear to God.
Why does a horse dewormer work so well against fucking COVID?
It works against river blindness too for some reason.
What the fuck
Yeah.
is
River
river
blindness.
blindness?
I don't know. It's like a parasite you get from drinking river water. I think and you get I think you get
Oh, you
parasite.
get like worms in your
I think.
Fuck.
Don't quote me on that, but they give it for river blindness and shit. Dude, like that's again. I hate to be a dead horse. Go back to the media manipulation. CNN when Joe Rogan talked about how he got COVID, he's like, "Oh yeah, I did all the." He gave like 30 things he did. They picked up the one thing with ivermectin. They're like, "Oh, Joe Rogan promotes horse dewormer."
And now they want to get him off Spotify.
Yeah, dude, horse dewormer.
COVID misinformation.
Do these people realize ivermectin won a Nobel Prize for its efficiency in humans?
I didn't even know that.
Oh yeah, it won a Nobel Prize for how effective it is at combating fucking viruses.
Damn, bro.
And they had the balls to say horse dewormer. Like, they didn't know the fact that...
That's what I knew it as. The whole time, I genuinely had no idea that I won a Nobel Prize like that.
Dude, when I tell you billions of doses have been given, this is a very... In foreign countries, that people are taking it religiously. Like, it's a religious practice. Like, people will take it on Sunday. Like, oh, it's Sunday, let's take our ivermectin, prevent this and that. Like, dude, it's crazy.
Dude, we gotta get into that ivermectin. We gotta get...
Fuck, man.
Start abusing it.
Yeah.
Snort it.
Become dependent on ivermectin. I mean, it's cheap enough. It's like pennies a dose. That's another thing. You can't profit off it. I mean, that's the biggest thing of all about this whole thing. Pfizer made upwards to $30 billion last year. It's absolutely
as if
insane.
they didn't already have enough fucking money.
Yeah.
From Oxycontin.
Johnson & Johnson must be crying themselves to sleep with their failed fucking attempt, you know?
I feel so bad for anybody who got a Johnson.
Oh my god.
Vaccine,
well, I did a podcast with the guy who had one.
Oh, you were telling, and he got the
GBS. Yeah. Yep.
It's GBS.
It's Gilliburn syndrome or I can't.
Some super rare shit.
Basically, it's like your body attacks itself from the inside and paralyzes you. Like it doesn't mimic paralyzation. It physically paralyzes you. This guy would be like so messed up. His name is Steve Wegner.
Shout out Steve Wegner.
Shout out Steve, man. He got my fucking channel taken. My video got taken down. Fuck you, YouTube. You pieces of shit. Man, all he did was tell his story. That's all the man did. So he was in the hospital and shit, and he was like, you know, he just basically couldn't move for a prolonged amount of times, and he would try to like write like.
How long was it for?
Months. He's still dealing with it. He's at a point where he's working out now and shit.
Like physical therapy.
Like he started doing that, and it wasn't working enough.
Oh shit!
Took it into his own hands. Started like going to the gym, getting a personal trainer, but he hasn't worked in so long because he can't stand for that long. Still.
Fuck, man.
That's 2 years ago.
That's wild.
Dude, there's this girl called Maddie DeGray. She was a 12 or 13-year-old girl. She took the Pfizer trial for teenagers. She is in, not a vegetable state, but fuck. She is like, she can't move. Like, she can't move her body, like parts of her body. She's refined to a wheelchair. She has permanent seizures, neurological disorders. Severe, like her body just like attacks itself.
Guinea pig.
Dude,
she got
yes,
guinea pig,
yes.
bro. And they want to put in there, and they're saying it's safe.
She's been testified in front of senators and Congress members and shit, like her and her mom. Like, her story's pretty known. Pfizer covered it up. They said it was abdominal discomfort and pain. And
abdominal discomfort.
Yep. Well, there's nothing the family can do because legally in the U.S. you can't sue a pharmaceutical company for adverse side effects of a vaccine. The U.S. passed a law that is illegal to sue a vaccine company.
That's crazy.
I wonder who got that law passed.
I wonder why that.
I wonder who paid for that.
Yeah. Oh, I wonder if it's the people who pay 45% of the FDA's fucking budget.
Kidding me, dude. That's bullshit.
Dude, that's the thing. Like, nothing I'm saying, it sounds crazy, but nothing I'm saying is crazy. Nothing I'm saying is conspiratorial.
It's facts.
I'm trying to retract of what I've said now. Look into anything I've said for yourselves, please. Like, I'm not CNN. I'm nothing. Look into what I said. Make your own decision, please. With anything anyone says, please just think for yourselves. That's all I ask, please. I just want a country of people who actually think for themselves. I don't want robots. I don't want Republicans or Democrats. I just want people who make their own fucking decisions.
Some individuals.
That's it, man. That's individualism. That's all I want. That's all I fucking want. In all of the world, not just America, I want everyone to just fucking think for themselves. Because shit is not how you're told it is, man. I mean, there is an overwhelming amount of evidence that we're run by fucking pedophiles. There's an overwhelming amount of evidence that we will go to war. Well, there is blatant evidence that we'll go to war strictly for financial profit. There's a concise amount of evidence that we will kill people who speak out against crazy happenings. I mean, that list is just too long to even list at this point.
Oh, so many people.
Car
crashes, suicides with gunshots to the back of the head.
Yes. I mean,
the classic suicide.
The gun. Speaking of which, I've sidetracked so many times. I apologize. Have you guys ever heard about the 7 or 8 New York police officers? This is gonna get me fucked if they nothing I said got me in trouble. This is gonna be fucked. 7 or 8 New York police officers all committed suicide by gunshot to the head within a 6-month period.
What the fuck?
A little weird, right?
Yeah.
4 of them were within a month. 3 of them were within like 2 weeks.
I wonder who got them killed.
3 of them had close ties to one another. Pictures, family accounts that I found. I spent like an hour and a half going through a ridiculous amount of reading for this nonsense. Not nonsense, you know what I mean? But
Yeah, I get it.
What was the reason for it? Why they?
No reason.
Really?
No
Or
reason.
unknown?
Oh, they just
Random
they
events.
just all decided to kill themselves by gunshots to the head of their houses. You know, nothing,
wonder what they knew.
Nothing sketchy. But, Anthony Weiner.
Oh, shit.
Anthony.
Yeah.
That's what I speculate.
Black Bill.
That's what I think.
Do you know about Anthony Weiner? He was a congressman, right? He was a New York State representative.
Definitely representative. He might have been a Congress. He was definitely representative.
He was up there, but he got caught with his laptop with like a bunch of
When I tell you,
pizza.
laptop from hell for
Yeah.
these people.
Cheese pizza. And then there's also people who on the crazier side of things, maybe I shouldn't, but like on the crazier side of things where like there's some very incriminating stuff, like snuff level stuff on that computer that show.
Well, let's just say Jeffrey Epstein type of stuff to the max. We'll use connections.
Imagine the worst possible scenario for that on the computer, and so that he just got hit with the CP because everything else would have like incriminated other people. Yeah. So he fucked up, but yeah, no. Apparently there was a file on there called insurance. This is like the internet legend. There was a file on there called insurance, and when you went onto it. It was just videos of every single politician he knew doing unspeakable acts to children and shit like that, just on his computer in case he ever got caught. He's like, I'm going to take him down with me. But they shut it down. That's the thing. Also, did you know that the FBI has the single largest vault of cheese pizza in the entire world? They keep all of it.
Well, I know they have the code words, so I assume they have an extensive amount of knowledge on it because they have an official breakdown of what code words mean for like pizza, hot dog, peanuts.
Yeah, sure, like that. But like, when I say like cheese pizza, I mean like child pornography.
Yeah.
And they actually have the biggest database of cheese pizza in the entire world. And people say that they use it to get people arrested and shit like that because they have it. Like it's still there. It doesn't get fucking deleted or anything. People say that there's a vault in the FBI full of every CP video on the internet ever made.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they got a big vault. So, and this is another thing leading into like the shootings thing. Have you ever? Are you hip to like the Vegas shooting?
That's the only one that I've actually looked into where I'm like, that's fucking weird.
Oh no! Yeah.
Well, you know what I mean? Like that's fucking bullshit.
No motive was ever discovered for the largest mass shooting in U.S. history.
Yep.
The brother apparently the brother kept 3 terabytes of CP on a computer running Windows 95 that they apparently found at his fucking house and arrested him. When he was gonna speak out, he's like, "This isn't like my brother at all, dude.
Yeah.
He has no reason to fucking do this." He gets randomly arrested with CP. Nothing ever comes of it, dude. The theories about that fucking incident in particular are crazy. People say it was an arms deal gone wrong.
Oh,
because there was Saudi royalty staying at that hotel when it was happening and shit like that.
Shit.
Yeah, and like people saying that some rogue agents and like the CIA or whatever were trying to set up like a little arms deal, and then it went to shit or whatever. This is the part of the theory I don't understand, is that it went to shit to they started firing M60s into the crowd because people who were there was like, oh, this was continuous firing and shit like that. It didn't stop. But according to the official explanation,
why would they team up and start shooting?
Exactly. That's why I'm like, it doesn't make a lot of fucking sense. But that's like one of the wilder theories is that it was an arms deal gone wrong, because they said there was no stops in firing, even though Stephen Paddock supposedly did it with like 30 rifles or whatever.
Which in the first place, if you know Vegas, there's cameras in every you pee and there's a camera on your dick.
Yeah.
How the fuck did that guy sneak in tens of thousands of rounds of ammo and all
I've
those
seen the
guns?
video. He has all of it in his like luggage and shit because he was like a premium member. He was rich. This guy was loaded. This guy was fucking rich for some reason. He had so much money. He was a premium member, so they didn't ask any questions. But yeah, and also apparently, what's it called? Yeah, he would have needed to stop firing to pick up a gun.
Yes.
And people there were saying it was coming from multiple different angles, and it didn't stop. It was a continuous stream of ammunition.
That's a very common idea in a lot of mass shootings, that it's more than one shooter.
Yeah, and then
Orlando's a big one with that too.
Oh, dude, I haven't even got hip to that Pulse nightclub conspiracy shit.
I remember that.
Sorry, continue. I didn't mean to.
But yeah, but like just to like wrap this up a little bit, like they went into his room, and they did not find many spent shells at all.
I was about to say, how many casings
they did. Yeah, they did not find many casings at all, and they only found like 2 or 3 guns out of the. Because he had 2 rooms. One room was the one that we were staying at, and the other room, with the room next to it, I'm pretty sure. Again, I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100%. I'm not caught. Like, I didn't, like, look into this.
It's hard to find information, too, on it in the first place.
But he had another room, and that's where he did all the shooting, and there was only 2 or 3 guns in that room that were found.
Now, the weird thing to mention is the extensive booby traps laid out on the stairwells, the hallway, and
Yeah, booby traps?
Extensive.
Really?
Dude, like...
no civilians get caught in it.
Like dozens of booby traps.
Dude,
like, he had like a dozen things for when cops came up. Like, they wouldn't be able to get there quick enough to stop it.
What the
Yeah. I'm 99% sure that's the one I'm thinking of. That he set up extensive booby traps throughout the stairwells in his room and shit in the hallways. Why like, I don't know. That just kind of adds to the mystique of it.
Yeah.
Was the hotel empty?
No, there were people there.
No, it was populated.
So it was people not walking into the booby traps?
That's a good question.
Yeah, see, that's why I'm like, huh. Maybe it was...
Keep talking.
Maybe, like, everybody evacuated, but, like, even then, I feel like somebody would have tripped one up. Then there was that security guard, too, like, Juan Pena, who had, like, a first-hand account of what happened, and he had, like, a different story, or saying that he heard shots coming from a different angle. And then he went on Ellen, out of all places, Ellen, and he would look like a completely different person. And then they said, oh, yeah, he moved to Mexico. And that was it. One of the only eyewitnesses to what happened.
That's crazy.
Who had, like, some crazy shit to say about it. And they were, like, fucking, like, yeah, bro, you're going to Mexico. He got Ellened. The Ellen pipeline.
Ellen's a fucking piece of shit, too.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't fuck with Ellen.
I don't fuck with Oprah either.
I fuck with Oprah.
I got some beef with Oprah, but I ain't gonna get into that because she owes me money.
Yeah, it seems that, okay, he set up barricades. I mixed that up. His brother set up booby traps.
What?
Which might be even
in his
more
house?
weird. I guess. This is
Maybe
pop culture, AP News.
Maybe that was his cheese pizza, dude.
I fucked it up. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I must have mixed up those stories. But either way, booby trap. My apologies, people. That's why I said, look at everything I say. Don't just fucking honestly believe what I say. Oh, fuck, man. It's, yeah, it's weird, man.
Biggest mass shooting in U.S. history.
It was at 58, 59?
60 people.
50, yeah, something like that. Fucking...
60 people dead.
Wasn't it at a concert? From
Yeah.
Yeah, just shot down from the
Whose
window.
concert was it?
It was a country music festival.
Okay. And then Ariana Grande had the Manchester bombing.
Yo, dude, that shit's crazy. There's this band called Death Grips. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of them. They're called Death Grips,
No.
but they have this one song called BB Poison. No, not BB Poison. I'm sorry. They have this.
Fuck me.
Shit,
Sorry about that,
Carol
folks.
Ann.
I don't know what the fuck just happened. My fault.
But yeah, they have this one song where they reference. I forget what the song is called right now, but the song talks about like people blowing up in a concert and shit like that, and like little girls with rabbit ears, and like Ariana Grande, her whole thing that tour was the bunny ears.
Oh shit!
The song dropped. This is legend. I don't know if any of this is like internet legend at this point.
Yeah.
Supposedly, the song dropped 22 minutes before it happened. There was 22 people who died. The song alludes to the number 22 a lot of times. One of the guys who blew himself up happened to be 22 years old. And the song's lyrics is just like, honestly alluding to a bombing at a concert. And it drops 22 minutes before. So yeah, the number 22 is all over the place on that. And it's just like...
I'm gonna level with you. I'm not when I start hearing numerology and conspiracies,
mostly bullshit.
I always think, man, that's real. Like, sometimes it's weird. Like, if it's like a Freemasonry thing, I get they use like numerology and symbology. Some cults and shit do that in organizations. But like, people will try to break down everything.
Yeah, no, it's looking
like,
for things that aren't there.
Yeah,
Like, there's different forms of it. There's a lot of different numerology kind of patterns.
Yeah, some of it's definitely real. That's the
There's the Hebrew pattern, which I'm pretty sure is called gematria, or gematria just might be the study of numbers like that in general. And then there's like an English one. There's like a satanic one. So yeah, there's like multiple forms of numerology, and I think that they're probably all bullshit. But it is kind of interesting that this band, who I don't know if I mentioned this in the beginning, but they have like occult ties. Like,
as most of them tend to do.
the main singer literally has like a sigil of Baphomet in his fucking right arm.
Okay.
He's got
Nice deity to have on you there.
Yeah. So you can already tell, like, you know what you're getting when they have a Baphomet sigil on.
Yeah, we got Moloch on the
their
other
bottom,
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, like,
nice crowd.
So yeah, like,
Stand up individual.
Yeah, definitely.
coincidence. A coincidence maybe, but it's still it's eerie. It's eerie.
Fuck, man. Yeah, it's I think it's very important to note. Not everything is a conspiracy.
No, not at all. Some things are pretty cut and dry.
Some things are very evident. Some things are cut and dry. I think people need I think it's good to question shit. Like, I've definitely questioned. I'm trying to think of something I've questioned that I.
Question 9/11.
Moon landing.
Yeah.
Bold take. I do think we went to the moon. Out of everything I believe, I do think we went to the moon. I don't.
I hope we went to the moon.
Yeah. I think that. I don't know what I think, but I think we went to the moon. Just practicality. It doesn't seem that hard. Why the fuck wouldn't we do it?
Yeah, well, there's people who say, oh, the radiation belt doesn't let anything leave the Earth's upper atmosphere, shit like that. But I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm no scientist.
That's my thing. I'm not a fucking scientist.
I can't tell you heads or tails what the fuck is supposed to happen.
Yeah.
But people do say that, like, the the footage that they showed.
It was in Hollywood.
Yeah, it was in Hollywood.
Stanley Kubrick type shit.
They actually did go to the moon, but didn't show the footage.
Yeah, let me specify. I'm not saying NASA went to the moon. I'm saying someone on Earth has gone to the moon. Some country. I'm not saying we.
Definitely.
When I say we, or like us, I mean collectively as a human race. Yeah, I don't mean the patriotic fucking division among us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm saying us as a species. No question someone's gone to the fucking moon.
At least once.
I think so.
I don't believe anything NASA says. I mentioned this on the Flat Earth podcast. You guys hear that NASA said they put a probe and it touched the sun?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Well, it's
All your funding should be cut. You just said a man-made object touched the sun and didn't get fucking incinerated by the time it even touched the surface. Shut the hell up. Everything we know about the sun, shut the hell up.
I think they were like, oh yeah,
ridiculous.
it's the outer corona of the sun. So it was like,
Oh, I thought.
the
Okay.
coolest part. So like this, because you can't really go into the sun. There's like nowhere to.
I read
land
word
on.
surface, so I thought they meant like they got like
Dude,
real
surface
fucking.
of the sun. That's impossible. You'd be vaporized instantly.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know what that would look like. Just, I don't know, lava.
Hell.
floating
The surface of the sun.
Yeah.
Very
Probably
bright.
just be. You'd probably. I don't know. I don't think you can imagine it because it would be
That's
so
hard to
bright.
It
Yeah.
looks like the.
I think if you got within even like 100 miles of it, your eyes would probably fucking
Burn
burn
off.
to
You
death.
go
Yeah.
blind looking at the sun from here.
Oh yeah.
If you stared at it.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Dude, the sun is fucking crazy because it's so far away, but we can feel its effects every day.
Yeah.
Like when it's warmer and you feel the sun. on your
Or when
skin.
you look at the sun and it blinds you that far away.
Yeah.
It reflects off glasses, reflects
Yeah.
off windows.
And it has such a crazy impact on our serotonin levels and our
Everything,
our
dude.
skin health, our gut health. I mean, dude,
The sun really is that shit, dude. Shout out the sun
Yeah.
one time.
think about what's even crazier, man. Take this. If you take vitamin D capsules, right, D3, you can overdo it because you can take too much.
Yeah.
If you're in the sun too long, your body will
Cancer.
regulate it, so it knows when you've had enough.
Oh yeah, and then you'll start getting the.
People get the skin cancer too.
Yeah, that's crazy to me though. That your body just knows when you've had enough natural, but when you take like a concentrate of it, I don't know. It's something weird about that.
Well, we've been living with the sun for as long as, there have been fucking humans. So,
Yeah.
We've learned to really grow with it. The planet of Tatooine actually had two suns, to go back to Star Wars. Not a lot of people know that.
Segue.
That's why Obi-Wan aged so fast.
Yep,
In
yep.
20 years.
In 20 years, he became good
feral
looking
man.
McGregor to fucking a 90-year-old fucking man.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yo, you hyped for that new Kenobi series?
Oh my
I
god.
couldn't wait for that.
Oh my god. Before we get into that, guys, I just want to apologize. We really went on a huge, 3-hour
rails.
tangent there.
We're
I'm
back.
very happy we
We're
did
back.
it. Back on the topic. If I put Star Wars, I can't even put Star Wars in this title anymore. I'm gonna get 10-year-olds watching. Oh,
They're like, what?
Mom?
Then they
who's
go
Jeffrey
back to
Epstein? It's gonna be a shit ton of kids going to school, fucking freaking out. I'm gonna. This is no way. That's
I
gonna work.
saw
It's 9/11.
crazy video last
It's on YouTube Kids, dude.
Guys, you gotta see this video.
They're like, I don't feel safe anymore.
What is
I'm
reality?
in traffic.
Yeah.
Going to school.
We're gonna have a bunch of kids who are anti-homeless people, think there should be traffic cones, and then they're gonna have another sect of people who are like, no, we need individualism.
Yeah.
So they're just gonna cause a civil war.
Everybody got to pick apart.
Yeah.
From this to watch.
Oh man, but nah, Kenobi's gonna be crazy, man. Yeah, I really I hope they don't take the Boba Fett approach. And just,
Yeah, they need the Mandalorian.
Yeah, If anyone, that's like no details. Just take that approach, not that approach. Yeah, because it's clear that like. Yeah, man. Oh, dude, you guys gotta watch it as soon as you get home and let me know.
Yeah.
Because guys, I'm telling you. I can't tell you, but
It's just that good.
You gotta watch it, man. It's so fucking good, and it builds up to the next episode like a mofo.
Oh, dude, dude.
To the point where if they don't do what I hope they do, I'm gonna be more mad than I was at the show before for not being. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the ruined potential is worse than
Yeah.
the show.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. What do you guys think about the show? What do you hoping you get from it? Because I'm just hoping I see a little bit of Darth Vader. That's all I can hope. Or a Hayden Christensen flashback. That's my only hope. What do you guys think?
Now.
What?
Vader's dead in it. Because it takes place.
Oh, were you talking about Kenobi?
I thought you were talking about Boba Fett.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you got me so. I was like, wait a minute. Did they rewrite fucking canon again? Dude, I really thought they retconned Darth Vader, and I was trying to do mental gymnastics. Like, how the fuck are they gonna explain the Hot 9 movies? All right. Yeah, my fault.
I thought it was the Boba Fett thing. I'm like, he's dead already.
That would be a rude awakening.
I think it's like 5. It's 5 years after Return of the
Jedi. Yeah.
Boba Fett spent 5 years with the Sand People.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah.
And it does not feel like that when you watch the show. It feels like he was there
very
for like 3
condensed, which I think that's a flaw because if it showed the connection more, they showed a little bit of a connection relationship building, but if they showed like, I'm not saying whole episodes dedicated, but like that might
Maybe some change in the appearance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that flashback shit really hurt the pace of the early episodes.
A lot of people hated on it, which I see the flaw. I didn't dislike it until like the 3rd episode. Then I was like, what?
But they wrap it up in the 3rd episode.
I know, but by that point I was so burnt out with it. I was like, oh,
Or it's the
okay,
4th
just
episode.
stop, dude. Like, all right,
They
yeah.
caught everything up to modern times.
Yeah, first 2 I was like, all right, this is cool. They're giving it a little context, but then I was like, all right, maybe a little. But then they kept doing the 3rd one. I was like, dude, like.
I'm trying to see him be like aggressive again. And
Yeah.
be, like, badass, like.
Yeah, why is Mando more assertive than a fucking Boba Fett? Nothing against Din Djarin, but you know what I mean? Like, why is...
Boba Fett's like, I'm old, I want to change.
Yeah. It's like, man...
I honestly, what I want to see from like that show from Boba Fett is like maybe like a encounter with Luke. They used him once before. I think they probably end up using him again. Like Luke shows up for a second. If they do plan on bringing the Mandalorian back, because they played his little tune in the last episode.
Yeah, which I didn't notice till you guys said it. Yeah.
So I assume that the Mandalorian, if he's not back in the most recent episode, is going to be at some point in the season, right? So it's like, it's a way to tie everything together, because I remember Mandalorian Season 3 was like, I remember people said, oh yeah, Book of Boba is going to come out as like a little interlude, and then it's going to be Mandalorian Season 3. So that's a good way to tie everything together.
Yeah.
If there's like a connection, maybe Yoda comes back, maybe not, maybe Luke is
Kylo Ren swatted that little dude.
Yeah, canonically.
I hope he
Retcon.
did. People like him too much. He hasn't done anything.
He's getting slain.
He's
the Baby
50
Yoda's
years
cool.
old and he's done nothing.
Yeah.
I like
He has
him.
no feats.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. He choked out.
Oh, he did choke out that giant fucking monster.
I
Yeah,
forgot. So he scales to that thing.
he scales to whatever the fuck that creature was.
Yeah, there's too many random creatures. There's no fucking dragons though, which is just like, wow.
Great
Where are the
Yeah,
dragons?
great dragon.
Yeah, but I need a
Barely a
fire-breathing dragon.
That'd be cool.
That'd be sick.
That's when they jumped the shark, dude.
I swear to
We're
God,
gonna go to the
I'd
fantasy
for 3
planet.
hours.
Yeah, maybe we should have said that because Disney will do something like that and make it very Game of Thrones-ish and just disconnect Star Wars from it
Do they
probably.
still have the dude writing Game of Thrones on it?
Was it the?
Oh, the producers?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think they got kicked off. I think it was like I know his name started with a D.
I think it's just
Holy shit!
the writers for the show got poached.
The writers for Game of Thrones.
Yeah, and then they did the first
Season of
season
the
of
Mandalorian.
Mandalorian into the second. They got that Disney money.
Yeah, I kind of thought when Boba started, I had this feeling in my head that, like, okay, like you said, the interlude before Mando season 3, I was kind of thinking, like, is this just a place filler? You know, like, is this like a half-assed type of thing?
So they can think of more ideas.
Yeah.
Buy themselves time.
Because they introduced Boba, and I was thinking, did they think this through? Because you just introduced a major legacy character. You can't just have him disappear. I think they might have wrote themselves in a corner a little bit.
Yeah.
That's just totally speculative.
Like we gotta do the show.
Yeah, it's like, all right, well, we got him, so let's just make something. Kathleen,
Like,
yeah,
before
sign
Thanksgiving.
on to it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we can make IP money off this.
That big Disney only cares about making money at the end.
Yeah,
That's the
exactly.
bottom line.
Exactly.
They can like hire directors who, you know, who give a shit about the fans and shit like
Yep.
that. But at the end of the day, if the movie isn't gonna make them millions, they're not gonna fucking put it out.
Yeah.
Or like the TV show or whatever it is they're doing. Like John Favreau clearly gives a fuck about Star Wars.
Absolutely.
And has made some great
Been
stuff.
doing
And Marvel. He's like
Yeah.
a nerd. Like, yeah.
He's
Happy Hogan, right?
Yeah, yep.
He's
But,
done great stuff.
I think did he write Iron Man 1 to 3, or he was very closely tied with the Iron Man movies, which started the modern MCU.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like he's very passionate. Obviously, Dave Filoni with Clone Wars and Rebels,
Yeah.
those are just fucking fan favorites. Clone Wars is probably one of my favorite shows ever made.
It's
Not
goated.
even Star
It's
Wars.
really good.
Yeah. And then Rebels is decent. It took me a second time watching it to really get into
For some
it.
reason, I really liked Rebels.
Yeah, Rebels was dope.
I think we were watching that when we went to Quincy College. I feel like it was
No,
around
that was
era.
the end of the pandemic when we started watching it.
Yeah.
Like when when the vaccines started coming out.
That's crazy.
The Gen 1 vaccines.
It was just a little childish for me because I
At
don't know,
first.
'cause
Oh, yeah.
I was really expecting Clone Wars vibes.
Oh, but it got serious.
Yeah, it did.
When Darth Maul got introduced.
Yeah.
And Kanan or whatever his name
Yeah,
got
when he got
blinded,
blinded,
that was
yeah.
sick.
Yep. Yeah, when Ezra's lightsaber changed, that really changed him as a character too.
Yeah.
Like that was like
When he
a
cut his hair too.
Yeah.
He became like
When he was
like,
evil, when he was using Force choke.
Yeah.
using the Sith holocron or
fuck
something
yeah.
like that.
Yup. Yeah, that was a pretty cool episode when they went inside like the temple and
Mhm. And you were seeing Yoda talk to him and shit.
that was sick. And the Kanan was seeing the Jedi guards, temple guards.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool because they had the yellow double spear lightsabers. Like, that was cool, man.
And it was that one guy, the temple guard turned out to be that one Inquisitor that was chasing them in the
Oh
first
yeah,
season.
yep.
That didn't make a lot of sense.
I don't
It was
fuck with
cool.
the Inquisitors in any Star
The
Wars.
lightsaber
Lame.
helicopter.
Yeah, so stupid.
Dumb. Yo, it kills the FPS.
Yeah.
Have you
Yeah.
ever watched Star Wars Rebels and notice when they fly away?
The screen becomes laggy when they
It's
do that.
slow.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like, it literally drops frames, bro. It's fucking hilarious.
Oh my god.
They fix it a little in the later seasons, but like season 2 when they like introduce it, it's like gross to watch.
You know it's bad when there's frame drops in your fucking
Yeah,
TV show.
yeah, especially when you're Disney. Yeah, when you can't even fix that.
It was fucking crazy.
The only Inquisitor I like is the one from Fallen Order, the one
Yeah, I was
that's
just about to
primarily
say.
chasing you, not the big one. You know,
I know the girl.
Yeah.
It used to be
The-
the black girl.
yeah, the apprentice of her.
Yeah.
What's her name? I don't even know what her name is. I forget the names.
I forget the names.
I don't know. I know Cal.
Cal
I know
Kestis,
BB.
yeah.
That's I don't remember anybody else. Oh, I know Was it No, not Malphus. The guy on
Malicos.
Dathomir. Yeah, Malicos. That guy was a dickhead.
He was a bitch to fight.
Dude,
that was a hard
that
fight.
took hours.
You'd have to like try to like slow him down.
Yup. And then you start throwing the rock. With the rocks weren't bad, but he'd like assault slap. Like,
Yeah.
oh man, brutal.
That was a fun game though.
Yeah, that was
hard as
very good game.
Sequel's coming out this year.
Yeah, I'll buy that. They got my money with that one.
Fallen Order 2.
I'd like to see the rest of the story. I'm trying to see him become canon.
Yeah.
They already have the actor. It's the dude from fucking Shameless.
Yep, yeah, it's very easy to get him into something.
Literally.
That was my biggest hope when I saw Luke and Ahsoka in Mando. I was like, okay, because when they showed
I
Ahsoka,
forgot us.
yeah, that was fucking sick.
She
I
had
just
the white lightsabers.
yeah, she's like a gray Jedi now, which Ahsoka's my favorite modern Clone Wars character.
Talks about gray Jedi's and they're like, it's not canon.
Yeah,
It's not
fuck you, it
canon.
isn't. I don't care.
There's
What,
no
yeah,
gray
yeah.
Jedis.
Get out of here.
God, Star Wars fans really do suck, and I
Josh
say that as a
Chaco.
Star
Yeah,
Wars
bro.
fan.
People love just combating one another for
They
no
really
reason.
love to fight about their silly little space story.
Seriously.
They're headcanons.
Yeah.
Yeah, people literally take this shit very literally. I'm a very big fan of Star Wars. It's my favorite, not only IP, but favorite probably thing to talk about outside of, like, my favorite, I get the most enjoyment talking and interacting with Star Wars than anything. But, like, People take it too fucking real, man.
Way too far, man. There's people who build their entire egos on knowing a lot about Star Wars.
Yes. I mean, unless you're like Star Wars Theory, which dude's got fucking 3.1 million.
He's making money.
That guy's made a movie. Like, you know, like this guy's really doing like his thing. But everyone, some people think they can get to that level, which you could, but like, you're gonna take the steps to do it, or you're just gonna be obsessive of it all the time.
You're just gonna argue online.
Yeah, you're gonna argue in subreddits.
Mace one dude.
Yeah, there's this guy on TikTok who like got really, really egotistical about his Star Wars lore and would like call people retards and shit for like disagreeing with them or being like, "No, you're wrong. You're wrong and you're stupid.
Yeah,
I'm better than you because I know more."
There's another guy named Darth Chaco who defends 7, 8, 9 with his life. He's like, they weren't bad movies. It's just like
even 8. He defends 8.
Defends 8. And he's like, you guys just don't like that. It's a female
you don't like that it's a girl.
Yeah,
see, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I
is
don't want
such
to.
a
They
lame-
know how badass Asajj Ventress was, or Ahsoka, Princess Leia,
Yep.
Padme. Dude, there's so many badass.
females
Dude,
in
there's
Star
so many
Wars.
badasses. Ayla Secura.
Yeah, they
I mean-
could have used Rey. They could have used Rey, and that would have been fucking fine. Just write better movies.
Yeah.
Third movie. Oh, but she's a Palpatine.
Skywalker, Palpatine, Leia lightsaber.
I'm Rey. Skywalker. Like what? Say your real last name.
You know what got me the most mad? I made Snoke, my boy. Like, why do we have episode 8 then?
Cop
Then
out.
why was that movie made if you made him? Like,
Cop out. That's what happens when you get 3 different directors who all have different visions for what the movie
Yup.
should be. Combine them.
with fucking oversight of people who don't give a shit about Star Wars, just want to get their nonsense into
Wanting
it.
to push in like stupid, like remember the lesbian kiss scene at the end? I don't care. I don't
care.
Fuck, dude.
You know what got me more mad? That people got mad about it. That was like, that's the one thing that got you mad about that movie?
Yeah.
That 2 women decided to kiss? Not the fact that it disrespected everything Star Wars has ever done? Alright. You got serious issues then, aside from watching Star
mad
Wars.
about the wrong thing?
You trust me, you're very wrong about the wrong thing here. You assholes.
Oh, my favorite scene: Princess Leia floating into space. The best scene in
Seriously,
all
not
9
enough.
movies.
Seriously, not enough bad things to say about those movies.
The fact that Luke Force projects himself and all that, you know.
And it kills him.
And he has, I'm pretty sure, had Anakin's lightsaber, the one that was gone.
Yeah, yeah, it's
It was just weird what
The-
they
the-
did.
The one that melted in lava, dude.
Yeah, it was.
the whole casino aspect of. Oh my god! You know what got me really mad that no one talks about? At the end of the movie, you know those kids that helped. Like get them with those little animals, the horse-looking animals. You know how like they start telling the story about the Jedi and shit, and then the hints that they're force sensitive.
Yeah, and then just nothing came of it.
Not a word ever since. Never will be a word ever
They
again.
talked about a lot of force sensitive kids in Fallen Order when they find the
Yeah,
holocron
Yep.
of every force sensitive child
Yep.
in like the universe.
that was in Clone Wars too. Cad Bane was looking for them. Remember he was hunting them
Beginning
down
of
for the
Iron 2 and
Emperor.
3, right?
Yeah, because the Emperor wanted them to make an army of Sith, which goes. There's always been a contradiction of the rule of 2, which is like I don't get because they classify them as assassins and dispendables and shit. But like you're still.
Well, the rule of 2 is like a recent invention in the Sith. Well, recent as in like 1,000 years. But before
Yeah, it was
that,
Bane, right?
yeah, but before that, it was like a loosely knit organization where people were always killing each
Like
other
in
to get further ahead.
In the fucking the old Republic.
Yeah, the old Republic games.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
that old Sith Empire.
So then finally,
Army
after the
versus
Sith
army.
constantly betrayed each other, one guy Malak was like, "Fuck it, I'm done. There's only gonna be fucking 2 Sith at any given time." But before that, they had a whole army to rival the Jedi's. Because the Sith were like a race of
Yeah.
So it was like their army at first.
Yeah, they were on that planet. They what
Korriban.
Korriban. They were Jedi that got exiled, right? And met with like the local tribes of Korriban. And they were like practicing Sith and shit. But they weren't like real Sith. They just had like philosophies and magic and shit. And they taught them.
I think you're right on that.
I could be talking to my ass, but I think there's something like that. Because I know they were exiled from somewhere and sent to Korriban, and there was already native people on Korriban. Again, sounds a lot like the history of the world. There's always people there, and they come and take their fucking shit and do evil with it. But it's dude, it's very dense, man. I just I don't know. I'm just excited. I don't want to see a Rogue Squadron movie. I don't.
No, I
don't care.
I won't see that personally.
Is that the ship movie?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
The game was fucking ass.
We need an
I bought
episode
Squadrons,
7
played it, and I was
reboot.
like, I kind of hate this game.
Did
Yeah.
you refund it?
Tried to. I can never get refunds because they go to my I made my Steam account when I was 12 with my dad's email.
Oh,
so they go to
fuck,
him?
yeah.
So I really can't refund anything because
Oh,
I'm
that
not gonna be
sucks.
like, Dad, can you go on your email?
Yeah.
And click all these links.
Scroll through your thousands of emails.
Yeah, and give you my Steam guard code that resets every 30 seconds.
I got it on PlayStation, like PlayStation Plus. Like they give you like free games every month, and I got it. I was like, oh, this will be sick because I had just finished playing Fallen Order. I love Battlefront 2. I fucking love Battlefront 2.
Battlefront 2 is so good.
So
Have you
good.
seen the mods people do?
Oh, on PC, it's
Yeah.
Oh,
awesome,
there's
bro.
modded servers
Epic.
now. They got modded servers running.
That's
That's
fucking
fucking sick.
epic. Yeah, 'cause they don't support it anymore, right?
Facts. And dude, it's
Yeah.
so many gigs though. It's like 60 gigs for that
Dude, the
game.
updates were a
It was fun.
bitch. Yeah,
With the mods, it's even more, but you can get into custom servers now.
that's fucking
So you
awesome.
can run custom characters.
My Vader was crazy for a little while, but I'm probably gonna be trash with him when I play him again.
I don't even think I succeeded, but I tried to hit level like 50 on every character.
Oh,
but the blast,
sucks.
some of the blast, like, bro,
Did you get the ball fit?
Finn and shit. No, the Grand Master, Old Master, no.
Yeah, with the robot legs.
Yeah, I got mad heights when it dropped, and I gave up on
Dude,
it.
Finn sucks. BB-8 is literally a better fucking like character in that game.
He's OP. BB-8 and the other guy are OP.
Whatever the evil version is from
Yeah.
episode 8.
Oh,
Yeah.
he sprays lightning out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the biggest mistake they made was not adding Ahsoka in there, or
Or Mace Windu.
yeah,
Or like any of the.
Didn't Mace Windu used to be in like the original Battlefront?
yeah. I remember playing as him in a campaign mode.
Yeah.
I don't know about multiplayer, but campaign.
It
He
was
did a
like
mission.
one of the Clone Wars missions.
Yep. Yeah, that old one was funny because remember the lightsaber bar they would have where
Yeah.
if you didn't kill people,
That
the
was like
bar
the
would
health
run out.
one,
Yeah.
yeah.
And you had to kill people to regain
I
health.
hated that in the time.
Pain in the
I just
ass.
want to play as
It was
a
a
dude.
bad way to balance it.
Yeah.
Battlefront 2 had it the best. Battlefront 1 sucked because you had to find the cards on the map.
Yeah.
So people would just camp the spawns and be like, oh, I got the Luke Skywalker spawn.
Yeah.
Annoying as shit. I really like Bosk in Battlefront 2. That's
The
probably
gas
my
grenades
favorite.
are-
Those were OP, yeah.
And the
'Cause he had the
secret
night
vision.
vision, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
night
pretty
vision.
good.
And the
Han was
smoke.
pretty good with his fucking
Oh,
rapid fire.
People with, I've seen people roll with him and throw the dynamite
Yeah.
and blow people over and then just gun them
Yep.
and then roll.
Oh, dude, Boba Fett was OP as
Oh, yeah.
fuck.
I can never get into
Scramble
the
them.
flying characters.
Oh, I love
It's
it.
kind of hard because you have to
Destroy me.
right click the fly on
Yeah, the
PC.
jetpack is so finicky.
Yeah.
I would just fly up, dash, and then really fast. But as I would do it, I'd be shooting down, so I'd shoot, dash, shoot, and then just really fast
You do the
circle
wrist
around.
rockets and shit
Yeah,
like
but
that.
I would do it like when I was like falling down, and then I'd run backwards. If they come at me, I'd jump up, then shoot it. Like I was like level 80 with them. I got technical.
Elite.
I used to
That's
love
crazy.
them,
That's
dude.
high as fuck.
Because dude, if you're using a lightsaber, what the fuck are you gonna do against a jetpack? You know, it was like trolling people.
Did you hear? Have you ever heard his dialogue when he has like unique dialogue whenever Rey is on the battlefield?
Oh, no.
And they announce her coming onto the battlefield. He's like, "Woman Jedi lightsaber, not a problem," or something.
I love the non-sexism there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you're a woman with a lightsaber. All right.
He's like, "Not a problem." I saw the fucking clip on TikTok the other day, and I was like, "Damn."
Boba Fett's about that equal fights.
Fuck
equal
yeah,
rights
baby.
type
Yeah, baby.
vibe.
He'll kill anyone.
He don't give a fuck, man.
Nah.
I thought it was cool that the sniper Fennec was like fully cyborg when they were like,
Oh yeah, that was a cool reveal.
her
dude.
entire stomach is all robot. Like, you know,
Oh, and Boba Fett. I was thinking of
Yeah.
Battlefront. Yeah, because she was pissed at first too. Boba, she was like, "What the fuck you doing to me, man?" I loved that scene when he walked in and the guy was doing the robotic shit, and he's like, "Yeah, we're busy." He's like, "I got." He's like, "Why did you start with that?" I was like,
Yeah.
"That's some Tatooine shit.
Yeah.
Like that's cool."
Some Tatooine scumbaggery.
Yeah, we've never seen like a human doing it, cybernetics. We've seen like the machines giving them and
Yeah,
shit. So
Darth
that,
Vader machines.
Yeah.
We haven't seen a lot of
Yeah.
cyborgs like that though, but it's a thing in the lore, I guess, because in the Old Republic you can play
Be a
as like,
cyborg.
cyborgs. It's
Fuck
like its
yeah.
own race,
see, that's the thing. They do good things. They do original
They're
ideas
updating that game
sometimes.
soon, and it's gonna be like a whole revamp of the combat and everything.
What game is it?
Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Oh yeah,
it's free on
yeah.
PC.
I played the old game. I don't like the turn-based system thing though. For me, it turns me off.
Oh, it's not turn-based.
No, like
Or the hitting,
and
the clicking the
abilities.
button.
yeah, and I kind of hesitate. I understand the age.
It's like World of Warcraft and Dragon Age.
Yeah.
You gotta
style
click. It's a
combat.
very clicky.
Yeah.
mechanic.
It's made by BioWare, which made Dragon Age and Mass Effect. So it's that kind of like
Interesting.
thing.
Yeah, I got the datedness of it. That was really good back then. But I look at games like Jedi, was it Outcast or Academy, where you play as
I played Jedi Academy when I was little.
That game's old as shit.
yeah, but the combat was really
Yeah,
advanced.
it's
Like
fun.
it was
It's
fucking
good.
advanced. Like they modded the fuck out of that game for a while with like different circumstances. Dude, like there's a Revenge of the Sith dual simulator thing, and you play different missions and different characters, and they take the mod from that game to use the combat system because it was so good. Yeah. I'm assuming nowadays they got Battlefront to work off because it's not supported anymore, so no one gives a fuck. But that was like what they were doing.
You Battlefront on PC.
Like the old one?
Yeah, I have like the 2004 one.
They got re-released too. You can buy them on Xbox. I know. I don't know if you can do it on
Hell
PS4,
yeah,
but you can do it on Xbox.
You gotta get the Lego game when it comes out.
Yeah,
I'll seriously play that.
I'm thinking about that.
I can't
Yeah.
believe you haven't played the complete saga yet. That's like
one of the greatest games ever made.
Damn. All right. I've been in a lot of groups and I hear people always hyping it up and talking about it, but like, I don't know. Not anyone I know.
Next time we pop over, we'll play it.
100%. All right. Bet. Yeah. Again, I ain't opposed to it. I always had the notion that this is childish.
No,
I don't
dude.
need
Yeah,
this.
there's puzzles. Like there's actually some like brain blast.
All right.
puzzles.
Bet. Yeah. That makes me a little
You can
excited
make your
about
own
it. Then.
character,
Yeah.
dude. You
Okay,
can like
bet.
fucking. There's these things called like red bricks hidden in every single level.
And it's basically cheats and shit.
Okay. Bet.
But you need it to like, cause like one of the red bricks will be like gives you Sith powers.
Yeah.
And there's certain things on a map that only Sith can interact
And
with.
you turn
or
on
bounty
Luke,
hunters.
and all of a sudden Luke can force choke and has a red lightsaber for like.
That's like
Black
Luke.
suit.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm talking about? The Legends Luke, the evil Luke.
I had a toy of
That's-
that when I was little.
Really?
Yeah, in my basement I have them all still. Me and my dad used to go to fucking the toy vault in Attleboro,
Okay.
and we used to just buy old I used to have like Star Wars like characters from the 80s. and
Damn,
shit.
bro.
Like those old like painted ones and shit.
That makes me excited.
And they're all in my basement. Like I have all old ships. Like just like my toys from Star Wars date from like 1980 or like 1979 to like fucking 2005.
Fuck.
Like anything in between that.
See, I had a shit ton of toys and Legos. I got rid of them as I grew up, which
All my
I
Legos are gone. I
regret.
used to have so
Yeah.
many. I
They
like
got
the
given
entire
away.
Hogwarts.
All my Star Wars shit is condensed to those 3 pop figures at the moment. It's kind of sad. I mean, I got my oil canvases over there. I'm
Those
very
are
proud of
awesome,
those.
yeah.
Yeah,
Those are
those are
sick.
sick. You guys should check them out after. They're like a painting canvas, and they're like put on there. They're pretty
Oh
nice.
hell yeah, dude, that's official.
Fucking, but yeah, man, it's I don't know, man. You know, I have one request from Disney, and you know, just make a Star Wars Force Unleashed 3. Just give me Sam Witwer back as Star Killer. Just I don't
played
care if
that.
it's not.
Mikey loved those games.
Yo, those are the best Star Wars
Yeah,
games
that's
for
what
me,
Mikey
bro.
says. Mikey fucking loves those
Dude,
games.
you're so OP, and you like.
Don't you
kill all
pull
the
down
main
Star
cast.
Destroyers and shit?
Yeah, dude. Like, there's a part where you're escaping Camino because you're a clone. You're originally a character, right? Do you guys care if I'm sorry, I just like spoiled it.
I know a little bit about
Alright,
it.
bet.
I've seen the endings and shit like that.
You're a clone. I
So
never-
you're a son of a Jedi, or like an apprentice of a Jedi. You're in Kashyyyk, and Vader comes and invades after everything happened.
Is that the first mission?
Yeah.
I've
So
seen
that's
that.
just So you're just a regular person. Then he takes you and makes you into like an assassin, and like he doesn't tell the Emperor about you. Like he keeps you. He wants you and him to
Yeah.
overthrow the Emperor eventually, which is fucking.
I would do that.
All the Sith be down with that shit.
Yeah.
So like he builds you up and shit, and then like makes you like a slave and a killing machine. And, dude, you kill Shak T on what is it, Felucia or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
You fucking she died
Or
like
Shak
5
T.
times in
Yeah.
fucking Star Wars, bro. Like Lucas wanted her ass dead.
Shock T, man.
So you do that, and then you end up falling in love with the girl, and you meet this General Ram Koda, who was a general during the Clone Wars, but he didn't get killed. This is cool, because he didn't get killed by clones, because he didn't believe in clones, so he had his own private militia,
Oh,
like a
damn.
rebellion. Dude.
Isn't that what Saw Gerrera?
Yeah,
is
exactly.
like,
Yeah, exactly. That type of thing. Yeah, I think Saul might have been an inspiration from that type of thing, because it's kind of the same. I obviously Saul's not a Jedi, but he had that guerrilla warfare.
Did you see
private
those
thing.
like 2, 3? I think it was the 2 like solo story in Rogue One.
I love Rogue One. Solo's
I hate the
okay.
girl.
Jin?
Yeah, I hate the actress
Yeah.
for some reason.
Yeah, she is a little weird.
I like the Darth Vader scenes, the fucking epic scene at the end.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my.
I like when he chokes out the
Goosebumps.
the white suit and Mustafar.
Yeah.
You see him in his castle,
Yep.
which is awesome. I like Solo Story, but I think people give that a bad name. I
People
don't mind-
hate
Yeah,
that
I don't
movie,
mind Solo Story.
It's alright.
I like the cast. I like Childish Gambino in it.
Yeah, Donald Glover's cool.
He's
in it.
great in it. My biggest fucking flaw with that movie. This is a minuscule flaw on a grander scale, especially for quality of a movie. It's just so dark visually. Like, it's very badly lit.
Yeah.
So, like, if I'm watching it, like, I'm a harsh... I sound like an asshole right now. But, like, I'm very harsh on things like that. Like, like I said earlier at the beginning of this, if you have no excuse to make a poor-looking movie at this point. Why the hell? Like, I get it's an underground movie. It's about all that. I get that, but... I don't know. The story's not very concise for me. It doesn't draw me in. The one thing that draws me in is the Crimson Dawn. When it brings in Maul as the fucking leader of the Crimson Dawn on the hologram, and the woman, I can't think of her name.
Amelia Clarke is the actress.
Dude, she
is
is fucking dangerous. Because she's alive right now in this universe, current Mando and Boba universe. She's alive.
Dead.
Crimson, yep, but Maul taught her everything and told her everything. She was her, you know.
She's going to be in the Boba Fett show.
At the end.
Yes.
Because
yes.
they did that whole thing
Yes.
when the symbol of the Crimson Dawn was also... Remember the mayor?
Of Tatooine?
Yeah.
Yes.
The window reflection is the same symbol. The rays of sun that come
Yo.
down, they make the shape of the Crimson Dawn.
You guys are putting me onto these little Easter eggs. I'm fucking...
Lord.
Oh, I gotta rewatch this whole show with an actual, like, non-dickhead bias and just look at it. Damn, bro. Yeah, I think that'd be sick.
Like they killed the Sarlacc after 5 years.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like how he made it his mission to kill it, too. Yeah, that was
He
funny.
was being a little bitch about it, though. Fennec was the one who dropped the bomb
Fucking
on it.
Sonic thing, whatever. Yeah.
I love the noise of it.
The seismic charge.
Seismic charge, yeah. That's so sad because it's like, it's
lot of the
delayed.
ones.
You know, it's like delayed.
What is it?
That's
fire
really
spray now?
dumb. That's really fucking
I don't know,
dumb.
dude. I saw this YouTube channel when he was talking. He said Slave 1. He's like, oh, I mean. And then it's like, what do I mean? And it goes to Jeff Goldblum from Guardians of the Gap. No, what is it? Thor Ragnarok, where the lady's like, oh, the slaves. He's like, can we not use that word? She's like, working prisoners. And he's like, okay. And he's like, the working prisoner ship. And I started geeking. I was, that's mad funny. But yeah, dude, they just gotta.
Seems like kind of an unnecessary change.
So stupid, minuscule, but on the
It's
macro,
like,
yeah, micro, minuscule. On the macro, it's like, why are you doing that?
Yeah.
Why do you have to change that? You've changed so much. It's not. Is it offending somebody to say slave? Because the same people who are offended by that are the same people who have slave labor iPhones.
Yeah.
The same people who drive cars.
slave
All
labor
little
Nikes.
Taiwan kids.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. So shut the fuck
Slave
up.
labor. Yo, did you hear about this slave labor M&Ms, dude? You know how
Is that a
M&M?
thing?
Yeah, you know how M&M's like rebranded and
Like the
they-
rapper or the candy?
the candy.
Okay.
Yeah, the
M&M.
rapper.
Yeah, I was like, what are we talking about? I wouldn't be
Child
surprised
slavery.
anymore.
No, the company M&M's. I don't know if you've seen this, but they came out with a statement. They were like, we want to make our characters more inclusive and more progressive for a more progressive world. We're introducing the new M&Ms. And all they did, bro, was they gave the green M&M sneakers instead of heels. So she was like less sexualized, and they made it like this big deal. But then everyone's like freaking out over it, and people in the comments are like, oh, is this like distract everybody from their child slavery lawsuit that they have?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
They have a child slavery lawsuit, and what's more perfect to get it off everyone's mind than doing some shit like that?
Than a
We're
legit
rebranding
PR
the
stuff.
M&Ms.
Yeah.
Rebranding M&Ms.
Listen, we're not stopping or halting the slave, but they got new shoes.
And that's enough for people.
Yeah,
that's
which is
enough
the
for-
sad reality.
I don't call myself an activist. I'm wearing Nikes right now.
Yeah.
And I'm using an iPhone. I don't give a shit. But there's people who do give
Yeah.
a shit, and it just seems kind of hypocritical that they morally grandstand all the time and openly support slave labor and shit like that.
Yeah.
Or not openly support it, but they're not doing anything to be like, I'm not going to wear any Nikes. I'm not going to buy an iPhone. I'm not going to do this or that. I'm not going to eat any fucking M&Ms.
Android gang.
They don't care
Yeah.
if it's inclusive.
And if you do have an Android, guess what? All your information is being spread and sold. So it's like double-edged sword. Like, what are you gonna use? Fucking Linux? Like,
Yeah.
what's the alternative here? Like,
House
there's
phone.
Get on BlackBerry, dude.
It's either all your shit is slave labored and sold off, or it's all slave labor. Like, you know what I mean? It's
Right.
like, what are you doing here?
Going
It's-
back to landlines.
yeah,
to
fuck
back
it.
to this.
Pagers. I'm doing pagers. I'm bringing them back.
Pagers are back, dude.
Fuck, man. All right, boys. I think we
This was awesome.
I think we did it. Very, very big thank you and big pleasure for having both of you.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
man. It was
I
fucking awesome.
yeah, this was a good conversation. Thank you for listening to my crazy rants. Thank you all as well. Thank you for the information. Thank you for the just
Sir, it was my pleasure.
Man, my
it's
pleasure.
awesome.
I'd love to do this
It was a fun
anytime.
time.
Yeah, man. Like, it's really.
Talk about everything.
Yeah, it's really funny because I literally specifically said when we sat down, yo, it's really refreshing to not talk about anything but Star Wars.
We went everywhere. We went to like
The
probably
Hulk.
like 100
Yeah.
things. Yeah.
Star Wars, the Hulk, dude, we
The
covered.
Hulk was the main catalyst.
Yeah. Well, that's crazy.
Marvel got brought up. And
Yeah, we had it. Yeah, Marvel was the real catalyst turning
And then it
point.
went real extreme.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
fast from
Yeah, we
there.
went from Marvel to like archaeological sites.
Yeah.
Real quick. But you know,
I
it's-
don't remember how.
Nope, no idea.
This was long. It was just like 3 hours.
Yeah, what's our time?
Dude, we're 3.5 hours.
Yeah, I was about to say,
It didn't feel like that. No
Not
bullshit.
really.
Did not
Guys,
at all.
damn, it's 9 o'clock. I'm sorry for keeping you so
No,
long. Thank
dude,
you.
it's fine. I didn't even realize.
Fun
Say it
time.
right now, it's my longest podcast by at least a half hour. 45
Damn.
minutes.
Oh,
So
yeah,
how,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
yeah, fuck yeah.
Record
Fuck
broken.
yeah.
I
Fuck
was
yeah.
quiet for a little bit of it because I was like, I'm just gonna listen. I was like, I don't know much about this, so I'm just gonna
Taking it
sit
all.
back
Yeah,
and listen. to
man,
it.
I've been there myself. I'm there all the time in conversations.
I'm hitting the fucking crave like, just listening.
I've hit this probably at least 200 during this. during
I've
this
watched you guys hit, and I'm sitting here salivating at the
Oh,
mouth
my
like I
God,
need a Zen.
Yeah, we're out.
Nah, it's dude.
What's it called?
For me, it's like yo, go on. I'm sorry.
I can't think of the word. Enablers.
Yeah.
Oh.
Really enabling.
Nah, I got a lot of discipline, man. I thought about it once, and I was like, I go for a Zen. Then I was like, wait a minute. You said something. I was like, oh yeah. I got right back into it. Didn't think about it for like the last 2 hours until I just said it. I was like, oh yeah. Fuck man. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I generally appreciate it. Yeah, I'm assuming you're all on Spotify. If you're not on Spotify, if you still made it this far, and you enjoyed the video, you don't have to subscribe or follow or
Smash
rate on
like.
it. Yeah, do whatever. Their words, not mine. Their words, not mine. All I ask is if you see this channel not upload for a while or you don't see the channel at all, just check out the Spotify, same name, same logo and everything. You don't have to follow, you don't have to subscribe. If you just want to keep watching, just keep
Banned
doing
right
that.
after.
Yeah, banned, bro. But yeah, one love, everybody. Thank you, and thank you, Shaun and Ansel. I appreciate you
Oh,
guys.
yeah, always
Thank
a
you for having
pleasure.
me.
You guys want to
Thank
shout
you.
anything out? I feel bad. I just kind of wrapped it up with
I want to shout out Mercy Beats.
Yee.
I want to shout out Randomness on Twitch. No, wait, he changed it. Scuffed Aves
Yeah.
on Twitch. I want to shout out Scuffed Aves. I want to shout out
Slaughter photography.
Slaughter Photography.
That Darajon?
That's
Yeah.
Darajon.
Word,
Look
word.
up Slaughter Photography. Look up Darajon Slaughter on YouTube
Shout
for
out OG Speedy.
fire tech video. Shout out OG Speedy. He is retired from the rap game for now, but there's no telling when he could come back.
Yes, sir.
So stay on the lookout.
Yeah, shout out you.
And yeah, shout out to you. Shout out to you, the viewer.
Yeah.
You guys are the biggest ones. All right, thank you all. Appreciate it. Take it easy.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for watching.
Bikes are